Good morning, people. Happy Monday, the 3rd of April. Happy new month as well. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Your favorite is working. Yeah. Your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And you guys know what the vibes is like over here. It's a new month. We're tired. One of us more than anybody else. But I am one of your hosts, my own royalty.
It's your girl, Justine, representing the fitness queens. Hello, hi. I'm here. I'm tired.
She ain't got much for us. I'm even going to do it. Hello, hi.
No,
That's
literally.
It.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, and of course the melanin jam-packed.
That is right. How is everybody doing today?
I'm tired.
How was your event though?
It was so fun, so amazing. Do you know what?
Really good. Sorry,
I was born to do this.
Appeal. If anyone from Gymshark, you might as well send them the link to this.
Oh.
Would like a London date, please?
No, do you know what? You guys,
expeditiously.
you're gonna get one. You're gonna get one
because it looks so fun.
You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one.
It looks so fun.
You're gonna get one. Like 100%. There's no way we can't.
There's no way.
But do you know what I realized they always do because they do this all the time. So remember before I started teaching in London, we did Birmingham.
Okay.
So we did Birmingham to hype everyone up, and everyone was like, London, like, do you know what I mean? And then we started doing London regularly.
No, we're definitely hyped. It's definitely working.
This was the Manchester one. It's gonna be a regular thing, like 100%.
It looks so good.
I had too much fun doing it.
No, and that's what I like. I feel like whenever you like do your classes and teach and stuff, because really it's workouts. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And you're working. It's not always people who are like completely disciplined that come to your classes, but because you make it look so fun, it doesn't make you clock like you're working out. And I think you know how like people say when you go through the workout at the end of it you feel happy. Yeah. You give people like happiness throughout. Yeah. Nah, man.
No, do you know what? It's because I know how much people, like some people actually hate exercise. Yeah. Like I hear it and I've had conversations with different people. So my thing is, I have to try and figure out a way to make you not even realize what you're doing. Yeah. And most people I know, I don't know anyone who doesn't like music. Mm-hmm. You might not be a big dancer, but everybody likes music. Literally, music makes everyone feel good. Yeah. So if I can create the atmosphere, we had smoke machines yesterday. We was really in the club, like what? Smoke.
That's lit.
No, I was gassed. We had strobe lights, like we were literally giving club vibe. And I even kept saying to people, like, there was one move we were doing which was like knees, yeah. I was like, guys, has everyone here got good strong knees? And everyone was looking at me and I was like, no, don't try it because if you was with your friends in a club, you'd be dropping down and getting your foot on. Yeah. So I don't want to see no excuses.
That's so true, you know.
So that's how I always kind of like, I always make people, I always try and replicate like an environment of you being with your friends and just having fun and it not being too serious. And I always say like, if it gets too hard or if it gets like too complicated, just dance. As long as there's good music, people will always catch a vibe somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, but to be fair, you haven't yet because I did your Train to Slay during lockdown. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I worked out every single day, you know, for our lockdown. Like every single day. Oh. I really did. Yeah, girl. When I say you inspiring, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And again, those classes were proper lit. Like they were proper lit. It was just vibes. It was something to look forward to. Yes, you're working hard and whatever, but I don't know, like the energy that you just give in your classes is just...
Do you know what it is? My friend messaged me yesterday, goes, Gina, you're actually a star. I said, nah, do you know what? I just have no shame.
Okay.
He said, you're a star. I said, I'm not. I said, do you know what it is? I said, when it comes to dancing, music, and me having a good time, I have no...
good time.
Like, even someone was like, what is your class without you twerking? I said,
no, nothing.
I'm going to do it. Because I have no shame. And if I'm in the moment and the music is, if I can feel it in my bones, I'm going to have a good time. I generally don't care. And I feel like
that is important though.
Because I do that, it allows everybody else to just be free. Like,
and that's what I
try not to act. Do you know what I mean? I literally will let loose and just.
And that's what I was going to say. That it's very important. That is very, very important. I think, like, obviously, a lot of places people go to, you tend to hold back sometimes. But if the atmosphere and energy is right and the person who's teaching you is like the vibes there, people who are even shy. Yeah. Because I remember like when we started Train to Slay, there's people that you didn't really hear from.
100%.
By the end, like
they be in the comments.
They be in the comments running jokes, you know what I mean? But it gets people, like it just brings that different personality within people is lit, man. You're amazing. You are a star.
Okay, sorry.
You better walk in that spirit.
Stop it.
Listen.
But anyway, please.
You better walk in
I
the
was trying to
spirit.
move on to yesterday, yeah. We did this thing called the litness circle at the end, yeah. So obviously class is hype, but we're having fun. But at the end, I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna get in a circle, and it's like not like a dance battle, yeah, but no. But it was so funny. So it was like, you're not battling. It's just you come in with your friends and just quick freestyle.
Okay. Yeah.
And obviously everyone started off shy, right?
Yeah.
So obviously me and Oyinda went first and was just being silly, and then Pops and Maddie went.
Yeah.
And then afterwards people started getting into it, right?
I saw what Pops did, by the way.
Pops did the split. When she done the split,
Say yeah, okay.
I looked. I said, "Who is this person?"
Do you know what's funny? Because you actually see your reaction on camera. Because there was one of the angles where Gina's like,
I turned around. I thought, who are you?
Yeah, we got Pops, man. She's really good vibes.
No, so she did splits, and then can I just say also why I love white people? Yeah, sorry. See, one thing about white people, yeah, is they don't care.
The new mixed.
They don't watch face. Like, if do you know, like, generally
They
speaking,
don't
white
care.
people are actually good vibes.
No, they're good vibes. They're always
They're good vibes. They're always up for a good time, right?
But you see that even when you go out on like Shoreditch on a Friday night, they're taking pictures with you. They don't
they're
care.
good vibes, right?
I love it, man.
I feel like with us, we're too stressful.
Yeah, we're too
we
in our
care
heads.
too much. We watch too much face, and we're too kind of like. Do you know what I mean?
We act stush.
Right.
we don't need
So
to be.
my class yesterday was predominantly white.
Yeah.
Fine. But what I loved was when it came to the litness circle.
The girls were in it.
The
They were
girls were in, like, I loved seeing them like enjoy themselves and then I just started randomly dragging people. Like, I could see those that were moving shy. I dragged them.
Come on,
dragged them by their clothes. And they literally would come in. And when they were in the middle, they're like, F it. And they were just having a good time. There's
I
even
love
one
that.
guy. I saw one guy on the outskirts. I dragged him. He was like, I can't dance. I'm not a dancer. He came and gave us backflip. That was all.
Okay.
That's all. Listen,
And that's why you're Marion. You do what you need to do.
He gave us handstands. He literally came and did handstand. Then he looked back and I said, "Don't tell me he's gonna flip." He literally looked back and
He said, "Clear the space."
when he flipped, everyone literally started screaming, and I was
love
like, "This is what I mean." Like,
I love that.
It's just good vibes, man. So if
Nah,
you've not been to
London-
one of my classes, guys, honestly, and you,
So what? There's men there as well.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Get to step into
No,
good
literally,
health.
like, it's not. Men can actually come and I might twerk and be a bit, but you don't have to twerk. Guys don't twerk in my class.
Of course not.
No, but like you can if you want.
Some of the guys got the booty foot working.
But like, there's guys. Do you know what I mean? There was a guy in there yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, great. Do I have to take out the twerking because you're here?" He was like, "Do your thing. When you're twerking, I'll just be catching my own little vibe." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's it. So
and that's good, man.
men and women can come to the class. Like, it's just literally about moving your body. And when I went to ATL, I was seeing men, and like there were so many men in that class.
Yeah.
Like, I actually loved it.
Because you're stepping.
Literally.
You're actually stepping into fitness, so how
And
can you not be
everyone,
there?
and I was like, you're black, you got rhythm, man. It's in your bones.
Oh my God, speaking of rhythm, yeah.
Oh God.
So basically, I'm in this phase where I want to try new. Remember, I've talked about trying new things. Some of them are fitness related. I want to do some fitness new bits. So I've always wanted to do a spin class.
Okay.
But I tried to spin like years ago. I was in sixth form. That was many years ago. Years ago. But I was in the class for 5 minutes because I said, I don't like these seats. It hurts my bum. I'm sorry, I've got a bum, yeah. It hurts my bum.
The seats, do you know how I got over that? When I first ever started spinning, you can actually get covers. There's actually
I've heard that.
There's cushions for the seat.
I'm gonna
So
get that.
I got that originally, but then it's conditioning. I guarantee you, after like 2 weeks, you'll actually get used to it.
Okay. So, see, the seats always put me off, and I think also just I'm not doing Tour de France. Why am I doing this? So, anyways, on Saturday, I thought it was pressure because every Saturday I do Pilates anyway. So I did like arms before Pilates. I thought that was a smart decision, but we work harder. We're trying to do what we're doing. And then the girl in my Pilates, she was like, "You should come to spin." And I was like, "Oh, like I can never make the time, blah blah." And I was like, "Do you know what?
It's the fact that Brent has actually got the stuff up. Brent, let me not lie. Let me give you a video of what the class looked like yesterday. That is
that'd be good.
So good.
No, the
It
video
looks so good. Like
the video I'm gonna show you is nuts. Because even when I watched it, I said,
you're gonna send it to him to play on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you now
Thanks.
on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
What's that story?
Yeah, he's just going through my stories,
you're
but there's
very
about
funny
10,000 on there. So check your WhatsApp. That video is like a summary. No,
Then
what's
look at that.
What's
Like,
this,
come on.
please? No, wait. Like, what is
Nah,
that?
big up Pops, man.
I just thought, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, that's me having a moment. Sorry. As you do. Okay, Brent, I'm shy now. Can you...
That looks nice.
You're making me shy!
Sorry.
Oh, this is my guy, the backflip guy.
Okay. Do you see him do it?
Yeah.
A man like.
Oh, it's a white guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
It's giving you got served.
I wish I could do a backflip. I'm about to say blackflip.
Oh, the whites turned up.
Brent,
She definitely said all of this, by the way.
I said that it was a predominantly white class.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
It's the fact that you're still literally going through.
Let me put up the
Put up the video
Yeah.
because the video I
because I'm not getting the vibe that you guys are doing with this.
yeah, which is why I said put up.
Maybe I'm not a step guy. I don't know.
No, I think you're bad vibes.
You need to hear it with the music.
ain't got
as
no-
well.
Probably.
It ain't got nothing to do with you being a step guy.
These are nice videos though.
Thanks.
They aren't they?
Yeah. I continue talking. Sorry, Esther.
Spin.
Oh yeah, spin. Yeah. So, anyways, I decided I'm gonna do it anyway. I did it. First of all, yeah, spin. I enjoyed it. So I like a challenge. I like the idea that when I start doing something that I'm not good at, like knowing that I'm gonna because I'm so competitive with myself. So I'm gonna get better. So I did it. I honestly made me question whether I had rhythm. So the way the guy was, because basically he was doing like dance moves whilst they're on the machine. I'm gonna break my teeth. I was looking at him like, so he would do like obviously where you like work your arms and whatever. But he was like going with the music. His playlist was so sick. Yeah, it had Afrobeats. It had everything on there. But it's like stuff like all just hella stuff. And I was like, I can't even get my legs because it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, and you want me to move my upper body at the same time. It was very chaotic. But I stayed all the way to the end. I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it because I wanted to walk out so many times. Stayed all the way to the end, and I really enjoyed it. And I've been thinking about spin ever since Saturday. And I'm going to be back because I'm going to get better at it.
How long is this session?
So it should have been 45 minutes, but this man was really, I thought it was an hour. And I'm not just saying that because my sister did another class and then finished and we were still there and she was like,
Oh wow.
what's going on? But yeah, I think it was about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
It was very good. Oh, that looks so Gymshark, I'm not talking about
The hashtag.
No, that hashtag lit. No, that's lit.
That's how you start your classes, man.
No, I love it, man.
You see how I get this back to where it was.
So I'm adding this. That has been added to my list of things I'm trying this year, by the way, fitness-wise. So no pressure to y'all.
No, we're gonna make it happen, 100%. And shout out to Daniela, who in the comments said that she came yesterday.
Oh, this year, I pick up Daniela.
Yeah. Thanks.
No, it looks so fun. I love that for you, man.
Thanks.
But yeah, man.
Did you guys watch the thing I asked you guys to watch?
Ooh.
You didn't, did
I
you?
told you I couldn't watch anything this weekend. I think I did say that.
That's all right. Emmanuel?
Nah, I didn't get to it.
All right.
I thought he said it was like 8 or 11 episodes.
I
Yeah, but
asked
he
you to
said
watch the
to
first
watch-
episode.
Oh, is
He said
it?
his first episode.
But never mind, I should never ask you guys to watch anything again.
Why are you so dramatic? What's your problem? Why are you so dramatic?
Only you told me that you weren't able to watch it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Nobody
fair.
else.
But then you
I
don't
thought I
have to
did
do
as
this.
well, you know.
No, I said it on Friday.
Your
Iman,
dream?
don't be silly.
I thought I did.
You, Iman, don't try to help you in it. You don't help yourself. But no, you can't not tell us what to watch because this is our thing, what we're watching. Like, I love that. So, yeah, we watch it for... And
Definitely.
then we'll talk about Power on Wednesday because...
Oh,
Did you,
yes,
oh, no, you didn't
Power.
watch Power. You know, you
Go, I
were there.
did. On that long ass drive.
Should we talk about it?
We can.
Okay.
What? I haven't watched it.
Power. You have
Yeah,
homework
I
to
wasn't
do.
told.
But the one you were told to watch, you didn't
Yeah,
watch
but
it.
no, but when Ben said there's like 8 episodes, I was like, that's impossible.
No, but he actually said we could just watch the first one.
I think I didn't hear that part because I said impossible, innit? I
So
think
because
that's
you're
what
too busy
happened.
saying impossible, you didn't hear the longer sentence of... Yeah, but I think we should talk about... I'm sorry, we're going to have to talk about Power. Next week, we won't talk about what you're
So this is the 3rd episode of Power.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Third.
I'm sorry. Because the thing is, when we think about it, yeah, Gina's never really good. If we do it on Wednesdays...
I'm never gonna be here. What's the joke? Because he took off his headphones.
He took off his headphones so he wouldn't hear us.
Always, you're actually,
But you're in the
okay,
room
but you're
with
gonna
us.
hear us in the room. Are you
That was a joke.
Okay,
I don't want to get to work with today again. LOL. Yeah, because if we talk about on Wednesdays, Gina's never really going to be here to talk about it.
This is true.
Do you get what I mean? So we need to spread it out, basically.
Or it could be an
Friday.
incentive for Gina to be here on Wednesdays.
Gina's busy planning the step class. That's great. From next week, we should be, well, she's
Oh,
be
yeah.
certified.
sorry.
Well. Brent, have you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Iman.
Yeah, sorry, Iman. It's
Do you
3
want
to
to go
1.
for? Do you want
I'm
to
so
toilet?
sorry.
Do you want to go for bathroom
No, he
break?
didn't
No, it's
watch
alright.
last week's either.
You didn't?
Oh,
What kind of hair? What the hell? I thought it was a one
So,
episode.
hold on, this is a choice, basically.
This is a choice.
This is a choice.
You're just intentionally
You're
being
actually
a
choosing not to watch
deviant.
it.
No. Power. I said last week here that it's not sweet to me at all.
You don't think so?
No, I just feel like it's very slow.
Really? Do you know? Okay, I really like. First of all, I'm obsessed with Woody
Woody
McClain.
McClain!
Sis, I've been obsessed with
Okay,
Woody
wait.
McClain
Basically,
anyway.
someone had a tweet over the weekend, and it said, "What man will you wake up at 3 a.m. to make a sandwich for?"
Woody McClain.
The guy had a picture of Woody McClain.
I hear it.
He can get anything he wants from me at any time of the day.
And the thing is,
I miss TDA to make that man a sandwich. I tell you that now.
maybe this speaks to my.
Gosh.
Let's deep dive.
Yeah, this speaks
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. Let's
I
do
know,
that.
but you know why. Like, you know why. Like, you don't make those faces.
Tell the people
because-
them. And
Right.
Jim Shack. Tell Jim Shack shoot.
Tell them.
Oh dear, I'm scared.
Wait. Guys, this is no secret, right? This is not a secret, but you know this. It's not a secret that I like a bit of rough around the edges. He's a bit too rough. You know, he's a murderer and all.
Yep.
But
I already.
there's just something about like Brent knows this about me though.
So is he
I
doing the
love it.
roughness proper? Because if it is,
Yes,
rough.
he is. He's the only good actor on the show.
he's not rough
He's
in
the
real
only
life.
good
Though,
one.
man. Come on, this guy played Bobby Brown and was doing If This Isn't Love. So I
No,
know
but you
it's
know,
a
Bobby Brown
character.
was still like a had a little
Exactly.
to it. Do you know
But
what I mean?
you know this.
It wasn't
still-
like running or
he still
anything.
punched up
What
his
did my
missus,
what?
obviously.
No, Brent, let's not do that.
What?
Don't worry. Don't listen to what Brent said. We're moving on from that.
I know. I feel like
What did I
there was a reason why I
tweet?
didn't hear it.
Remember when I tweeted and you caught the tweet and I was like,
Woody
I
McClain,
said,
yeah.
I said, I'm a sucker for a troubled soul, man.
He is the only person that's actually making me believe that he is Kane.
He
like,
is, yeah.
He's so perfectly casted for it. I just said, nah, you
He
are
plays,
just
he plays
great.
his roles, and he's so much. I'm sorry, I find him attractive as well.
He's Kane?
He's called Kane.
He's Kane in the show.
In the show.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know, do you remember the song when Carisha was like, "I'll hold a brick for you, daddy"?
No,
Okay.
is that who she's talking about?
Oh, you hold a brick
Oh,
for
you're
him?
saying you heard a brick for him. I hear it. I ain't saying all that, but you know. But Woody McClain,
I support him
whenever
wherever
I
his
see him
ventures are.
on screen, it does make me smile.
How about his brother
Please move on.
on Grindr?
No, that I just thought, okay, calm. Like,
Can we explain? Okay,
all
you know
because of
when-
effort, you know.
You know, listen,
Okay,
you know
so
when you're coming
basically,
up.
he's basically the guy, one of the guys from the
With the tattoo here?
Yeah, that's obviously one of his matches on Grindr.
I thought so because when he was saying something about your granddad's like 20 feet away,
20 feet away,
and then the guy came
came
and
at
they
the
showed
lift.
his tattoo.
Yeah.
I said, ah.
Yeah, so
She'll
that's
type you like a
that's
bad boy,
You
easy.
can
don't
see where that's going then, innit?
Yeah. They're gonna.
Well, he's gonna be the one to let the family down because I feel like he's annoyed that Kane is the one is in charge now. He's the brains though.
You mean
Can I
more?
say something about Kane though? Yeah.
Let the family down more.
You know one thing I
He's
don't
been letting
rate.
the family down.
One thing I don't rate though, yeah,
Yeah.
is but do you know why it doesn't help? What doesn't help is the bad casting. So I can't internalize it. But
And this is my thing now.
I just don't understand why their dad's not black. Like it just because or
Lorenzo.
they're not like fair skinned. It just doesn't. And I know that obviously sometimes it can happen. It's just really hard
be
to
honest with
like.
you, yeah?
It's really hard for it to seem real.
It is hard because you know what's mad? They could have found another Lorenzo. Lorenzo is not that great at his role. We could have got a dark skinned man
No, literally.
to fit the build of the kids.
And the reason why I'm saying this is
And Mary J. Blige is chocolate too.
you see the way Kane's badding up his dad.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but I'm like, that's not your dad because it's Lorenzo. Because Lorenzo, like Lorenzo can't be your dad, right? And it's
But Lorenzo is his dad.
I know, but it's childish of me because I'm saying the
Oh, yeah,
casting's
the skin
poor.
tone don't match.
right? Yeah, but I am like raw.
Oh, twins.
I am like raw. Do you know what's so funny? I was gonna wear my black one.
Oh, I should have.
Literally, I was literally gonna wear it.
Who got paid for that shit?
We're not sending an invoice. Because,
But what I did find mad was I was like, I get it. I get what you're trying to do, yeah. But brother, you're being so disrespectful to like.
Don't you
it's
think,
it's kind of hard to watch?
it is hard to watch, but I feel like, and this is it, because I was like, baby, I love you, but you're taking things too far.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, if they kill Kane, Because I feel like he's doing too much here. I can see something is going to happen. His dad is going to try and humble him somehow. The fact that he said to his dad, you need to move this way, he went and gave it to Princess Diana, wherever she is. And the fact that he talks him the way, did you see how he was laughing when Kane was like, oh, I'm going to go and chill. You can go on the road. And he said, and he was laughing. I said, no, they're going to try and get Kane. No, the fact that his other brother's like, Kane's in charge. What does that mean? They're all going to try. And do you see Diana as well talking about Kane? They're going to try to get a baby out.
But do you know what I think is going to happen? I'm predicting, that Lorenzo's going to get killed. I'm predicting that Kane's going to go too far. He's going to end up killing Lorenzo.
Do you not think he's going to do it?
And then in another season, because Power ain't finishing, we know this for sure. So maybe in the next season, it's going to be them lot all trying to, like, Kane might go rogue or whatever, and then it's going to be like them trying to get
Kane.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think he's going to kill Lorenzo?
Who?
Braden. He still owes him a body.
He owes him a body. But you know what I also love about Kane though, the fact that he keeps testing Braden. Like he's
yeah, but Braden is
he clocked him from before.
But Braden is the business guy though. Look how do you know how smart that business idea he came up with?
It was genius. I
thought that's so smart. That is genius.
He's really good. He's really good at what he does. I guess what is annoying is like, and I guess obviously he says it's not about the money for him, innit? But it's like him being in charge of something that he's good at, because obviously everything else is about his family name, innit? He doesn't have his own identity. But it's like, pick another hustle, bro.
I couldn't believe it. I said, you're about to get, like, first of all, you had one job to kill a person. Obviously, I've never killed a person, but...
Oh, but he was never going to do it.
But he's out here searching for the gun near his crotch. I said, you're searching for the gun.
Do you know what also I thought was jokes, How Tariq was like, you ain't killed a body before. Why didn't you tell me to do it? I thought, okay, fuck the family.
Ghost. Mini ghost.
Calm down, man.
Tariq is stupid, man.
But you see the way he like ran and just quickly, I thought,
Can you guys remind me why it is Tariq hated Ghost?
Can I be honest with you? I don't think there's a valid reason.
I think
his whole thing was he broke up the family. Yeah. Tariq's a mummy's boy, innit?
Yeah.
So I think it's mainly to do with the treatment of the mum, breaking of the family, him leaving.
Because he was happy with all the money and everything. And he's happy to inherit the money. I think it's the fact that he broke up the family. And broke up the family by being with Angela.
And then Raina's death, like...
His mum was getting dicked down on the opening nightclub.
By Sean.
So by what was his name again? Not Terrence.
Sean.
No, the other guy, the lawyer guy that was found in the boot.
Oh, ugh. Silver.
Terry Silver. That's it. His mum. Obviously, I don't subscribe to her, whatever. But his mum was really.
She's a city girl. You subscribe to that?
I don't. Don't you dare put that on my name.
Oh, not on Monday.
No, it's just in summertime. When the sun's out.
She part-time.
I'm part-time.
She got a 0 hour contract.
That's it. Ad hoc.
Literally 0 hour contract.
But so that's his thing. Because I'm like, you're doing, like, they're about to start dealing guns now. You're doing worse than your dad was doing. And again, like everyone keeps joking with him, like at least your dad was doing it for the family to get money. What are you doing it for?
That's what's annoying. That's why for me, I can't rate it, because your dad did all of this shit to give you a better life, right? That was the whole plan, to kind of elevate you lot. He's done that now. And now you just want to... It's a power play, right?
Do you know what's interesting, though? Because you know how previous seasons, people have basically been questioning what Tariq is doing all this for. And I was watching like a red carpet when they had the season premiere in America. And they were all talking about how basically the writers have taken that on board. And they're going to incorporate it into the episodes. In every episode, they've made a point to be like, oh, you don't drive, well, you don't even have an apartment. Like, they're basically addressing the elephant in the room. But I feel like for me, it's making it worse, because why are you really doing this? You keep talking about wanting to get his mum and his sister back, but then witness protection, they're all right. You don't have to worry about them. None of it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get what the bigger picture is.
Yeah, I don't get it.
To be honest, I don't.
I like the fact that he could speak Italian. I said that you're ghosted that day. Your dad working hard, putting your nice private schools while you can speak Italian to get an alibi for the murder you just committed.
Yeah.
Do you believe him yet, though?
Tariq.
Yeah.
No. What do you mean believe him? That he's ghost reincarnated?
No, I don't believe him yet. Do you know what's mad? Do you know who ruined it?
Because even when he killed the guy...
It's Taser.
Huh?
I believed it, until Taser said recently that what is Tariq doing all of this for? And since then, I just can't look at him the same. Because really and truly, I don't believe him. I don't believe the gangster. I just don't believe it.
But he's not a gangster.
But he acts like he wants to be a gangster. Like, he acts like he's like, oh, I've got to take this out. I'm heading out. Like, oh, boy, do some homework.
Let me be honest. Do you know why I don't?
Killing his, like,
let me say why I don't believe it. Because when I look at my zaddy,
it's
Woody McCain.
Woody.
When I look at him,
it's no longer you.
I'm buying it. You know what I mean? Like, signs
like
delivered.
This is it. Like
that. Do you know what I mean? All of that, right? Whereas With Tariq, I'm not. Yeah, Tariq, I'm not.
Tariq, I'm not believing it.
I'm
That's
not
why I said,
believing it at
like, I feel like Woody is the only guy who's been cast properly.
Yeah, that it makes sense.
Because I actually believe
even
the fact
Mary
that he's
J
gangster
can't
the way he
act.
is.
I'm not believing. Do you know who though?
Yeah, Mary J can't act for shit. Oh, do you want the iPad one? Take this one.
But do you know who I'm actually obsessed with? Is her name Norma? The British black woman with the short hair.
Oh, yes. But we haven't seen her. We've only seen her once.
I know, but even that one time I saw her,
Yeah.
I fancied her.
Do you know what someone said?
She's hot. Two,
She's stunning.
She is she's
She's
even
boss babe. Yes.
She doesn't do much.
She's boss babe.
What does she call? What's Thingy's name? Mecca. She was like, he was my second. Like, she's so bossy.
Do you know what
with
someone
it.
said though? So obviously, because again, I'm a binge watcher, so watching this weekly, honestly, is killing me. Like, it's killing me. So I do like a lot of reading after the episode or whatever. And basically, someone was saying how like with her, it's so easy to believe that she's the one in charge because we don't see her. We don't have access to her. Lorenzo, Mary J. Blige, we see them every other scene.
And
like, that shows how elite she is.
We see them not in a bad way, but we see them not struggling, but like
no, they're struggling. They're down bad.
They are.
Mary is down bad. Like, and she just can't act for
Plot
shit.
twist. I didn't know. Okay, did you notice how they remember in the previous season how Method Man's brother was Redman?
Yeah.
So obviously this time it's not. They cast somebody else. I was like, oh okay. Yeah, it was actually Redman.
But it's funny because
season before.
I feel like up until last week's episode, I still thought it was Redman.
So did I. Until I saw this random guy, and I was like, they've clearly changed the person. But you know what?
How about that guy who's lipsing up that sweet one?
Okay.
The TA.
I don't believe him.
I don't believe
he's not supposed to be there. He's
Do you
not
know what
supposed to be
someone
there.
said? They said they think he's undercover, you know?
Yeah.
And I believe it. Because why are you Googling someone's dad? He didn't say I Googled a family. He said I Googled your dad.
Yeah.
But he
doesn't look
healthy.
well.
He doesn't look like a healthy guy. He looks like he's dying.
Yeah,
But
but I think that's how he looks naturally.
Do you know what kills me? Yeah. When Kane was
so
like, what did
uncute.
Kane say to him? Who's this
He's like,
Hotep? He was like, who's this Hotep? He's like,
Hotep.
He's like,
Holy
Salim.
Hotep.
Like the name.
He's like, Salim,
and
brother.
everything killed me.
He said that would sound like a real name, brother.
No. But did you not, you know how before Thingy said she's got a CI? Do you not maybe think it might be him?
Again, that's why
Because
the
I did
whole
think it was
thing.
Lauren, but then remember she said she has someone on the ground. Like Lauren's a witness protection, so it can't
Me
be
and
Lauren.
you are here. This is what I said last week. I said,
so I was thinking it can't be Lauren. First I thought it was Lauren, but it can't
especially
be Lauren.
because I said that's exactly what I said, because she said I've got someone on the ground. He's in the mix.
Literally.
Lauren is not in the mix, and plus she's still holding on to the identity that Lauren's dead. Remember when her two partners tried to be like, oh, let's look into murder. She's like, no, like she's dead. It was a car accident. I don't trust that guy. I really believe he's something more than what he's saying.
Like he's too. I'm not buying it either.
He's just too weird and shady, and he's just weak. But next to Woody McCain, you can.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't look like he should be paired up with that girl anyway.
No, she's too.
I don't believe
he's
anything
punching.
they're doing.
She's gonna be the sellout, you know.
Why does everyone say she gets on their nerves? I really like Diana, man.
I don't believe her acting either. I don't believe anybody.
I think she's just there to look pretty and dress pretty.
No, but do you know what? She always acts like she. I feel like in
Her
her mind
family
she's
do
more
her,
than she is.
No, but her family do her dirty, man. I don't like how they treat her.
I feel like she needs to play her position. I feel like life would be easier if she just played her position. But she never tries to play her position. This is why she keeps getting humbled. And I don't like watching her get humbled, because I'm like, you rightly being humbled. If she just humbled herself, we wouldn't need to do all of this.
Yeah, but when you say humbled herself, as in how? Because remember, this is the same girl that wanted to go to college. She wanted to do all of that stuff before.
Yeah, but remember,
her mum didn't allow her to, and her mum kept saying to her, no, you're meant to be part of the family business. Like, her mum was making her work, and that's not what she wanted. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, I feel like she's always been conflicted.
But remember, we met her as a snitch, though, where her mum was doing things and she would go to her dad and say, this is what mum's doing, this is what mum's doing. So she's like that younger sibling that just, you're tattletale. I can't take you seriously.
It's because she's the daddy's girl.
Yeah, and I just...
And her mum, and you can, no, but I also think it's also because, one, she's the daddy's girl, and two, you can tell that their mum's not affectionate.
Yeah, and I feel like her mum knows, I feel like her mum's jealous of her as well. Like, jealous of the fact that she's got Lorenzo's heart.
Yeah.
And more than the mum does. But I mean, she's out here sleeping with everybody. The police officer that got killed.
Oh yeah.
Remember, she was having a whole affair with him.
Yeah. Is it Rodriguez?
Yeah. No, that's the Ramirez.
Ramirez.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's still not it's not exciting to me. Like, I don't look at the trailer for the next episode and be like, oh, I can't wait to watch this.
I'm enjoying it though, because I guess maybe there's nothing else to watch, to be fair.
Yeah.
Margs, did you watch the first episode of The Night Of?
No.
Okay.
I didn't watch anything. I didn't even watch no football this weekend.
Oh,
how come?
It's been busy.
We'll get back. We'll go into the reaction.
Short reaction time then, I guess.
No, you could just tell me what happened. If you
Look
don't
at
watch it.
God did.
Yeah, I haven't watched a lick of football. Like, literally, not a ball being kicked. Anyone?
So how was your weekend?
Great.
You know, expound.
He was living in the moment.
Nope.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Must have been a good weekend.
It was extremely good.
Good.
Love that. Love that feeling.
All right.
Damn, all this time.
Was that the intro?
Yeah, bro.
Thank you,
Let's
man.
get into our first headlines, I
Get to
guess.
first headlines.
All right, so our first headline. Guess who's back in the news?
Suella Braverman.
BJ.
That's Suella Braverman.
Oh, is it?
It's just because I
Yeah.
saw it.
I didn't even know. Look at my iPad.
That's what Yusuf would do. That literally is what something that Yusuf would do.
What?
And then he would say it and act like he
Oh yeah, he knew. Oh yeah,
knew
yeah.
it.
Well, Suella Braverman has insisted that Rwanda is a safe country for migrants.
Why is she not there then? Silly girl.
Despite evidence that, sugar warning here, that 12 Congolese refugees were shot dead by police there in 2018. When asked on BBC One's Sunday with Laura Kusenberg programme about the shootings, the Home Secretary said she was not familiar with the case. The government plans to send some migrants to Rwanda if they arrive in the UK through illegal routes. The High Court has found Rwanda to be safe, Ms. Braverman said, but she acknowledged the plans were still facing a legal challenge. She also refused to commit to a date for achieving the government's goal of stopping small boats crossing the channel. And it was notable that Ms. Braverman would not repeat her previously stated hope of getting legal immigration under 100,000 a year, not least because there's tension in the cabinet over what is realistic. Under the government's proposals, people who arrive in the UK through illegal routes could be sent to Rwanda on a one-way ticket to claim asylum there. In December, the High Court ruled the plan was legal, but the decision is going through an appeals process. Next headline, two of the British men being held by the Taliban in Afghanistan have spoken to their families. Presidium Network, which is a humanitarian group representing them, said that Kevin Cornell, who's 53, and another unnamed man was able to speak freely and that the calls had brought a great relief. A third man named Miles Routledge, who's 23, but not being represented by the group, is also being held. The government has said it is in negotiations over the men. Presidium, a UK-based non-profit organisation that supports people in crisis, said the two men were able to speak for 1 minute to 1 minute and a half and described the calls as a sign of tremendous progress in the situation. Referring specifically to Mr. Cornwell, it said that the relief Kevin's family expressed after hearing his voice for the first time in 3 months, not knowing if he was well, brought a great sense of peace and gave them hope that this situation will be resolved soon. Mr. Cornwell is a paramedic from Middlesbrough who works for a charity, and the unnamed man was detained on the 11th of January. And the last headline, remember Finland's Prime Minister? Well, she's been defeated by one of her rivals, basically.
As well as men.
Yep.
Don't you think she was like the character from... did you ever watch That's a Raven?
Yep.
Her teacher. And I feel like they've got the kind of same name anyway. But then she looks like character out of Ratatouille as well. It's crazy.
So the Finnish Conservative leader, Petteri Orpo, has won a nail-biting three-way election race, defeating the Prime Minister, Sanna Marin's centre-left. We got the biggest mandate, said the leader of the National Coalition Party, after a dramatic night in which the result gradually swung away from Miss Marin's Social Democrats. Mr. Orpo secured 20.8% of the vote, ahead of the right-wing populist Finns Party and the centre-left. The populists won a record 20.1%. It was a bitter defeat for Miss Marin, who increased her party's seats and secured 19.9% of the vote. She continues to enjoy high poll ratings and has been widely praised for steering Finland towards imminent entry into NATO and navigating her country through the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into what you're saying. It's just so big, like it intimidates me.
Yeah, you ain't tried them?
Yeah. Because it's too big.
Yeah, I might have to quit, you know.
Oh, serious? What happened?
Can't do that.
Why? Why?
No, nothing.
It's too big.
So can't you cut them in half?
Oh, because then that means you've got 4 pieces you've got to take.
A 4 pieces could probably work though.
4 pieces, cut in half.
I'm good time for that.
I'm not a tablet person, but if they're really big, I have to cut them.
Right then.
What are you saying, please?
Yes. Anyway, so today's question, is based on.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are we talking to?
That's why you mean. So you're a dickhead. So you can talk. You know, it's all like, you know you're actually the hype would have got you out of here.
Impossible. The bite that had to feed me.
Okay. Gonna ask somebody.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Well, this what you saying topic of the day again. This might be a short one. We're kind of maybe treading into the conspiracy theory territory. But tell me what you guys think, because this was something that was reported over the news in New York, also here as well as in the New York Post, and basically it is a report that parents were shocked over sexualized Teletubbies footage. Yeah. So I'm gonna get Brent to put it up in a minute. Yeah.
But it's been shocking, though. You know the whole vacuum thing.
What vacuum thing?
You know when there was a
You
whole
seen the vacuum that sucks them off in it?
yeah.
No.
It's a blowjob.
What?
No.
Teletubbies.
I
It
think
sucks them off. I
Yeah.
think there's something else like eats their bum or something.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
It's
the
been-
Teletubbies have been.
It's been
Really? I didn't really watch
It's been what's it
Teletubbies,
called?
though.
Yeah, they've been
R-rated.
progressive, man.
It's like Tinky Winky. One of them's
very
definitely chitch.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Some of them, what? One of them's what?
No.
they've been getting blowjobs from day. Cut long story short.
I think I just clocked what you
Yeah.
But the thing is, this whole vacuum sucking them off and stuff, is that us projecting
No, it's
onto
not.
them?
No, it's not. There's
not
a whole
really.
bunch of oh my gosh. Ecstasy.
Yeah, but if you do that to your hand there with the thing,
I ain't doing. Oh my gosh. Sorry, let's carry this is Monday morning. Let's carry on.
So basically, what talking days done? Innit?
You said to get the day is done. I want to see the
No,
video.
I'm joking. Basically, yeah.
Oh,
Ben,
yeah.
Put up the video, please. It's on. It's a TikTok link. But basically, the question is, because again, this is resurfaced. It's in the news again, right? And basically, the question is, do you feel like Teletubbies? Okay, granted, Teletubbies, but the other cartoon, children's type networks,
very, very big blow. One,
Oh, this is it. He blows it all the way and it rolls out and tickles that one bum.
three, blow.
No, this is so cute.
You don't think that's
actually
innocent?
cute. That's innocent.
You don't think that's innocent?
Okay,
It's
cool.
I
innocent,
think
man.
that's innocent.
It's just human adult mind sexualizing that. That's
This
cute.
is what I'm trying to
I
say.
thought that was innocent. I was expecting to
like a
see
chicken feet.
something worse.
Yeah.
Well,
It's meant
because
to
of
be
this.
silly, right?
Yeah, it's meant to be silly, and that was silly.
Well, it's because of this particular video, that's I guess put them back in the news. So this is basically my question: is it us kind of projecting our thing onto the kids, or do you feel like some of these companies, these these producers of content, I guess, are actually trying to put some sexual images and messages in there for the children?
I think I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and say no, like it's absurd, because humans are mad. Do you get what I mean? And I definitely think there is an agenda out there. So in some cases, yes. In this one, I don't think so, because it did come across quite innocent. Do you get what I mean? And I think that is an adult. Like if I saw that normally, without us having this conversation, I wouldn't look at that and think, this is sexualizing or whatever. But I'm pretty sure there's other cartoons or other things that have come out where it's just like, okay, this is blatantly like mad. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like look at that book that we were talking about the other day in the library with the kids.
That was ridiculous.
That's not a children's book.
That was
this is
highly
this is
sexual.
an agenda, like you're taking the mic.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I do think with TV and media, there is always subtle messages behind things. Like it's always there. When you watch things from an adult eyes, it's wild. So I do believe there's subtle things. I don't believe it's like just that. But I think if the audience that's receiving it it's innocent for them. I don't see how many kids are going to be going around trying to tickle people's bums on the playground now on account of Teletubbies. Do you get what I mean?
Well, bare kids will.
No, then teach them consent now.
No, if they think that's funny, if you're watching them, you're showing them kind of thing, and they think that's funny, then you can imitate them kind of things.
Well, they teach them consent and in the same breath. So
maybe I can't agree with that. There won't be kids doing it because they see it, and even if it's in a
but it won't
harmless,
be in a sexual way.
Yeah, not in a sexual way. I'm not saying it's a
that's
sexual
what I mean.
way.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is the way the adult mind of that was a sexual act. Kids are not gonna, if kids do replay that, it's not going to be a sexual act for them. It's going to just be them. You tickle your friend and you run away. It's going to be that same level of innocence. So this is what I'm saying about. I don't think things like the subtle things in shows or whatever result in what we as adults project or assume is going to result in. We just know better because obviously we're older. But I don't think kids' brains are going to receive it the same way we've interpreted it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll sexualize it.
No.
But then there'll still be adults that don't want that would see your kids doing that and don't want you to doing that foolishness. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, stop that foolishness. Stop your foolishness. You get me? And not even and obviously it's innocent because they don't know. You get what I'm trying to say? But there will still be parents that will be on some. What are you doing? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So, like, you know, the other things that you guys mentioned here about the vacuum cleaner and all that type of stuff, yeah? Do you feel like that is purposefully put in there to, I guess, send some sexual messages to the kids?
I don't know if it's a sexual message to the kids. I don't know why they do it, but they do it on purpose.
Okay.
It's adults that write it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when people watch these things, they see the same things that we see. So I don't know what the aim is. I don't know if they just think it's funny, light-hearted comedies. I don't know what it is, but it's done on purpose. It's not accident. Anything that you see that looks like that's the way it got written. You get me? So I don't know what their aim is.
Like, maybe this is going into like more conspiracy territory, yeah. But do you feel as though some of these people who create these type of programs are kind of in cahoots with government agencies, maybe to kind of, I guess, make it easier for them to change the curriculum? So like you were saying before about the whole book that kids are reading now, or at least they want to introduce to the kids, yeah. Do you feel like this is the step before that to make it easier? So it's not like a big leap for these children, but it's easier to take in? Or do you feel like this is just coincidence?
I don't think any kids will make any connection between Teletubbies and that book.
Yeah, they're kids.
Maybe not consciously, but do you feel like, because look at the language as well. Like there was another video I saw. Yeah, I'm definitely paraphrasing here. Yeah, but this was from Aladdin. Yeah, and somebody pointed out something about how good teens take off their clothes or something like this. So like it's one of the songs or something, right? Good teens take off their clothes. So little things like that. Yeah. Do you feel like that is actually doing something to the psyche of these kids?
I don't think so, because there's things that I watched as a kid that when I watch it now or when I see clips from them now, I'm like, that's wild. But as a kid, it never really, obviously I'm a different person. I don't know if it has the same effects on everyone. But these things don't stick in your head. Do you get what I mean? How many teens took their clothes off as a result of Aladdin song?
But you don't know if it's because of Aladdin.
I do think if it's come from every area, to be fair, I think over time it will. And I think that's what they tend to do. If it comes from all angles, if you're hitting kids from all angles, then over time it will influence and stuff. But I don't think with these shows and stuff, they're in cahoots with the government. Okay. I just feel like the government and the people and some people that do these shows, they all have the same dirty, corrupt minds anyway. Like I told you guys about the whole Nickelodeon stuff. Dan Schneider. And now when the script he was writing for the kids to act out and stuff was about his fetishes. All that feet play in iCarly was because he's got a feet fetish with little kids and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So they do that. I feel like they do that on their own accord because they're weirdos like that. But I don't know. It's a bit tricky.
Do you feel like maybe? I mean, this could be definitely harsh, yeah. But do you feel like people, men or women, adults that make these type of programs, there might be some weirdness going on?
Some capacity with them?
Yeah. Because like you said,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, sometimes
like,
it is.
To be able to...
I'm sorry, but
you know
if you are able to knowingly put something to do with like sex or whatever around kids, yeah, you're not all there. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't think you're all there, and you're probably doing stuff that we don't know about.
Yeah, it's probably all shaky, man.
Yeah.
I think it is. They probably just leave bare little funny Easter eggs in there for their little communities and just watch all this crap and see things that man don't really see and all that. Because like I said, some of the stuff that they do, again, from a kid's eyes, they're going to be looking at it and probably not sexualized or anything. It's going to be innocent, but it wasn't a kid that wrote it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It was an adult. So again, what's the need? What's the need for it?
Exactly. Do you feel like kids should be? In fact, do you feel like kids are involved in some of this, in some of the creative process?
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No.
So like
Or like a focus group.
Yeah, and trying to see because I mean to some degree,
I guess seeing how they respond or react and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, and also, like I said, obviously, if this is subconscious, where we are today, the way we kind of communicate, the way our relationships, like with the opposite sex and stuff like this, is obviously different to our parent generation, right? Do you put that down to where our parents were brought up, or do you feel like some of this is because of some of the stuff that we're seeing? Because like I said before, obviously we spent a certain amount of hours in school, right, being taught by teachers or whatever. Then a certain amount of time, people are watching and consuming media. It's been like this for like 20, 30 years, right? The way we take in information, the way we obviously relate to each other, is this because of what we're seeing? Does this play a big role, all of the stuff that we're seeing on TV?
I believe so.
So, okay, do you think you can point to something when you was a kid that you think, wait a minute, I'm doing this, like, this is not strange because of the stuff I was seeing? If that makes sense.
Not off the top of my head, no. I'd have to think about it.
Sorry, ask that question again?
So, like, do you feel like there's certain things that you feel like, you know what, wait a minute, this, like what I'm doing today or what I went through or how I perceive the world, this isn't really that strange given the amount of things I was exposed to on TV via cartoons and via things that were meant to be for kids?
Oh, no, I don't think so. It don't affect me. I don't even remember watching kids' TV.
But, okay, all right, but watch this, yeah. You know how they say certain things that, like, if you're, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, there's certain things that we take in from our parents, So maybe certain arguments or maybe the good times or whatever it may be, the environment in your household, that you may not even be able to pinpoint, right? Do you not feel like that same thing could be occurring with cartoons?
Probably, yeah, because I guess with me, when you said that, most of the things that I was thinking about was like upbringing, environment and stuff, not so much TV. But again, it's still similar in terms of what you're exposed to and what you take in, do you get what I mean? So I can't see it not overlapping.
What do you think, Brett? Do you feel like there's been an effect on the way you see the world, based on what you used to watch when you was a kid?
In the manner in which it is, like Teletubbies was
not necessarily Teletubbies. It could be anything. Yeah, because my thing is, if you can see it in those things, right? Could it not have been present also in stuff like what Teletubbies is doing, and maybe some of the Disney movies?
I don't know. When I used to watch TV back in the day, there weren't things like political correctness and stuff in it. So I guess now that everything's changing, for some people it's hard to adjust because of how they were conditioned. I don't know.
What do you mean hard for them to adjust in what way?
To basically undo or unlearn all the stuff that they saw and heard. I mean, comedy was completely different back then.
Okay.
And that's the majority of the stuff that I used to watch, innit?
Okay.
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat said my idea of relationships was based on cartoons, I believe. Yes. Someone also said yes, not cartoons, but WWF made me fight a lot as a kid. So I feel like there's definitely a link to certain things that we consumed as kids, right? That's definitely shaped the way we view the world, innit? But I don't think it's very easy for us to kind of put our fingers on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say, all right, Gina, when you was 10 years old, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A singer.
Okay. Could you sing?
No, I just liked to perform.
Why was that?
I don't know, it just looks really fun.
Was it something that you saw at church maybe or something you saw on TV?
TV.
What about you, Marks? What did you want to be when you was 10?
None. Nothing.
Serious?
I've never known what I wanted to do or what I wanted to think all through school and all that shit. Never had no real thoughts about it. didn't really think of anything tangible until I came out of school. I started making music and that, and people was saying like, "Oh yeah, you're alright." Then I thought, okay, maybe I'll try that.
So, like, how did you get into music? Was it more so like you listened to music and thought, you know what, I can do this, or was it more so like, something else?
Yeah, just fooling around, grime and that, just fooling around. At the time, it was just popular, innit? And then just transitioning into hip hop because someone suggested it. Just random shit.
What did you want to be when you were 10?
I think either footballer or I'm trying to think if I wanted to be a doctor, you know. I think a doctor came a bit later. Yeah, was out of those two.
So what did you watch that made you want to be a doctor?
I think the doctor thing came a bit later though, if I'm remembering
watch?
correctly.
Football-wise?
Just watching football, I guess. And I guess like playing football obviously at school, in my state, all that type of stuff, innit? That's all I kind of cared about type thing. You know what I mean? The doctor thing, I think that came afterwards because actually when I was in Ghana, when one of my teachers got me more interested in like science and stuff like that, innit? Obviously in Ghana, I ain't watching no TV. Obviously not to say there's no TVs in Ghana.
Yeah, I guess rephrase that.
But in boarding school, you ain't watching TV. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of where it switched. Because I wasn't really that interested in science in primary school. It was more so like in secondary school.
Okay.
That's when the switch came.
Did you have a rough time in boarding school?
Rough time? No, I don't think I had a rough time.
Did they see you as the foreigner?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Did you keep
100%.
to yourself?
Not really. You can't really keep to yourself like that, you know.
Who's your best friend?
Well, when I was there?
Yeah. You'll still keep in touch?
No.
He's struggling to remember his name because they don't keep in touch.
It was a long time ago, man. But
Not a long time ago, those days.
yeah, you can't really keep to yourself like that. Not that you can't, but you're always kind of doing something with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you got your day mapped out for you.
Yeah. And the dorms, how many people was in your dorm? Was it in your boarding school?
Yeah. Best time ever. So my room there's 4 of us in my room. No, 6 actually. It's a massive room. It was like double beds.
Okay. There's only 6?
Yeah.
Mine, I think there might have been about 20.
But that's my room though. So basically it was imagine like a apartment. So imagine like a townhouse basically. But then you got like different rooms. Do you get me? So when we come out, there's someone else.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. But in my room, there was 6 of us.
Yeah, in my block, there was like, I think 10 different rooms.
Okay.
And there was like 20 of us in each one.
In each room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
It was like 20, yeah.
Because even our room, I remember our room, I don't even know we ever had all 6 of us at the same time, you know? But yeah, boarding was lit, man. I had so much fun.
Some good experiences, man. Like some, funny thing, yeah. The other day, yeah, I don't even know why I'm mentioning this story, yeah, but it's not related to anything.
I see the glee on Brent's face.
Yeah, it might be better than the topic of the day, so let's go.
Might be what?
Serious.
Better than the topic of the day, so let's go.
Do you know what it is, yeah? You know, like Jamaican, like, what's it called? Bun, yeah?
Spice bun.
Yeah, spice bun. So obviously I used to, like, get some Dulce marking it, like, every time, right? So when I'm going to Ghana now, I'm thinking, I definitely want to take some with me. So I've got some.
Bread to Ghana.
Huh?
Sorry, go on.
I'm like, yeah. But the thing is, like you're saying, yeah, obviously there's certain times where people are not in the dormitories and stuff, but there's always certain times where someone's always there.
Yep.
These times I didn't want to share.
Oh, listen.
Exactly.
That was difficult.
I've not wanted to share. So I'm waiting for a perfect time when no one's in.
Because people can beg. Gosh. Sorry, I feel you.
So you felt that same vibe even though you guys were in different countries?
It's Africans. Africans love to beg. Africans back home love to beg.
Oh, okay.
It's too much.
But
Anything.
all right. I mean, I thought that when it is that we saw them videos on TV.
No, don't do that. You would not do that.
saying
You
if
would not
you're
do that.
saying
You
it-
would not do that. You would not do that.
No?
Well, that's not you're not going to
Bun?
do that. E-man, carry on with the story, please.
Thank you very much.
You're moving racist over there. Hell?
So again, like I'm trying to find the perfect time here. And obviously, I feel like I need to,
like a little
to set the
operation.
scene, innit?
We love
Yeah.
it.
you
Please,
know-
it's better than...
Well, we heard you the first time.
Anyway,
man.
yeah.
Did you say word and road that time? You said word and road.
No.
You did.
Your bonnet.
Sorry,
heard
man,
you.
you're good.
Anyway, so
I want spice bun. though.
obviously I need to kind of set the scene in there, but obviously Esther would know. Yeah, you got your trunk in it. Mm-hmm. All right, so I've got my trunk now. It's got all my provisions and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Right. So again, I'm sitting on my bed. Yeah. Every now and again, look
You
up.
peep around like a meerkat.
Exactly like that. Yeah. But I'm never finding the time.
Yep.
Trust me. Yeah. Maybe a couple weeks have gone by.
No.
I'm telling you, I found the perfect time.
It's off.
Shit is
It's
moldy.
off. Mold
I'll be
all over.
fuming, you know.
Depression.
I'll be-
I was depressed.
Why did it take so long though? Like, so what?
Because
There's
when I
just,
tell you, it's just
This-
hard.
yes, and there's always someone around. Always someone around.
And when they're
but
around,
if it's one person, at least sharing with one person is better than sharing with
no,
10.
because word spreads, especially in boarding school. So basically, in boarding school, yeah, if you got like snacks and treats or whatever, the word gets around. So I might give it to you in confidence, but obviously, and it's stupid because when you think about it, yeah, if I give something to you in confidence, this means that this could be our thing. We could just share this.
Exactly.
If you go and spread the word, obviously I'm going to have less for you. But somehow people go and spread the word.
Yeah.
Now you're known. He would have been known as the bad man. This is what I mean. So it's so hard. It's difficult.
And the thing is, I learned my lesson.
Oh.
Again, a bit more context, yeah. This is my second year in boarding school now. So I've moved to a different block as well. So I'm there with some of the olders as well, right?
Oh, and that's pressure.
Exactly.
That's worse.
So the
You
first
with oldest.
exactly.
That's worse.
So the first year I was in a block where in my year I was like one of the oldest, right?
Oh, yeah.
But still, it was my first year. I wanted to share type thing, this and third. And I must did that with some shit hot again that I bought from Dorset Market, right? So
This is what I don't understand.
You're a phony.
Why would you go and buy shit off from Dorset Market when you're in Ghana?
no, do you know what it
Explain
was?
that one.
Because
You know
sometimes
what?
you get shipped up right from the airplane, from the airport, straight to boarding school. You ain't got time to shop around.
I think it was pretty much like that.
Yeah.
You
You
really?
ain't got time to
wasn't-
shop
I
around.
wasn't
Because
really going
shit
to-
in Ghana is going to be better than shit over here.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
You
Like,
say that, right?
Is it?
You say that, yeah, and it probably is true. But the people I was eating with, yeah, was like, yo, this is nice. You know
Is
what I'm saying?
it?
It's from abroad.
Yeah.
It's nicer.
Yeah,
That's
there you
probably
go.
That
why.
mentality.
maybe.
But I'm
maybe.
just saying, obviously, there's so many different places to get it from. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
of
in the
course,
country where it's
yeah.
made, so I'm just so,
So it is, I think
That's true.
so intrigued.
I'm not sure about you yet, but I would like when I was like here, when it's time to go back to school, like I'm going back, like in time to go back to school. Do you mean there's no days in between? So say I'm back in Nigeria like on a Sunday, like Sunday morning or whatever.
School's
it's
on-
because school's on Monday. If I'm back on a Saturday, it's because on Sunday no, actually no, because boarding school you get dropped on Sundays. So do you get me? Like it's like I'm getting my head done or whatever, and then I'm going straight to boarding school. So you never
Oh,
really
you
have
didn't
to
know what
shop
shit
around.
is?
Well, you wasn't. Maybe
Me,
there.
I know what shit is.
You know what it is.
Yeah, but
It's lovely.
Is it?
you
I know
know
it is.
racism?
No, I know it. No, I know it is. But I'm just speaking to the.
It's lovely.
Oh, the racist man over
Yeah.
there.
What? Is that enough for work, man? Not at all.
That's so.
The first time I tasted it
this
was
picture
is
really
Marin
interesting, though.
Marin gave it to me, and he,
Is it?
you
It's from
put it in
Dustin
a
or Ghana.
sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
A sandwich.
But can I be
Oh,
honest?
wow. A
Yeah.
sandwich,
Have
is
it,
it
have
bread?
it, have it with a gege bread.
Oh, but
Or
it's like
sweet
it's like
bread.
stew in it. It's like bread and stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But I would put it in,
First of all,
make a
he's not
sandwich.
your-
of
not
it as well,
your-
like
No,
when
but
I
you
was in
can.
school.
You can
Yeah.
like
Banging.
you
Oh
can
my
put it in a
goodness.
sandwich.
Bloody
Yeah.
As in like, what else is in the sandwich?
Chicken.
Yeah, something else.
That was slap there.
Well, what's in that shit?
Shito.
So,
Same
Shito.
shit.
So basically, it's like dried.
you
It's
just
dried
never
prawns.
accept a correction.
Huh?
It's like a spice, yeah, but it's made. There's two ways to make it, but the common one is they use like dried prawns. They literally just fry it. till
Oh,
it
so it's
becomes-
prawns?
Yeah,
I
so it's
just get
like
what he did.
Dried
Spicy.
prawns. It's like spicy dried prawns, and then they like fry it. It becomes like a sauce. But that doesn't. That's not really what
That,
it
that
looks
looks
like.
the
Yeah,
um,
that looks
That's that
different.
picture's not
Yeah.
that's like the
authentic.
sauce you have like fried yam and grilled fish
Yeah,
with.
It says
Yes,
shrimp,
yes.
Banging.
but do you know what it is?
anchovies,
There's different.
cayenne
There's
pepper,
Anchovies?
onions, ginger root, a cube of Maggi, canola oil, pinch of salt, tomato paste. And
my mum does not put all of that in there, but
Habanero.
Yeah,
something.
Mountain doesn't.
It
but
sounds-
she just takes hours to cook. You know,
Yeah.
like hours, and it will stink up your whole house. Oh,
Yes. Anyway, so the first year, yeah, I had my shit taught. That thing was gone in a session, right? Obviously, I'm sharing it.
that
So-
is annoying to share.
Listen,
so
so
I
you're
was
never
like,
just sharing
"Nev-
one
not
person.
again."
It's so annoying.
Exactly. So the second year, again, like I'm saying, yeah, I've got
All
my,
right, Bren. Do you want me to
Alright.
bring you some back? I don't know though, man, because I'm not gonna
Don't
lie.
start and then pull it away.
Do you know what it is? That
No,
spilling
I
in
like
my
that.
suitcase is.
You know, you come back and you spend like Ghana, you can't have that.
No, it's not even that. It's just if it spills, it's a
Yeah,
long day
we'll
for
ruin
everybody.
everything.
Everybody.
Ruin everything.
Yeah,
Send them the invoice.
to be fair, I'll see. But it is better over there though. I
Clean
actually
format,
don't like. I actually don't like shit over here.
What was it?
No, Like even when my mum will bring back or like it's better over there.
Do they sell it in jars?
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's not jar. It's like plastic. It's like in like a plastic.
If you clean film it like a lot of
glass,
times,
you're gonna have to clean film it and then duct tape.
Okay.
Around the seal. That's how my mum does it.
Okay, well, if you got time, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, I learned from my lesson in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to find the perfect time in it because like to this day,
It's
the
still
bond thing, I still need to.
bond.
I enjoy that.
PTSD.
Right. So anyway, gone to get it, mold all over.
Do you ever talk about food and you can start smelling it? I'm smelling shit right now.
I'm dead.
Sorry, carry on.
So I've gone to it now. I've just done this. It's just
Moldy. I'll be fuming. I'll be so
completely
angry.
covered.
I'll be so angry.
I was upset, man. I'm not that type of person who gets upset.
And then no one knows why you're upset as well because you can't really tell them I was trying to be selfish.
So now I've just walked out of the dormitory, my head is down, just walking, just swinging this thing, going down the stairs. And as I'm about to exit the block, one of the aunties that's basically supervised the block, it's like, well, she calls me by my surname, innit? And then she calls me, I'm like, yes, auntie. Oh, what's going on?
Why so down?
Oh, I don't do the accent, right? But anyway.
No, you racist.
So then I'm like, oh, you know what? My thing is thingy. Explain it to her. She's like, oh, don't worry. Just can I have it? It's like, what?
No, because I'll be honest with you. Why can you have it? Like, what are you gonna do to it to make it edible? Bring me in.
I just thought it was done though. Anyway,
Yeah.
right? Gave it to her. I've gone about my business.
She made hooch.
Okay, what?
Hooch.
What's hooch?
Alcohol. What are you going to do with the fermented bread and all that? What else is she going to do with it? She's going to make hooch. She never told you, but she definitely made hooch.
Maybe
She will scrape it off.
That's basically what happened. So I've gone about my business. I've come back now, and I'm smelling the smell that I
Fresh bread.
wanted
She would have put it in the oven as well.
She probably cleaned it.
Shaved it.
Yep.
Chopped nice. That's the aroma was coming out of the room. I was like, what's going on there? She's like, oh yeah, just I was like, what? So I've been depressed for no reason.
You could have done that.
Enjoyed everything.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much.
Did you get to have any?
I didn't have any.
I wouldn't eat it. Because I know what it looked like.
Yeah, true.
Is it really green?
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
It was bad, yeah.
Yeah, I can't be cutting mold off and trying to use the rest of it. That's not really my story.
That struggle.
Hey, but yeah, boarding school was something else, man.
What did you bring back that was valuable?
What do you mean?
Character-wise? Like, what did you learn that you brought back that changed you? Why were you sitting there in the first place?
Just different scenery, I think.
I don't think were you sent for bad? I don't think everyone gets sent to boarding school in Ghana because they're bad.
Tell the
though.
truth. Why were you sent?
Oh, why were you? Oh, were you sent there because you were bad?
No, I wouldn't say I was bad.
I got threatened. I did get threatened to go to boarding school though, but I already had a plan anyway, so it was never going to happen.
What was the plan?
All right, cool. So obviously my dad was like, "You're going to school," and I was like, "This nigga thinks I'm even making it to the airport." As soon as we hit a traffic light, I'm jumping out the car. No, literally. Or I'm gonna jump out the car at a traffic light, or when we get to the airport, I'm not getting on the plane. You're gonna leave me there, right? And then go because you're not gonna be able to come. I'm not getting on the plane. I'm going to miss that. I'm not gonna get on the plane.
Right.
Then you're gonna have to come in. I'm probably gonna get licks, but it's fine because I'm not going to Ghana. And then what? I was never getting on that plane. Like, I thought you've met your match because you're going to waste your money on that flight ticket because I am not going to. I thought impossible. Me, never.
I think with me, my mum kind of did it in stages, innit? So I think 2 years before, like we went back home, innit? So we went to Nigeria and Ghana, and she kind of like did the whole Inception thing, innit? Like if you were to come here, what would you prefer? And I was like, I would prefer to be in Ghana, right? Because obviously, like Ghana just seemed less hectic. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria was just too much, right? And then obviously a couple years later now, I found myself going to Ghana. But at least, it wasn't Nigeria, innit? But yeah.
No, Nigeria was fun, man. You should have come to Nigeria.
Yeah. To be fair, looking back, I
was in boarding school because I was spoiled. Because the principal of my school put a word in my grandma's ear talking about, she has a lot of privileges.
Oh, is it?
I thought she was such a snake for that. I was like, why would you do that? But I went there, had a great time, so jokes on her. Yeah, she was like, I don't know why she did that. She was like, my grandma came to pick me up one time. She was like, oh, let me talk to you. She was like, yeah, I think it would really, really help her. Like, and I was like, why would you do that? There was actually no reason other than I just think it would, like, she's sheltered and spoilt, so I think this would be a good thing. But I just basically went there and just lived with my friends, so it was
alright.
a great time.
I don't know how I would have survived in boarding school, you know.
You'll adapt. You'll adapt.
I don't know. I think
Very
a
quickly.
part of me is like, would I have got into loads of fights and stuff?
No,
I
it's
think
not
I
like
would
that,
have.
you know.
Really?
Well, not for me anyway. But no, it's not really because it's like you're living with your friends.
I didn't really make friends easy when I was young, though.
No, but it's like your school friends though, because my school, like a lot of my friends were in boarding school anyway.
Okay, so you need them
So-
before.
Oh, yeah,
before.
so, yeah, I mean,
So
so yeah.
that's different. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, imagine coming from, like, if they took me when they said they were gonna take me
Yeah.
at 15, it
Yeah.
would have been long.
Yeah, you would have been
I
going
would-
from here. Yeah, that would have been.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that would have been long. You would have.
I would have been so angry that I was there. Yeah. No, would have been livid.
Yeah, my school was a day school and a
You're
boarding
lucky
school.
they didn't take you.
Same man.
Can I be
Yeah.
honest? They were Mugs. I'm telling you, yeah. I can even put my life on it. They were never taking me. I was
It's
never.
easy. The kids talk all that shit. You haven't got that vim to be jumping out of lights on
I
motorways,
forget
babe.
that, but I'm not
That's
getting
not
on
your
the
story.
plane.
No,
No,
'cause listen,
in the airport, it's not my story. In the airport.
I've harboured those thoughts and feelings as well, and you want to believe.
No,
that,
I believe
babe.
it.
No, because you know what it is. Now I've got a
Listen.
child. I know he couldn't stop me. What can you do?
I'm not getting on
Babe,
a plane.
okay. You know what? You can have that. You're allowed that.
Thank you.
Take it.
Thank you so much.
You weren't going.
I wasn't. Thank you so much for believing in me. Because I was not going. I'm sorry.
How old were you?
15.
She's old enough.
Like 14, 15. It was like, I'm sure it was like, yeah, in between year
It's
9
a lot
and
to.
10.
You see that? Even have you gone on a run before? You never had. You never had to. You never felt like that. You never left your house. You never gone. on a
No,
run
I
with it.
did, but I didn't really run away.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So you don't know struggle. Like you ain't got that in you to leave. It's crazy. You're just gonna comply.
I'm
You're gonna
not
moan and
complying.
sulk. Don't get me wrong.
No.
Only bad kids. You know, like proper
I'm
bad
not
kids.
getting on the plane.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like kids who've been through things.
I know, but
they're
I'm
the
not-
ones who got the strength to just leave
But I'm
and
not
go.
getting on the plane.
Okay then.
I
Because
told
I
you-
like to think like you. But
No,
now I'm
that's fine.
older and I think about it. I'll be like, what would I have done? Let's have
No, I wasn't getting on the plane. No, I wasn't. Do you know why? Because when I was younger, yeah, I didn't like Ghana. I didn't like going to Africa. Like, it always felt like a punishment. Do you understand what I mean? So I'd go 6 weeks. And I just used to think, are you rude? My friends would be playing out in the whole summer holidays from the day school is over. I'm going to Ghana. And then the day before school. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't get to
So
play with my friends.
and you was a regular Ghana goer as well?
Yeah, like
so
my
you would have
mum-
went with the family at 15?
Ghana girl is funny.
No, I went at...
No, but if they was going and they said pull up, you would have went?
I would have had to,
Yeah, and then they just take your passport when you're there. There you go.
Yeah,
You're gone.
fair enough, but that
Too
was...
late.
I don't think I would do it. And that's what
Gotcha.
happens.
No, and that does happen.
Gotcha.
That definitely
happens a
has,
lot,
and that's happened to a lot of like my friends and stuff. That's happened to them, yeah. But because I knew it wasn't that kind of vibe, it wasn't like, oh, we're going on holiday. Do you know what I mean? It was literally, oh, I'm sending you to Ghana. Obviously, they gave me forewarning. I knew. If it weren't like that, and we were on a family holiday, then fair enough. But it weren't like that. It's like you've told me that you're sending me there because I'm naughty, right? And I keep coming home late. Okay, I'm not getting on the plane. That's fine.
Right. But yeah, man, boarding school definitely an
I wish I
experience,
went
man. Yeah, I think
I do wish I went.
They teach you discipline?
100%.
Yes.
And being independent.
Structure, independence.
Yeah.
You wake up at a certain time. We would have like praise and worship in the morning and prayers.
Yeah,
Like
all of that.
they teach you discipline, they teach you cleanliness, they teach you every single thing. Like you are militant with it. And I
Yeah.
think it's really, really good.
100%.
I put my kids in boarding school.
100%. The only thing with that is obviously when you're living here and your kids over there, that's the only thing. It's a bit
Sound like a
difficult.
lit summer to me. I'm joking. Now I think even boarding school here isn't bad. Because I've heard about kids who are in boarding school here, and if it's a really like a good school, it's the same discipline and qualities being instilled in you, and I think that's good.
But in this country though, there's certain, let me not talk too much, but there's certain things that I guess may happen in boarding schools in this country that I think may not happen back home.
Like what?
I don't know, just certain...
No, you know. I need an example then.
It's not teenage worthy.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but basically, just
feel you.
certain things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you think back home, you wouldn't necessarily have that issue. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't
difficult.
want my kids to be exposed to that.
Because you know what's mad actually? I was thinking the other day, I get like I might end up being like a part-time housewife. Because I was thinking how like, well, of course, my husband wants to take that role. He's more than welcome to. But
As a housewife?
house husband. But basically one parent has to be at home as a so we might end up taking turns. Because I was thinking how like in this society, right, kids are so neglected. Like it's so easy to miss stuff in your kids' lives, you know, because obviously you're working or whatever, then they go to school, then they come back, you give them dinner or whatever, you might spend some time doing homework and whatnot. But it's actually so easy to miss so much in their lives. And I was thinking about this while driving there, and I thought, I get it. While like some families have that structure where it's like the father's working and the mum's at home, or the mum is working and the dad is stuck. But like one parent has to be at home to keep an eye on all the goings with the kids.
Yeah.
I get it because you can miss so much.
Yeah.
It's proper mad.
It's true. But you know, like, do you know anyone in boarding school now?
As in
Like maybe
here or back home?
Or back home.
Back home, no.
I'm trying to think of what the experience is like.
Oh, sorry, that was very dramatic. But no, that's school stuff because I've seen like some stuff that like calling for arrests and stuff.
Okay.
I think if it's a good school, then yeah, but I don't know. I feel it might be the same as we were there.
When you was in boarding school, did you have phones?
No.
Okay, cool.
Phones?
Because I'm trying to think, like today, like would they have that?
No, I don't think they would.
I think so.
That's one thing I like about Africa. I feel like certain disciplines don't get. Maybe they have them where now it's like you can have it on a weekend. But when I was in boarding school, no, and we had like visiting days, and that wasn't every weekend.
Yeah.
Because obviously stuff like that, it can mess up your kids if you're seeing them every week. Like it wasn't that. Obviously, actually, the system talk about spoil. I would get stuff dropped to me during school time. Then I take it back with me. Do you get me? But yeah, so that they're very structured in that we didn't have phones. If you want to speak to your parents or whatever, or they had to speak to you or whatever, it would be through we call them a matron.
Okay.
Through the matron, and then you get called to the office and you have that conversation that way. Or if anything, they can see you at school. That was it.
That was similar. Like basically, there was one teacher who this is basically the science teacher who basically got me into science and everything. Yeah, I would go to her house like 5 p.m. every Friday. Yeah, and I expect a call from my mum because there was no nothing like that.
Yeah, there were teachers like that. Because like obviously some kids are more homesick than others. So some teachers are like really, really nice. They would have your parents' numbers and then you can call them like during school time. Yeah, I had teachers like that. Were very nice like that.
Yeah. See, I didn't have any of that.
Oh,
I just had to be there. And again, without fail, my mum would call, man. So, yeah, man.
It is. It's not easy though, being in boarding school.
Yeah, it's not. But then when you adapt and you adjust and you're this newer individual, then you know what I'm saying. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you do adapt. 'Cause obviously with me, it was difficult anyway. Not living my mum was living here and I was in Nigeria anyway. Yeah. But then the best thing about living at home was I could literally see my mum whenever. Yeah. And my mum would do this thing where if we said we missed her, she's on a plane. Do you get me? Like she was very, very. She was just like that. Yeah. But being in boarding school, but I do remember whenever my mum was back home, I wouldn't be in boarding school for that period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would because my mum doesn't live in the country.
Yeah, for real.
So she's not about to come in. I'm here away from everybody else.
Yeah. Sure.
Good times, man.
Yes.
Good times.
You get licks?
Yep. You get licks in normal school anyway.
100%.
What do you get licks for?
Not doing your homework, being naughty. Lateness, yes. Or they tell you, or you get punishments as well. Where you kneel down, put your hand up.
Still late?
Huh?
You're living in school and you're still late?
Yes. Yeah. Because we didn't live in school.
Yeah, exactly.
So we had we're in the same area, in the same estate as my school, but we didn't live on the school campus. So if you were late, say you wake up late, you didn't do what you needed to do basically, you can still be late and you get punished for that. And you get punished twice because you're making the people who are meant to be taking care of you worse. So you get punished when you get to school, when you get back to boarding house, you get punished again.
Talk to me. You all had elders that had to basically wake you up and get you guys ready for school?
We had a bell.
A bell? Yeah,
so basically the bell will go off and you know that it's time to come downstairs for morning devotion. Then after the devotion, then you all got to work out how you're going to shower. Again, 6 of us in it. And then you all got to work out how you're going to shower, but everyone's got to be on time. And then with the seniors that we lived with, their school was further than ours. So their school bus came earlier for them. So they tend to go like before because our school was walking distance. But yeah, so if for whatever reason you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, you can still be late.
Like everything you're saying, it's making me remember everything.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Like we could literally do a topic of the day and it's like, I totally forgot.
Yeah. And you can go to school early as well, but it has to be like more than like one person. You weren't allowed to just go and you're obviously get kidnapped or whatever. But I did this thing where I never used to eat because I've been picky with food all my life. So there would be like, she would always call my name, but like, Esther, I haven't seen you down for breakfast kind of thing because I was losing weight. And obviously that is not good on them because my mum would be like, why's my child losing weight? So I would always try and sneak off to school early. And then the security guy was like, no, she's here. She hasn't eaten. And then sometimes I'll be late because I'm having to have breakfast. To force it down my throat.
Wow. What was breakfast?
So you'd have like yam and egg, bread and egg, or just like your usual African breakfast, basically.
Tom Brown. No, Tom Brown.
Yeah.
What's Tom Brown?
It's like how would I?
You need to stop speaking in code, innit?
So
It's not code. You just don't understand.
It's like
It's
a
like code,
porridge type consistency, but it's brown, innit?
Yeah,
And
porridge
it's,
is the worst for me. I've never liked porridge.
Wait, you don't even know what it is?
It's a Ghanaian thing. It's not me.
Yeah.
Let me type this in Google, yeah.
Yeah, type it in.
Tom Brown.
I've never eaten it though, but I've heard of it.
It's nice, man. It's
If you
nice.
say so.
But I'm not a fussy eater, so there was nothing really I didn't eat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
see, there was days
Yeah.
where I had to rely on my snacks because I ain't eating that. Indomie, I would never eat Indomie. Hated it. Eggs, I don't like other people making my eggs for me.
Oh, because you cook it for like 30 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Gina, I do. I do.
know.
Like, I like to know that shit is dead. I like to know the egg is done. What else was there? Yeah, there's certain things I was so picky with food.
I love how many things in Africa starts off as powder.
Everything. No, first of all, no. I'm not gonna let you do that to our countries. It doesn't start as powder. It starts off as like a vegetable, and then we make it powder.
Yeah.
So that when you get to
No,
the
as in when
root
you
of
buy
that, it might
from
be
the
yam
shop-
or something.
When you buy it from the shop. Like one would look there and then, if you go to Morocco, you see spices and whatnot, but you don't put water in it and it becomes lovely.
Yeah, ours becomes food. Ours, we're really on a just add water vibe.
That is dope, man.
It's quicker though, isn't it?
It is.
Things can be done obviously from their raw. It's like fufu. You can either pound it raw,
Yeah.
or you can just buy the powder, add water, and Bob's your uncle.
Yep. 100%.
Do you know one thing I never have from pounded jam. I make it with proper yam.
Tom Brown is such a
Since when?
slippery.
You mean what today? Even? Oh, serious?
Mum's got a yam pounding machine, but you can use a food processor.
Tom
Oh,
Brown.
serious?
Yeah, just cook the yam to be like boil your yam to be very soft, and then just add put in the food processor. Sprinkle a bit of water sometimes, but yeah. Well, she's got a yam pounder. It's actually a machine that actually pounds yam.
Serious?
And I told her when I get married, I'm taking it with me. Even if I move, I'm taking it with me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's lit.
But you can get beat from bare different things over there, man. Just main things I think was like lateness for obviously because breakfast, going to like dinner and all that type of stuff was compulsory.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that as well.
Yeah,
Like if
man.
you're called down and you come late as well, proper discipline, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of the time the teachers didn't care. So like you just go and certain meals, no one was there. Just half, you know what I'm saying? Like half the thing was empty. But I remember one day. Yeah, this day taught me a lesson. Right? just observing other people basically, and these other guys, obviously they never turned up. But this day now, they got caught wherever they was in it, brought into the thingy.
Named and shamed.
No, beaten.
Is
Like,
it?
serious? Yes. Like basically you got your whole dinner tables, the long ones. Right?
Oh my gosh, they tell you like they lay you down on it.
Not even lay down. It was like more so like kind of
Like you kind of
like
you lay on it.
What?
And then what are they doing?
Did they pull on your pants?
No. This was the
With a
back.
cane
This was the back.
on your back.
A back beating.
You're moving like
What is
slavery.
the back?
Yes. When I saw that, I was like, no, I'm not missing.
I'm never missing a meal again.
I'm not
This is
missing.
what I'm saying, yeah. Imagine at the age of 15,
Yeah.
going to boarding school,
Yeah, it would've been hard for you.
coming from the UK where you've never been beat before.
That's what
Like,
I'm
do you
saying.
know what I mean? I would have had such a tough time.
Yeah.
They would definitely would because I
They'll
remember
just
that.
kick you out. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, to be fair. I think I would
You
have.
never got licks when you were young?
No, in school, I didn't get beat. I didn't get licks in school. I didn't get licks at home, but I'm saying
What primary school did you go to?
St. Margaret's.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I got licks in school.
I didn't get
In this
licks
country?
school. Seriously.
In this,
Is it because your mum?
Where'd you go during the
Is it because your
medieval
mum? But
times?
from your mum?
My mum.
No, your mum works in a school.
My
No.
father, both of them were teachers. My father
Exactly.
was in my school.
So he used
So
to
he
do
licked
licks.
you.
I got licks from daddy, yeah.
I
Exactly.
thought you meant
So
you got licked
move,
from like a
man.
random teacher. I was thinking, what time?
No, but
period.
there were several teachers who were allowed to give children licks if it is their parents gave them the
Okay.
green
No,
light.
that's mad.
That's true.
Now, when did you
Yeah.
go to
Mr.
school?
Douglas.
Oh, yeah, let me not talk, man.
Yeah.
Getting
Mr. Douglas
licked
was
with what,
a
though?
army guy.
It's a serious
Well, what are you getting
guy.
licked with?
But daddy,
No, that you can get
it was
licked
a
with.
ruler.
No, but your teachers, the other teachers, like were giving
I only
you
got
okay.
licks from my father.
I think it's mad that a parent, like, talking about my parent gave you an okay to give me licks. That's wild.
My mom did the same thing.
Yeah.
Gave the okay to Mr. Douglas for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. This was like Mr. Douglas was what? Year two.
Why do black people do that?
He was a serious guy,
It
man.
takes a whole village to raise a child.
It does, man.
I would hit my mum for that, you know. You're up. How could you do that?
Bare people got permission to beat my youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bare people.
There you go,
Who's
man.
really beating, man? What the hell do you think this is? Do you think he's just... That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was talking that to my friend yesterday. She was saying, "Oh, he's so rude," and I was saying, I was like, just why would you sit and have arguments with this little kid? Just beat him.
By the way, I went to school with Emmanuel, so people in the comments saying that I'm lying. Okay, okay.
He might have Mr. Douglas. I don't want to.
Okay, we did get
He has got
licked.
PTSD.
Mr. Douglas was a serious guy. It's like you said, he was like a military guy, innit?
Yeah. He was in the army, you know?
Yeah, serious. Funny enough, yeah. You know what? He was the first person. I don't even know why I'm mentioning this yet, but the first person who kind of, this whole type of talk about certain pharaohs.
So he's the
ancient
root of your
Egypt,
pro-blackness.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people that mentioned those things to me. I only remember like years back, later. Wait a minute, Mr. Douglas used to say the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like the cartoons. You see how it's subconscious?
Yeah, he didn't like white people at all, man. Didn't like them at all.
And he's black.
Yeah, he was proper black though.
Yeah,
Proper disciplined, rigid, and he was a good teacher though, man.
Yeah, serious guy, man. R.I.P.
Is he dead?
Yeah, it's class play now.
Oh, when did he die?
Some time ago.
Thank you, that's very helpful. Thank you so much.
Sorry, that's why I didn't laugh because he's dead, but it's some time ago.
Some time ago.
Okay, thank you.
You guys go to his funeral?
No.
Were you kids when he died?
I didn't realize it's the first time I'm hearing it.
No, you're lying. Are you serious, man?
When you said RP, I was like, oh.
No, you just must have forgot though.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I wasn't as real. Daddy might have gone, I don't know, but Daddy probably would have gone, to be honest. Remember it's Frankie?
Yes.
The
Don't
first
say what you're
hippie
going to say.
that-
What you going to say?
The first hippie that we...
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
Because I remember you saying something like this before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, okay.
She's very progressive.
Basically, I don't even say that. But yeah, man. I think that's it for topic of the day.
Okay.
All right, let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so trigger warning here. Next headline. People who work with children in England will be legally required to report child sexual abuse or face prosecution under new government plans. The move, which is subject to a consultation, was recommended last year by the Independent Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse, the IICSA. The Home Secretary told the BBC she wanted to correct one of the biggest national scandals. Suella Braverman is expected to set out more details in the coming days. In its final report last October, the IICSA called the scale of abuse in England and Wales horrific and deeply disturbing. Around 7,000 victims of abuse provided testimonies to the 7-year inquiry, which was set up in the wake of the Jimmy Savile scandal. 7,000, you know. It recommended prosecutions for anyone working with children who failed to report indications of sexual abuse. So obviously, it's not just those people who are doing the abusing. If you've seen anything untoward and you don't say anything, you can be prosecuted. Next headline, trigger warning. An explosion in a St. Petersburg cafe has killed prominent Russian military blogger Vladlen Tatarsky. At least 25 people were injured in the bomb blast at Street Food Bar number 1. Videos posted on social media show an explosion and injured people on the street. It's not clear who was responsible for the blast. Vladlen Tatarsky, whose real name is Maxim Fomin, was a vocal supporter of Russia's war in Ukraine. He was a guest speaker at an event hosted by the cafe when the bomb went off. There are conflicting reports in Russian media about the explosive device. According to Interior Ministry sources, quoted by Russian state media, Tatarsky was presented with a statue in a box as a gift, which had a bomb hidden inside. Video circulating on Telegram after the blast show him being handed a statue and making jokes about it. However, the BBC have been unable to verify whether it was the explosive. And the last headline takes us to Africa, where the son of the Ugandan leader, Museveni, Muhuzu Kainerugaba, said he would send Ugandan troops to defend Moscow in case of an imperialist threat. He said, "You can call me Putinist if you want. We, Uganda, should send soldiers to defend Moscow if ever it was threatened by imperialists." This is what he wrote on Twitter. He also said the West is wasting its time with useless pro-Ukrainian propaganda. He also announced on Thursday the creation of a television and radio channel bearing his brand, MK. Kainerugaba, who's 48, who's used to making controversial statements on Twitter, announced this month his candidacy for the 2026 presidential election. On October the 18th of 2022, Yoweri Museveni had declared that his only son, because he has 3 other daughters, would no longer tweet about the country's affairs after a series of polemical tweets in early October, in which he had notably threatened to invade Kenya. Uganda has abstained from UN votes on the Ukrainian conflict, including one in February on the first anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which called on Moscow to withdraw its troops from the country. In July, during a tour of Africa by the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, Kainerugaba said, referring to Russia, "How can we be against someone who has never hurt us?" Russia has traditionally had strong ties to Africa because of its support for independence movements on the continent that were then struggling with colonial powers. I guess he has a point, man. It wasn't Russia that was, colonizing Africa. It was the West. But yeah, that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into Word on Road. Would you believe this is my first time in the dock this morning? 1 second. Okay, so sad news. The Wayans family, their dad passed away over the weekend. Very, 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 very sad.
R.I.P.
So let me just read you a couple of tributes. So Omar Epps, who actually knew, his tribute was so lovely that I had to question whether his family. He isn't, is he?
No.
Who's on my Epps again?
The comedian guy.
No.
That's
Omar
Mike
Epps is
Epps.
the dark skin
I thought the brothers. I thought Mike and Omar were brothers.
cousins.
With Epps.
Cousins.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. When I found out, I was shocked as well. Yeah, the cousins, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't look nothing like each other.
Nothing like
Mike must
Do
have
they
been
not?
cooking him when they were kids.
But yeah, so he put on Instagram, he said, "Words can't describe how I'm feeling right now. This man was a giant amongst giants. Pop Wayans was a true father to me throughout my life, always teaching me, giving me jewels that I walk with to this day. I love you, Pop. Thank you for taking me under your wing as if I was one of your own. We're all devastated, but yet somehow you prepared us for this moment. I love you, R.I.P. Pop Wayans. Prayers up for the entire Wayans family. I love you all immeasurably." And then Marlon Wayans said, he said, "Legend. When I was a child, I asked my dad, what did you want to be when you grew up? He simply said, I wanted to be a man. I said, not a lawyer, a doctor, an actor. He said, just a man. I said, but every boy becomes a man. And Dad said, not true. I asked, then what's a man? And my dad said, a man takes care of himself and his responsibilities. His family is always first. From that day on, I wanted to be a man. He said, thank you, Pop, for being an example of a man to all your boys. I pray all young black boys can grow up to be a man like you. Baby boy loves you. And if ever I need you, I know exactly where to find you. In my Bible, that now sits by my bed. Rest well, kiss Ma for me, tell her babies miss her. I got 2 angels. I feel you're lifting me already. If there's a heaven, I know you're sitting VIP. Okay, that's blasphemy. I'm taking that out. But yeah, it was. I'm not catching sin points on the kind of word emoji.
She said,
but
sin points.
Yeah, I just thought that was so sad. Because obviously I love the Wayans family, but yeah, so RIP to them. No, RIP to their dad. Sorry, and then help me. And then my next little TV guys is about Stevo the madman, and he talked about having a stalker, and I think this is so like people in the UK having stalkers is very, very weird to me. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. People do that all the time. People do that all the damn time. So basically, he posted on Instagram. He posted like someone left flowers and a note on his car, and he basically said, what did he say? He said, "You said to shoot your shot, so I shot." So he basically posted. He said, "I have a stalker." Sorry, 1 second. He said, "I have a stalker. It wouldn't be creepy if it wasn't outside the house where my kids live," which is so scary. And it says, "What the hell? I haven't got time to fuck about. I know I'm paying blah, 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 blah." But basically, I just thought it's so weird that he's got a stalker. Not weird because he's being stalked, but weird that stalkers are brazen like that.
This is unfair.
Why is it unfair?
I don't know where he said to shoot your shot, but if that's the energy you put out in the world to shoot your shot, and then someone shot it, and then the one time I shoot it, you're calling me Stalkerson. It's like what?
You said Stalkerson.
No,
I'm done.
This is a bit harsh. I mean, if they're a repeat offender, then
Repeat offender.
no, I'll take it. But what? You told me to shoot my shot. I shot it.
What?
Now I'm stalking.
Whatever, that's creepy though.
Yeah, okay.
It's never staying around for me to know you're the shooter.
Then let me be a creep. Then don't let me be a stalker.
You don't think a creepy person is a stalker?
No,
Really?
no.
I think a creepy is the worst of all of them.
No, stalkers are nuts though, man.
But a creep.
I feel like they're all just as bad as each other, in my
A
opinion.
stalker is not. A stalker watches you from afar. Yeah. A creep, you can see them staring at you. A creep is worse, man.
Breathing down your neck.
Hey, like
Dribbling.
No, I think a creep could be like a broad spectrum. Like once you're stalking, you're stalking.
I think stalking is nuts, yeah, because
Yeah.
you act like it's
You actually
stalking
don't know,
is
you know.
obsessive.
yeah, that's true.
It's obsessive and it's very invasive. Do you get what I mean?
I get you.
Like people can be creeps. Just like I agree. I think a stalker's worse. Like you can have a creep in the gym, yeah, or like a creep outside or a creep at work who's just weird and like, do you know what I mean? But I feel like a stalker's proper like going out of their way to find out where you live, where you're gonna be at. Like it's. I feel like it's a job.
I need to know the difference because in my head, a stalker is also a creep.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Interchangeable.
Yeah, there you are. But I do feel like
No.
a
But then a creep is not always a stalker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A creep is
I feel
always
like
a
a
stalker. So
As
that's
a stalker, you are a creep. But
yeah.
as a creep, you're
Let's
not
be
always a
fair.
stalker.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
I agree.
And this is what I'm trying to say. So there's a difference.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you're a stalker, you're a creep. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
creep, you're not necessarily a stalker.
Yeah, that's true. Not facts, child.
No, it's true.
What's the creep?
I don't know what the Bible term of it is, but like a creep's just
Foolish
like
man.
A foolish man.
foolish man, innit?
A heathen.
Just
You know,
like
heathen.
a creep, someone that's just like a bit,
Weird.
You're
a
weird.
bit, just a little bit extra starving-ish. Like there's innocent people that are kind of creepy.
Yeah, but they don't look like they're creepy.
They're creepy, but like they
I
give
read
off
the
quick
room.
vibes.
Yeah. Some people just give up. Like you ain't gotta say nothing. I can tell you got some creepy in you.
Like the way they stare.
Or they just
Yeah,
breathe a bit
and they just
heavy.
breathe a bit heavy. Like relax.
You know, just
I'm
everything's
dead.
just so much. Like,
Like, they're
oh,
hungry
okay, like,
with their
relax,
breathing.
yeah,
man.
reduce it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
like why are you breathing so heavy?
But honestly,
Oh, here we go.
girls,
Oh no.
talk to me, right? Some of the man them are creeps, don't know?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Facts.
Self-proclaimed.
Let me give you an example here. Like
Gender.
a guy,
Just flipping hand down.
let's just say, nah, you literally
You did a wave in myself, self-proclaimed.
You know, like, you know what I
Sorry.
find creepy? Like a guy, you know when you can see when a guy's looking at you, but you can tell from his head, like you can tell from how he's looking at you
He's a creep.
where his head is at.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't need to undress me with your eyes. It's
Do you know
okay.
what?
Like
How do you
Do you
mean?
know what it's
What does
yeah.
it look like?
it's too.
I can't describe.
It's nuts.
Pretend to be.
I'm not coming to
You
do it
make-
because you wanna clip me up. You think I'm a
No, no.
dickhead?
Ah.
Nah,
So you think
my
my
watch.
first day here?
How about you?
I'm not doing it. Do
You
you know
wanna
what it
kick
is,
me
yeah? But do you know what it is? I need to get to the bottom of that because I don't. Do guys think it's a sexy face?
But you know what I
Do you know
realized?
what
Let me be
it
honest.
is?
Let me be honest with you. I think some guys don't actually realize they're doing it, yeah. Because a guy I met last year was doing it, yeah, and I was just like,
Why are you doing that?
I was like, why? I was like, can you stop smiling? Like he was like, oh, and like you know when he was like, oh shit. I'm like, I said, yeah, like you need to allow
Have
it.
some
please.
shame,
Like,
honey.
act like you've been here before.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
yeah, because I feel like in their minds it's a sexy look, but it's
It's not
really
sexy.
not.
But is
'Cause
that,
you know, like, when you're
does
like-
that depend on who you're receiving the look from?
No,
No, because I
There's
think
a particular look.
Let
It's
me be
creepy on
honest. If
anybody.
I found you attractive and you did it, it'd give me the
I
ick.
won't put a camera on you. Do
Like, do you know what
do
it
the
is?
look on
For me,
Mavs
it's
and
like
then
have
Mavs will
some
do it for
class
me.
or some tact. It's like, do you know what I mean?
Because you know what's magic?
He wants
She's
you
telling
to-
you she wants you to do the look on me. How do you do it? I don't understand.
Do it to
You-
him, and I won't put a camera on you.
I can't do it. I don't know what the
Then
look is.
People have no context of what you're trying to
That's-
talk
But
But
people,
it's
I
not for you to have
guarantee you in the
context for.
comments, people know what I'm talking
fabrication
about.
until it's
No, but you know what it is? No, but
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I
it
mean-
is,
Do
yeah?
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Can you do it then, please?
I wouldn't know how to do it.
You just put your hand up just now.
What, when I say I'm a creep?
Self-proclaimed, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, I can look at someone. Yeah.
Gina, stand up.
Like, let's just stand up.
Okay.
Like, I can't
believe this man.
I could look at,
Like I can't like.
I could look at someone, and while I'm looking at them, it's written on my face. Do you get what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Show me.
I don't know how because
Don't look at me. Look at one of the girls.
Do you know what's magic?
Don't look at your
Because
sister, look at
basically,
this one.
someone was trying to say
So
yeah.
don't look
that,
at your sister, look at this one. I'm dead. This one has a name, Negro.
First of all,
I
first
can't
of
put
all,
your name to it for him to do that. Do you
Okay,
understand?
fine.
You can't
Fair
be
enough.
Gina.
it has to be
Alright, cool.
separated.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is? I feel like you're so annoying. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's good.
No, it's do not Brendan. As you were.
let's get back in the car.
Yeah.
Right,
What was I
cool.
gonna say?
No, but you can, if you can look at someone to let them know that you like them, yeah. If that makes sense, you can look at someone and let them know that there's a
I
slight
remember.
interest, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a look, innit? So there's a gauge in that. Like you can ramp it up because
Man said ramp
It's
it up.
no,
about-
but you can. I've seen girls.
Yeah.
I've seen a girl look at me and you think, okay, look, there's nothing there, dead wall. Maybe she's playing it cool, whatever, nothing there. I've seen a girl there and you think, slight interest, whatever. I've seen a girl look at me and I can tell
dying for
she's salivating. You get what I'm trying to say? Like she wants this. So
Yeah.
and she hasn't said anything. It just looks in it. So you know you you can give off that, you can exude that kind of energy. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think a creepy man, or what can be seen as creepy sometimes, if when man just sexualize you and you can just see that he's just objectifying you and he's just starving and just ready to go.
Okay, you know what? Let me give you. There's really obvious ones, yeah, where it's Brent. What is
that? The look?
Zoolander. Is that Zoolander?
You know that's close, you know.
Because you know how earlier you said
it's close.
You know how earlier you were saying how like does it depend on the person giving the look? Because someone talked about if it was Woody, yeah, right? No, even if Woody McCain did that look, there's just a certain kind of look.
Let me tell you what would give me the ick if he started licking his lip. You know, I can't stand a lip licker. I'm sorry. I lick my lips 10 times a millisecond. I hear it. But
there's one that's accompanied with the look.
Yeah, like imagine giving a creepy like the. I can't even do it. I honestly can't even try. But you know that like the like I think I'm nice licking your lip like. Oh!
I probably hate it. Like it's so uncomfortable. I'm like,
don't
what are you
lick
doing?
your lips and look at me and do sexy squinting eyes.
So what? When LL Cool J was doing this,
Ew.
It was working on a lot of them though.
Good for them.
What do you mean, like in a movie or something?
No,
like if you saw him in a club and he went.
Bruv, that will make me. Don't make me sick.
But no one does. Who the hell does that?
Don't make me
I'm
sick.
disgusted.
No, but nobody. That's what I'm trying to. Nobody does that.
No, but I'm trying to. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. That's obvious. But I can't tell you what. The same way you said it, they just exude it in it. You just know the energy. Like I can't demonstrate it, but I just know when I see it or when I feel it. I just think, ew, have some class.
Like it's just
an arse.
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
It's weird.
But knowledge is power, man. Sometimes it's good to just put that energy out there, isn't it?
I hear it. Fair enough.
Because what if you catch it? What if you receive it?
But use your words. Because when you do that look, you're giving me the ick. It's having the opposite effect of what you want here. Use your words. And use kind of eyes. Like, like you're a murderer.
Eyes.
Yeah, like softer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the look ain't it, man.
No, Brent's practicing. I'm dead.
No, I'm not.
Brent is practicing.
Brent's saying that. Brent said,
he's practicing.
No, I'm there thinking how we've seen Woody.
Yeah.
put this camera on me.
Sexy man.
Put this camera on me. We looked over, and Brent's in his own thoughts. He's
No,
doing this.
literally was like that. Yeah, don't lie.
No, because
he was doing it into the mic. Into the. He was.
Do you know what it is that Woody don't need to do anything. He shows up, and I'm just like, oh.
No, but we catch him sometimes just looking at Effie. Effie?
Yeah.
Is that the look you're talking about?
No, it's not. That's the
how he looks at Effie.
That's a sexy come hither look. That's
a come hither.
You know you're like a guy like, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, that's a good look.
He likes her though. Like
does,
obviously.
yeah,
No, but that's the same look.
This is
it's just being received well. No. I'm sorry.
He
That's the same look. It's the same look. You just ready to receive it.
You're right.
No, you're right.
No, he's not. He is. No,
that's not a creepy look.
You just said, "Oh, why are you looking at me like that?" It's the same thing because
you
just changed the attitude. Like, why is he looking at me like that?
No.
You know what I'm trying to say?
First of all,
Come hither.
First of all, you are men.
Oh, English.
First of all, yeah.
Did you say come hither?
First of all, yeah.
Get out of here.
You are men, so automatically you are the looker. I'm the lookie. I can be the one to let you know about this damn look. That look is not it. There is a certain creepy look that doesn't. If you give me the finest man on the planet,
let me be honest,
I'm not gonna want to come here.
Woody's look isn't creepy, yeah, because to me he flirts. Like he has a flirtatious look.
That's a flirty look.
Yeah, with Effie, yeah. It's more flirtatious and it's obvious that he likes her. He don't give off like I'm fucking her in my head right now or undressing her with my eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's not creepy. Maybe that is because he's fine as hell and he's got swag with it and he's a bit rough around the edges so it doesn't come across as energy eager man. And I know you're putting Ragnar on the screen because you're trying to come for me. But it's fine, yeah? Ragnar Lothbrok
You said the
still...
stone one.
And
That's a creep. If you're looking at Gal there now, he's a creep. Is that the look he's talking about? If he's preying Gal right there, he needs to be stopped.
Look at that shit. Are you down? I'm just laughing. You need to get out of here. You need to leave Travis Fimmel alone, yeah? Leave him alone.
Oh, Jesus. So, if you like him, it's not creepy.
No,
because Brent,
you can't reduce it. That's annoying me because I've seen guys that are very attractive. Regina, sorry, guys that are very attractive that are actually like I'll be interested in them, and they've given that look, and it's not good looking. So it's not a look where like it depends on who's giving it. There's a particular creepy look that you can be the finest man on earth, it will put me off. Chris Brown can give me a look, and I'll be like, ew, like why you're creepy.
I think I understand you guys because
you don't.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I think I can tell when a guy has ill intentions and he's he's already unpackaged her in a seedy way, and I think that can come across in a state. So yeah, I get it.
You know what? I agree. There's a guy in my gym, yeah, who when I first met just oozed like that energy, and I thought, oh, energy. Yeah, literally, yeah. And like every time I see him, I don't see him often, thank God. But like even in the DMs, I just think, can you act like you've been here before? It's not like one time let me tell you why he's a creep, yeah. Because there was a video I put up here on my story, and when I say this video was not it wasn't attractive. Like I think I was what was I doing? But even me, I look like a bum. Like there was just nothing aesthetically pleasing about this video, and he sexualized it, right? And I sent it to my boy. He was like, he's a fucking weirdo, man. And this is a guy. He was just like, what is nice about this? He was so like, his mind was blown. He goes, wait, he's actually sexualized this. He goes, nah, he's mad. Like he's actually mad. Because there was no, like, it was very unnecessary. And
because what that look gives me, that look gives me potential danger. This is why I said that it's not about who does it. It just makes me more alert.
Oh,
to the
no,
fact
man.
that you're a creep.
It's weird because I think I don't like to like if you're in a gym and you're buff, I don't like pretend that you're not. If that makes sense.
You don't have to pretend. You have to have some shame.
I don't have much shame. I'm not.
No, but Mom, for example, yeah.
I'm not.
I don't have much shame.
Am I going to do my workout, yeah, and then glance and look at you and like from the corner, but you're not even. I think sometimes even if you're not trying to make it obvious, but from the corner of your eye, you're like salivating over me. Am I going to catch you on that
I
kind of
can't
vibe?
turn around and you're doing this. And I'm just looking me dead in the eye. That's weird, man.
No, I wouldn't like. I wouldn't. Like I wouldn't like. I don't think like this because that's what I said. I don't want to pretend. So if you're sneaking looks and you get caught sneaking looks, that's what's creepy.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes, if I spin around and I catch you in all your glory, I'll just have my moment. I'll just take my 2-3 seconds. I won't pretend like
That's
it's
the
not
thing, though.
like
You
it's
take
not
2-3
happening.
seconds.
I'll just look and.
Some guys are taking 2-3 seconds.
That's fine.
Every 1 second, and that's where you're a creep.
No, it's true.
I mean, you do 2-3 seconds and you keep it moving. You know what you've seen. Some guys.
Yeah, I just want to
stay
own
looking.
it and just stand there. I don't want to pretend like it's not happening. But again, you do have to control it a bit.
And that's the thing, some
because
people
I could
have
get caught. I could get caught doing it. And just, like, it's harmful. It's innocent. It's just.
It's wild, man. That's so wild.
Man said,
Wild. I can imagine do the squats and you say,
no, that's creepy.
I'm leaving.
That
I'm
is
leaving the
creepy.
gym.
That is
I'm
creepy.
leaving with security because that's
Thank you.
wild.
I thought you guys were gonna let him have
No,
that
it's
life.
creepy.
Yeah.
Why
Call
are
that
you?
nigga
Like,
out.
I would literally look
Call
at
that
him.
nigga
You know
out.
what I would do? I would look at him and be like, I'll be like,
Good.
oh.
Sound effects.
Like, have some class.
This don't have some class. This is
You need rehab.
like you need help.
I'm not even clipping it up.
You can't.
I'm not.
Well, what are they gonna say?
Nah, man.
Man said,
They're gonna say,
you know.
Yeah, and get him out of here.
get him out of
Everything
here.
about me under the sun already, man. They don't have any expectations of me, man. Let them say it.
You would think that though. But some people still act shocked when you say certain things.
That's because you're not familiar with my style.
Yeah, but it's people really analyze things. You know the whole the lonely clip. I was seeing like thesis on that. I said, oh, it's not that deep. The guy was just having it was just a little joke.
Yeah, but you gotta leave them.
Of course you go. No, of course.
You get me? You gotta mute them tweets and that. You get me? But,
Creeps.
yeah, no, that was funny.
All right. So
How did we get onto that, by the way?
word on road. Sorry?
I sent you something.
On-
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah. Just broke.
Oh, I
But never mind. You could.
thought something else.
No.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know what that was.
All right. So let me do Notes first. So Notes has been threatening to quit music for a while. He's finally done it now.
Oh, has he? Yeah.
Yeah, at the age of 24. I didn't know he was that young, you know.
Yeah.
So when he came into the scene when I was 17, I was in uni. That's wild.
Peng Tinkle and Madison.
Yeah.
Like I'm jumping.
That was a
Madison
such a tune.
Lane.
But he posted over the weekend. He says, "I'm done. I'm only 24, but the pressure gets worse."
You don't want to let her land?
Sorry.
Thank you. Proceed, sis.
No, it's an emergency because you were dying for it.
No, it's only because it was the previous topic. If a girl does the
Actually, let me read
to
what
a
you-
man,
you sent me.
it's not the same.
It's still
thing, is it?
creepy.
No, I appreciate all that.
I know you do. But
I'm tired.
wouldn't it be seen as
If you see the way he just waved me
No,
off.
he literally just bobbed you up. That's why I'm laughing. You had no. And why do you look offended that we're not letting you land and we're laughing? Look at him. No, you're actually annoying. You need to time out, Brent. Because you interrupted Esther to get this moment out. And because we've decided to laugh, look at you. You don't even know what to do for yourself.
As in, it's not the same energy that is given to the woman as being creepy.
We know, Bristow. Double standards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Charge it to the game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, Esther.
Proceed, sis.
Okay. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, notes. Yeah, so he said, I'm done. I'm only 24, but the pressure gets worse, so I've decided to hang up my boots and retire. Massive love to all those that have supported me since my first SoundCloud release until now. Unreleased songs can be sent out to those who ask me for it. Yours truly, Notes. That's actually very sad. The industry is really, really sucking the life and joy out of things.
I think you need to have very thick skin and continuously be proactive on your mental health to be in that industry.
You really have to.
Especially if you're not even especially if you're young. I think at all ages, you just need to, it has to be a priority, because from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's not for the faint-hearted.
It isn't at all. But yeah, so I hope he's all right though. I know he's had like a lot of situations in the news and all just in spaces in it. So I'm hoping he's okay and he's fine. And then also Love Islander, which I love. You know, you guys know I love Love. And do you know what? The only thing I love more than Love is Quick Love. I love it. So she's been going out. So Chyna Mills, who was on Love Island, do you remember her?
She was on there briefly though.
She was one of the Casa Babes.
Yeah.
She's engaged and she's pregnant, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So she's going out with a guy called Neil Jones. He was on Strictly Come Dancing. I think he does like boxing as well and stuff like that. And he was, at the time, he was on tour, on the road, when he was watching her on Love Island. And he peeped that. He was like, oh, I like her. Like, when she gets out, I want to try and get to know her. And he did. And he's very intentional, like loves her out loud. And she loves him out loud too. And now they're engaged after 7 months. And he was saying how they had a exclusive with Hello Magazine to announce their engagement and the fact that they're expecting a baby. And he said how he was planning to propose anyway before he found out about the baby. And when he found out baby, he said, oh, look at that. Look at that. So congratulations to her. I'm really, really happy for her. He's 40. So I must have said, oh, like she's one, because I feel like she did. I feel like anyone who goes to Love Island doesn't find love on there and finds real life love, that love tends to last longer than what they would have found on Love Island. So for me, she won. But I guess people are questioning why I said she won, because he's 40 and she's 24.
Maybe I'm so pessimistic here, but I'm literally just sat here thinking, oh, okay. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Fast Love rattles me. Huh?
Really?
Fast Love rattles me. Like, everything you've just said, for me, I'm screaming.
Do you know what it is? But I see Fast Love from a certain age, for me, makes sense. Because what are we doing here?
Him, she's 24.
Yeah. But so it's for me, intentional though.
I hear it, I'm still rattled. For me to date someone for 7 months and then I'm pregnant and at 24.
To be fair, I don't mind. You know me, I love a ring.
I know, but do you know what it is? And maybe it's because, for me as well, yeah, a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, a lot of people around me are getting divorced, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, literally around me. So, all that stuff there, get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Just saying. But
happy
for her, though.
Congratulations, innit? Just round it up that way. Congratulations to her. And then also, Maya Jama, Black Excellence, is the face of Rimmel London.
I see.
Which I think is absolutely amazing. So she posted, she's so stunning.
She is.
Stunning babe. So she posted and said, so excited to announce that I am the new global brand ambassador for Rimmel London UK. I grew up with this brand and have dreamed about saying the iconic London look line on TV one day, and now it's happening. I don't even have the words. Following the footsteps of Kate Moss. Kate Moss was who was there when I was younger, you know. Adwa. She's gone in.
Yeah.
That's sick. I didn't know that, but that's sick.
The American.
With a gap?
No, the one with the freckles.
Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. And more doesn't even make sense in my mind, but I'm honoured. 16-year-old me who moved to London from Bristol with a bag of dreams would not have believed you if you said 12 years later I would be a part of such a legendary London staple. London is my home. Sorry, there's a lot going on today. London is my home, and now you can catch me living the London look. So big up Maya Jama on that. And then also, so KSI was on a game show recently, and basically it's like a Scrabble kind of game show, and you have to put words together and get a word out from whatever letters you've been given. And he basically said a racial slur, that's used for South Asians. Obviously, I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So does it begin with a C?
No.
Oh, then I don't know what it is.
No, when Black Chyna said when he was got a Peabody licking ass.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, okay. All right, let me read out his apology while you're deliberate. Move the mic out of your mouth, please. So basically, yeah, so he said, I want to apologize for saying
I don't mean this maliciously.
Wait, can you let me know when you're going to play clips and not interrupt me when I'm speaking?
Sorry.
What did he say?
Oh, I can see it already. Can I spell it out? Okay, sorry.
One second, you used to say nigga all the time. Why you just say the fucking word? What's wrong with you, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to fight anybody.
No, I'm just saying. I don't understand what we're doing here. You're reporting the news. That's what he said. Why can't you just say the word?
That's great. I don't want to report that.
What? He didn't say nigga.
I know he never said nigga.
No, but he said that we say the word nigga all the time, so why can't we say that?
Because we black.
Because again, black people, we allow people to say anything. We allow people to disrespect us. We know this. This is why the word niggas running around.
This is crazy.
Because every other community...
this is wild.
It is wild.
We need to get rid of this. We need to get this word out of it.
No, but it's wild. Do you know why it's wild? It's wild because of black people.
Wild.
It's wild because of black people. Because black people don't gatekeep. Because every other community knows how to hide stuff.
Think about ourselves. This don't make no sense.
Yeah,
but anyway,
this
is a different story for a different day.
I don't understand your reasoning, to be honest.
Mine.
I would like to understand your reasoning. What did you just say?
Nothing.
That last thing that you said. How do we care so much about other people saying this, but we can't say this?
No, how do you care so much about offending other people, but don't care about offending yourself?
That's the equivalent. I don't understand that.
You don't need to understand it. We can have a conversation.
I would like
about
to
a different
understand
day.
you, though.
We can understand me a different day. It's fine.
A different day?
Yeah. If you
You're
want.
going to send me a different day.
You can
You
understand
want
me a
to do
different
under
day.
behavior later?
If you want, I don't mind. It's Patreon episode.
We could just call it that as well.
Do it. Yeah.
You could just call it that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll call it that.
Thursday? How about Thursday?
I'll talk about it on Thursday. I'll say the word.
All right.
I'll say it here now if you want me to as well.
I'm all right.
Okay, cool.
KSI said, I don't know what all of this was going on. He says, I want to apologize for saying a racial slur in a recent Sidemen video. There's no excuse, no matter the circumstances. I shouldn't have said it, and I'm sorry. I've always said to my audience that they shouldn't worship me or put me on a pedestal because I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm going to mess up in life. And lately, I've been messing up a lot. So I've decided I'm going to just take a break from social media for a while.
You know why this is interesting, yeah? Because what made you go with that verse, bro? Like, you're not a child. You should know. Like, I don't know how you didn't know that, like, it could have been easily avoided. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting put in that position at all. Because there's no way to come out of it. Do you get what I mean?
Of course.
It's childish.
Sometimes, everyone, I don't know, man. I don't know how people put themselves in certain situations, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it's just not that deep, basically. But I like the fact that he was accountable and I guess it was, people called him out on it and he accepted that and said what he said and move on and... Yeah.
Can we make a conscious effort to ban the N-word from the show, please? Just the total using of it.
It's gonna be hard for me, but okay.
Like, can we do that, please?
I think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody here, Margs has used it more than anybody else.
Yeah, that's cool. But I'll stop.
No, please, can we go in a room?
I don't care, because no one really cares, so I don't care, so I'll use it. But when you want to pretend, or you want to care about other things, I want to care about the right things. So I just want to say, can we get rid of the word, please?
I have no problem, because I don't use it on this show.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm saying you use it
I'll
on
stop.
this show.
And everybody else as well.
And give your friends permission to use it.
Precisely.
That's fine.
You're the one who's the editor end.
Exactly, but we said we're doing what we want, so now I've said this, it's different now. Now I'm saying something, I'm asking something, it's different. So before it was flying, because it could just fly. Now I'm asking, can we get rid of it then? That's what I'm asking.
On this show?
Yes.
Look in the mirror. Talk to yourself.
What are you doing? I don't understand.
Just speak to yourself. Nobody else is using it apart from you.
I'm the only person who says it.
Who else says it?
Okay, that's cool.
I've said it
Okay,
before.
that's fine.
I didn't say you're the only person that uses it.
No, I'm talking to Brent here. That's fine.
sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll be the only person that uses it. That's fine. That's cool.
That doesn't use it.
No, I'm just saying, just whatever. It's fine. It's cool.
No, it's not. So are we agreeing not to use it on the show?
I would like to do that.
Gina?
Okay.
They say my name. Don't be silly.
Esther?
Yeah, I wouldn't use it.
Emmanuel?
Yeah, 100%, man.
What else can we put in there? Because we can't just stop at this word.
What do we use? Don't say that.
Let's
Like,
use cuss words.
Okay, I see. It's okay.
Right,
Fine.
it's silly now. It's
Huh?
silly now.
Okay, fine. It's just fine. It's totally
all,
fine.
if
Is it silly now?
if you raise
It's-
your voice, I
it's-
think it's silly. It's basically even sillier.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
What else can we throw in there?
We don't have to take it out. We can use it because you don't love it. You don't in bondage.
Since you love it so much.
Yeah, we don't have to do it.
I am not arguing against you. We've disagreed. I'm asking, can we add to that list?
You could do what you want. That was my only input.
Well,
you
Brent,
can put other words on there if you want.
Brent, someone said they heard you say on the show.
I have definitely said it. He uses it more.
The way you said
that he uses it more, the most on the show.
You said that too.
Okay, they are saying I use it the most. I never said I didn't use it the most. It's part of my language. It's part of my repertoire.
Okay, I think we should stop because when we had this is funny to me. You know, I love you and everything, but you're an egg. Because we had a whole topic of the day talking about it. You had quite stressed. Because we had a whole topic of the day talking about we shouldn't be using it. And you were on the fence let's say whatever you want to say. You said you gave your friend permission.
My point was, if nobody else cares, then I don't want to care in it. But I just saw you show so much care for different words and different communities, and I'm saying, you know what? Let's use some of that care for us, innit? Because you do care then. You care about other people. You don't care about yourself.
But this is part
if nobody cares, I'll use it flying. I don't give a shit about nothing. But you are showing me you care about stuff. So let's care then, innit? What are you talking about? I don't understand what's so confusing. Because if nobody cares, I'll say it now, I'll fly it tomorrow, every day, I'll say it 100 times an episode. But if you care about stuff, then let's care about stuff.
But you realise, you calm? You listening?
I'm always calm, I'm calm.
Okay. You realise, this was part of our argument that day we had the conversation. Where
I
we're
don't
talking
think
about
he
there's
remembers.
so much. Of course
I
he
don't
doesn't.
think
It
he
doesn't.
remembers. Because in this moment, he only cares about what's flying out of his mouth.
In that day, even on that moment, I told you, let's get rid of the word. That's been my whole stance.
And then the day after, you use nigger.
Because no one wasn't supporting me.
Why you need to support you?
No one wasn't supporting me.
You,
but lead by example.
Wait.
That's unfair. That's harsh, man.
No.
Leading by example is harsh.
No, not even that. Not even that. When have you ever been in a position where you've needed people's support to do anything? Facts.
Are
you right?
Don't cap now.
No, listen, no man's at Highland.
Shut up, man.
You see,
You know what?
whatever's
boring.
him in the moment, he
Literally.
takes that argument.
Boy.
You can't trust this man.
You were extra.
Trust this man.
Do you know what? Can I be
with this man?
honest?
Because the next day, he's not there.
Let me tell you what the joke is. Obviously, I wasn't there around the Koi time, right? So I don't even know what you're talking about. But the fact that you've had all this vim today for Esther to call you out and be like, sir, and then for you to turn around and be like, oh, but no one really supported me. Right now, I'm scared of you. I am scared of you.
Do you know what's ironic? Do you know what's ironic, yeah? Just literally one headline ago, as in one word on road headline ago, you were talking about not care what people think, blah, blah. And the next sentence, you're telling me you needed support to champion the no nigga saying lifestyle.
And this is off the back of him just wanting to say the word P-A-K-I. That is it. That's what all of this was. That foundation was that. He's like, how can I get this out? All right, let's go for nigga.
I definitely do agree in that. I feel like, but again, I have nobody else to blame but black people because we allow people to mistreat, abuse, and whatever else. So there's no respect for us. But then we have that respect because other communities make it known that you will respect us. So yeah, if we don't sit down and force people to respect us, how would we ever make progress?
I'm still saying we can use the word and still look to police the word, but still not want to say another slur.
Yeah, but then
I don't want to say.
Because every other demographic does the same thing.
I don't know. I'm just to be perfect. I'll probably be more comfortable using Eva or.
Is the N word a slur to you guys?
I know.
Is the N word a slur to you guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It's part of my vocabulary, so no. The same way I say can't. People get really offended. Yeah.
It is when others use it yourself.
But I get people... No.
No,
listen. But this is what I'm saying. Can't is part of my vocabulary. It flies out my mouth. Like, every time I say it, people get offended and they say, you've got a potty mouth for a woman. Granted, but...
She said, okay.
It's part of my vocabulary. Sorry.
And you sound sincere.
E-man, the chat can't hear you, you know. E-man's reading the chat. He's just silence. He said, I am not taking any silence today.
E-man's silence is definitely.
His silence is definitely for real. It's cool.
And you're the pro-black one on the panel. Like.
No, it's the fact that people are typing in caps, E-man, we can't hear you.
We can't.
I'm listening.
No,
I'm listening. That's all.
I'm critical thinking over there.
E-man, rise.
What does everyone want me to say though?
I think they want to know where you stand on this use of the N-word. If it is, Marx is saying it's a slur, it's damaging for our community.
Do you know the thing is? I'll be the first to pretty much say I think there's some type of contradiction. Because obviously, I may say it here and there, this, that, and the third, right? But I wouldn't necessarily want to say it in front of children.
Okay, yeah.
So that lets me know this is not something that we should be doing.
I don't even say it in front of white people, you know. I don't want them thinking it while I say it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, white people, I don't care about them people like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But
Okay, so you don't say it in front of children because you don't want them to grow up saying the word as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You know
get
what I'm saying? It's just like kind of like, I guess maybe even with like swearing, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's just, I don't think it's something that edifies. So why are we actually saying it? You know what I'm saying? So
Preach,
so
preach it.
I fully get it as well. Like, why do we care so much about feelings of other people, but ourselves we don't? But I think
Sorry, what?
in terms of context,
I paused for a second. What did you say that doesn't edify? Is it the word nigger?
Yeah, he said.
What are your views on using the word nigger?
that like I said, that's why I said it's almost like a slight contradiction, isn't it? Like I may say it here, then you know what I'm saying, every now and again or whatever, but I don't think it's something that edifies. So it's like in front of kids, I wouldn't necessarily. I'll make a conscious effort to be like, no, you know, like I'll never forget. I remember one time, this is like many years ago, but I remember when I was chilling with Stevo one time, innit? And you must have said it around, I don't want to say his son's name, innit?
He was like, yeah.
And I was like, yo, like, don't say that in front of, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you say that to
I
Stephen.
said that to Steve. Like,
No, why is
you know what I'm
Steve-
saying?
Wait. Because I can remember there was a time when that word was used amongst his children, and he was like, they don't know about that yet.
So there you go. So
how
maybe
you are now saying that you were the one to pull Stephen up for using it, that's a bit baffling to me.
why?
Oh,
God.
is that Steven?
That's Stephen.
No way.
Yeah, Steven.
No way.
Big up, Steven.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I was sick because
that was gonna be a moment. I was gonna say this
that would
is
have been the greatest
lit.
moment on TDA so far.
Man said, what? Man said, wait there.
Wait a minute. 100%. How dare you dare me on a Monday morning?
Good morning. Who is this?
Good morning, guys. It's just I, Good Vibes Caller.
Ah, beautiful. How are you?
Oh, good vibes.
Yeah.
You sound different, girl.
Hi, guys. Hi. I made a joke earlier and I said that maybe Mark has been recently baptized because for the last 5 episodes I've been agreeing with every take that he has. Very surprising.
Oh, okay, I like that. Maybe you're changing.
No, maybe just this conversation alone, it made your mind change. So let's start there. Anyway, Brent, just to start off here, I'm sure you would agree, Brent. What would you call your platform? Would you call it how would you define your platform, Brent? Start there.
Sorry, let me just put the volume up. Hold up. Say that again?
Mm-hmm. How would you define your platform if you had to put it into a box? Would you call it an independent media outlet? Like, what would you actually class your TDA as, just generally speaking?
I think just news, isn't it? Digestible
news. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Digestible news, cool. Digestible, interesting. Okay, we'll pause on digestible for a minute because that's a descriptive category in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll say news. Okay, cool. Internet news, lovely. So my point is this: Gina shared with us her use of the wonderful English language. That's, you know, a bit sweary. And I'm sure Gina's aware. I don't know if you guys are aware, but she can't be on British television and say that. Like, you literally off from. It's serious, right? So my point is just this: basically. If you guys want to be like, I feel like basically the rule that Mark is right, basically. Mark is just basically right. And whether he said it, we said it a lot or not, whether his words says it, whether you guys slip up, whether you guys even slip up today, tomorrow, and the next and keep saying it, is the fact that you're trying, and it's the fact that as a news outlet, you're not promoting it, that you're not saying that this is part of the culture. I feel like really and truly, I still consider it a slur personally, but I think generally speaking, it's a swear word. To me, it's a swear word. Same way that I don't hear you guys effing and blinding. Even when you guys said, oh, you guys use it all the time, I'm like, huh? When do I even hear them guys use it? You probably use it in passing, and not even that deep, but I don't hear you swearing 24/7. So I just feel like basically Mark is right. Afterwards, I get you guys' point of getting onto him, but the reality is, I don't say it, but some people say it every day of their lives, but they don't say it when they go to work. Yeah. And yeah, I just think you guys basically should be just trying at least to say it's a rule, but even if you mess up, oh well. But like, yeah, that's just my point of the matter. And I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much for saying all of that. But by reaction time, he's actually going to say it.
What?
Nigga.
Okay, cool. But it doesn't matter. That's my point. It doesn't actually matter. Actually, it means
Mark doesn't believe anything he's saying.
I do.
We don't matter about Mark. It's not me. It's not me.
No, I do believe what I'm saying.
Studio, you guys should try and not say it. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get upset when I see people doing it. I was calling out the Pivot podcast. I've left a comment on it and they changed it actually. They block out shit, fuck, all these other words and let nigga fly. And I'm like, I don't understand what we're doing it. Yeah. But they've changed it now. It's gone now. You get me? I see that stuff. It winds me up, bro. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I don't understand. Why don't you believe me?
Good vibes, caller. Love you.
Thank you.
Love you and leave you. Bye.
When I see in places where people are trying to police language, yeah, bro, they're trying to police language. They're making conscious efforts to police language, but they just let the N-word fly anywhere they want. That winds me up, bro.
Brother, I agree with what you're saying. I would love to have this platform with no cuss words and this, that, and next, but this expression of language amongst friends is why I encourage it, right? We can pull each other up if it is that we've said it in a wrong spirit, and that's what we do, right? I've never stopped you guys from cussing because I see it as relatable. And we've never had to basically...
pull an episode out.
Yeah, because of that. Now, when you started, I observe you all the time. And when it is that you click into your monologue bag, I kind of go back a few seconds to see why you've done it. And it's because we wouldn't say P-A-K-I that vexed you. Do you understand? And then you said, all right, let me now look to put it on them. Let me say the nigger argument. And that's my issue. It's not that you're not telling the truth 100%. We can cut it out. It'll be lovely. But your intentions, the reason as to why is that you actually jumped to that was because we didn't basically do what it is you wanted to do, which is say back.
It's because I guess you're right, but it's not just because you didn't do what I want you to do. It's because of what I'm actively watching you doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Is that
you are seen as doing what? Being mindful of the slur to other communities, right?
There's bare black people who don't like this word, Brent.
Wait. That's what got you vexed, right?
Yes.
All right.
Then.
And in
you're
doing
not mindful of
doing that, you got irked because we are not mindful of our own slur word that offends others, right? I hear all of that. I hear what you're saying. But come tomorrow, this is not your vibe. This is my problem. Keep the same energy all the way through.
If we agree to it, it'll be my vibe.
Okay, let's agree to it because this is I need to go. Let's agree to it. Like, yeah. So everyone agreed? Say aye.
Aye. Listen, huh?
I'm joking.
All right, thank you. That is all the word on road from me. That was topic of the day part 2. Let's get into people's journal.
We should make this spicy and make that like a pot to put like 5p in.
I was gonna say that, you know. No, not 5p.
A pound.
A pound.
Can we get a pound for an N-word jar,
Let's
please?
say 2.
£2.
Let's say 2.
Because it lives. Okay, £2. So you're gonna be on filling it up anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, £2.
Right.
We'll have a swear jar now, but for the N-word.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going to be that difficult for us, though?
It's not going to be difficult for me.
I don't think it's difficult.
It will be.
Who do you think it's going to be most difficult for?
You, because when you get cooking, brother, the ingredients
It just
get
comes
thrown
out.
in.
Like, it literally comes
You
out.
know that woman who's like, I don't look at ingredients, I just throw it in the pot.
Do you know what's
That's
mad
you.
here?
Talented.
You're gonna do a lot of me when this happens. Because you're gonna get heated, say what you're saying, you're gonna start doing all of this. And then I'm gonna be like, you said it, and you'll be like, no, I didn't. So I'm ready for it. I'm tired of
All
being
we
the
can
only
do is
liar
try it.
on the panel.
I'm on trying.
Yeah, I think we should have a jar. The N-word jar.
All right.
And we can let guests know as well when they come. Let's start that actually. Yeah, that's a good tradition to start. When guests are like, you know, on radio they say you can't say this word, can't say this word. Over here, at the new black, you can't say the N-word.
Yeah.
So what, are we putting in swearing as well?
No. Not like if it's mean.
If it's necessary.
Could we say like taking the piss? That's a swear word technically.
So why do we
Bloody is a swear word.
why are we putting
The N-word.
above the swearing?
Because
You're
that's
gonna
how it is that
What do you mean?
Marx wants us to see it. It's more damaging using that word than a cuss word.
Do you guys not think it's more damaging saying the N-word than it is bloody or fuck off or anything like that? What's happening in this room? This has to be a topic of the day.
I think we should do a topic of the day tomorrow.
No, we need to because I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I don't mind. I never said my position, but you'll know my position tomorrow.
Nigga,
Tune in, people. Tune in,
Oh my God,
people.
you understand? No, we haven't started the jar, right?
We've started that jar, you know.
No,
Start from
It's
tomorrow.
just
No, start from
digital.
tomorrow.
The jar is
No,
digital.
I just said it. No, it's never gonna be hard.
What did you say, BFFR?
No, I was like, niggas ain't no.
That's 2.
So that's 2.
That's 2.
No, I was clarifying what I said the first time.
We didn't. It doesn't matter. 2. So
Starting-
what is it? £5 per person?
You must
When
be
did we
high.
get here?
Bloody hell, mate. Anyway, all right, let's just get into people's journal.
Well, it seems. Well, in fact, sorry. Welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I'll talk about is obviously the use of the N-word and how there may be a demand for, less demand for rappers. Since they
It's
don't
real?
have, yeah, 100%.
No way.
No, I'm joking.
I'm just saying, damn.
All right, so the first thing, I want to talk about is the Demand rises for passports as workers begin strikes. Yeah. Are you guys aware of like your passport expiry dates?
Yeah, 2027.
Oh, serious?
25, I think. No.
You better be checking yours.
No, mine's not anytime soon.
Okay, cool. So you lot have never been in a situation where, oh crap, I need to change this ASAP.
Right now, my Ghana passport has me on. You see tomorrow, risking it for a chocolate biscuit.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm telling you,
When's yours expired?
it's expired.
Oh, is that already?
Yeah.
Mine expired like, I think.
No, but I'm flying there with.
10 years ago.
I'm literally risking it for a chocolate biscuit.
You need to get
Is
dual
it expired
citizenship.
at the moment, Chyna?
Yeah.
Or is that expiring? It's
No,
expired.
it's done.
You know, you have good faith.
No, let me tell you why. Yeah. So obviously I tried to get an appointment.
Yeah.
They don't have any appointments until May, and obviously you know with our fellow, let me not say this, but you know how there's you can
You know, girl.
you can
Yeah.
fast track, but you see what people are asking for.
It's mad.
Your father, because
Yeah,
I'm not doing
very
it.
mad.
Don't be rude.
It's very, very
So
stupid.
I'm risking it for a chocolate biscuit, and I'm just gonna go on vibes.
Yeah, just
But I
stop.
also have a Ghana ID card though, and obviously they made that rule last year that you can like if I'm flying like internally,
Yeah.
I don't need a passport. Like I can use that as like
Your passport.
yeah.
So you can use that to leave here.
Yes. No, so basically, what I'm going to do leaving here is I'm going to take my British, my Ghana, and my ID card. It should be fine, though.
I think it'll be fine. I
I
feel like
think
the
it'll be
British one
fine.
cares. When you get there, they're type of like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
but when they
expired,
get
but
there, no, it's
obviously-
minor because I'll use my ID card.
Okay, that's all right then.
So we'll see how it goes. The thing is, it depends on the person I get in it. Because sometimes these don't trouble me about yellow fever, sometimes they don't.
No, you'll be 100% right.
No,
I
literally.
I went to the Ghana embassy, yeah. And my mum was telling me this. I remember this day. I said to my mum, I think afterwards I said I will never doubt what my mum says again. Right? I was arguing. I was like, no, I need to have a valid, in-date Ghana passport. This, that, and the third. She's like, no, you've got your dual citizenship card thing. You're fine. I said, but the thing's expired.
What does that mean? What is a? I didn't even know there was a dual citizenship thing.
Yeah, I don't think they do it in the same way, but I've had mine obviously when they were doing it. Innit? It's literally just like a little booklet with your picture in there, signed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So I've queued up, waited, done all the forms for the Ghana thingy, because I was thinking, let me get a visa, right? Because I may not get my passport in time. I've gone to the front now, and I'm showing the guy my paper, and the guy's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Yeah, this is my thingy." And he's like, "But you don't need a thing." I was like, "But my passport's expired." He said, "So? But you're a citizen. You've got your card."
No, so you're right. Because everyone, when I've been like faffing around about it, I was talking to my friend and he was like, they're not in the UK. They're not gonna care. Like if I leave here and I fly on my Ghana passport, they're not gonna care
No,
because
but
obviously.
you fly on your British.
But then they'll ask me for a visa if I fly my British. So I have to. When I leave here, every time I leave here, I use my Ghana passport. If I don't and I use my British, they will ask for a visa. Obviously, I don't have a visa, so I'm gonna have to fly on my Ghana leaving here.
I'm trying to remember how I do it. I think what did I do?
And then
I think
even
I
if it's
fly my
expired,
British.
they won't care. I've never left the country on my British. I always leave on my Ghana because obviously you don't need a visa. You're going home.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't even matter about the expiry date because you're going to your country basically. And obviously, whatever happens, you'll deal with it when you get there.
But who would ask you about your visa here in the UK?
The UK when you
What, at the actual
yeah.
What with the luggage and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they'll ask you for a visa when you're traveling.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
So that's why I have to leave with my Ghana because they won't question me about a visa because I'm obviously flying to the country.
So when you get to Ghana, what happens?
So when I get to Ghana, I also use my Ghana passport generally.
So you didn't need your British at all?
No. I only take my British because when I'm coming back. By the way, we're not really meant to do this stuff, so I feel like I'm just talking on air.
No,
but
time.
on the way back, I leave Ghana with my Ghana passport. The only reason why I take my British is just so when I come out of the passport, I just go straight to the UK passport queue. It's obviously quicker.
Do you know what it is? In my mind, I was always showing them my British, and then when I get to Ghana, I show them my Ghana.
But then when I get to the reason why also when I'm coming back, why I don't show my Ghana passport is because they will ask me for a visa to come to the UK. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's when I just.
But I only use my British passport when I'm literally in the UK on the way back, going through customs. Other than that, I always use my Ghana passport. Did I tell you how I messed up when I missed my flight to Dubai in Ghana? I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but let me just quickly share the story.
Tell us.
So obviously, I'm leaving to go to Dubai, and in my head, I'm going with a British passport to Dubai. I don't need a visa, right?
Yep.
But when I get to the airport, so I leave my Ghana passport at home because I'm like, I don't need it.
Okay.
When I get to the airport, they're like, I take my British passport, And they're like, okay, cool. Where's your visa? And I was like, I don't have a visa. They're like, how did you get into the country? Oh, I flew in my Ghanaian passport. Okay, where's your Ghanaian passport? I was like, it's at home. They're like, oh, you need your passport. I was like, why? He goes, because it shows proof of entry into the country.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're like, oh, you can pay for a visa. I was like, I don't want to pay. How much is a visa? $200. Why I want to pay $200 for a visa when I actually have a passport at home? But the time is, when I say time is like ticking, these are literally not letting me go past. So I have to call my mum, get someone to put it in a cab. And if you know anything about Ghana and traffic, it's a myth. And then it starts raining. You know when it rains in Ghana, it's like rain is like acid to Africans. Like it's everyone. It's just no one's driving. I guess they've got really bad drainage systems in it. So like it's quite dangerous. So like when it rains, it's the absolute worst. So I'm standing there. This cab, obviously my passport's not gonna arrive on time. So I'm like, I don't want to miss this flight. I'm gonna have to pay. I'm just gonna have to pay for a visa. I go to pay for the visa. I miss my flight anyway. I literally pay for the visa. And the thing that annoys me is the guy, the visa officer, like the guy in charge, the way this guy pocketed the money. He didn't even put it like, and I was haggling with him. He told me $200. I said, I'm not giving you $200. Okay, give me
dollars as well. You're not even serious.
Give me $150. So that's how I knew he was making it up off the top of his head.
And you couldn't get a refund.
He pocketed the money, And I said, are you sure I'm going to get this back? Because the time was literally, like, I thought he told them, like, I'm coming. Obviously, my luggage, everything. When I walk into the gate, the guy's like, please, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to Dubai. Are you Miss Georgina? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, the flight has left. I said, sorry. He was like, your baggage is off the plane. I said, I've been to this airport for time. He was like, no one let us know. We've called your name on the tunnel. I said, you haven't called my name on the tunnel because I haven't heard nothing. So when I came back here, you know, like the people that take your baggage, everyone was like, oh, how did you miss the flight? Like you've been here I was there for time. And they're like, oh, why didn't you tell, like, why didn't, he was like, they should have told them because they would have waited. Because obviously my stuff's on the plane. Like it would have been easier for them to just wait and me get on the plane and stuff than them have to faff around and do all of that stuff. But I was so annoyed. I went back to the man. I said, can I have my money back, please? He tried to stall. I said, listen, I'm not leaving here until you run me back my peas. I was like, because I don't need the visa. Oh, then we have to cancel go and cancel the visa on my passport then. Yeah. I don't need it.
Did you get your money back?
Yeah. And then, but it was annoying because I had to pay £300 to change my, so I just thought, this is a...
No, but it could have been 450.
Yeah.
To be fair. But I had to pay £300 to change my flight and then I had to fly the next day. But it was such a annoying experience. So now I just always take both passports just because you just never know.
Yeah. Same. I always take two. Both. I mean, I think I need to get a Nigerian one though.
I had to flirt my way to get my last time.
Nigerians are not
I had to flirt my way to get it.
She said flirt.
I got it though in 2 days. I said, all right.
But when they were saying the passport books are finished,
okay,
I was disgusted.
They will actually tell you the booklet. We don't have the booklet.
I was disgusted. I said, I don't need it. It
was the whole thing.
It's so interesting how you have a British passport and a Ghanaian, but not a Nigerian.
You mean?
Because it's Ghanaian. I'm not. We know. The streets know. The North remembers.
I don't mind not being Nigerian, you know. I'm Yoruba though.
No, we don't even care. No, you don't. Me. Nope. Nope, you're Ghanaian.
But I'm
You're giving
Yoruba.
quick energy.
I'm
Listen,
Yoruba
don't worry.
and Ghanaian.
Don't worry. I take you. You're on the bus.
You ain't got a choice. You're with us.
All right. So what I was saying was there's been a confirmed rise in applications. So obviously if you're trying to get your British passports renewed in this, that and the third, it's going to take a while. There's currently no plans to change the 10-week guidance for passports and all that type of stuff for it to be processed and sent out. So, but again, it may be a bit more, it might take a bit longer because everyone's striking and stuff like that as well, innit? That's going to have a ripple effect. The next thing is oil prices have surged, basically because some of the world's largest oil exporters announced surprise cuts in their production. So the price of crude oil, Brent crude oil, was trading about above $84 a barrel in Asia after jumping by more than 4%. Sorry, after jumping more than $4, which is about 5%. The increase came after Saudi Arabia, Iraq, some of the Gulf states as well said on Sunday they're going to be cutting the output by more than like a million barrels a day. So, of course, the oil prices soared. As you guys know, we spoke about this many times, due to the whole Russia-Ukraine war and all that type of stuff. They're now back at levels that was seen prior to the conflict. But again, because all the largest oil exporters cutting their production, prices have gone up again. And the last thing I want to talk about is McDonald's. And basically, McDonald's kind of doing what Elon Musk did the other day, man, when we were talking about cutting jobs and stuff. Yeah, man. So the CEO basically sent an email to everybody, part of the organization around the world and whatnot, in January, saying there's going to be some difficult discussions and decisions ahead. Now, that's coming to fruition, right? And so basically this week of April 3rd, or this is what they said, during the week of April 3rd, we will communicate key decisions related to roles and staffing levels across the organization. And basically what they're saying is they're going to be sacking people. And this is going to be people in key positions, like proper positions and stuff like that. Right?
Well, like chip fryers.
That's what I'm going to say. Watch it get longer.
I mean, that is a key position. It is a key
Don't
position.
get more key. I don't care about the guy in HR. I care about if I get my fries hot or not.
Hey, for real. It is true, but
Got
yeah,
the workers, man.
But basically, everyone is basically at risk right now. Did you know McDonald's employs roughly 200,000 people around the world?
A year? Or when?
No, just
period.
Yeah.
I hear it though. They're like
Is that a
a
lot?
vibrant.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
It doesn't sound like it's a lot.
Doesn't sound like it's a lot.
How many?
I
There's
think so.
McDonald's everywhere.
There's about 200,000 McDonald's.
Is it McDonald's as well? Or the KFC?
KFC.
How many McDonald's are there?
Got Domino's.
I'm not too sure, you know.
KFC
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going crazy. For the way McDonald's seems in
might
my
be
life,
bringing-
that doesn't sound like a lot of people.
So I might even bring you some oil. And
No, I
Burger
don't
King.
think- I
Oh
don't
my
think
gosh,
that's-
Burger King in Ghana. It's so
I'm not opposed to that,
shocking.
by the way, because my mom's in Nigeria. The things I've given her to bring me, she's bringing my sausage rolls. So I'm not opposed. If you want to bring some chicken back,
It's
That ain't a problem.
different. It's actually different.
like I'll take food in any.
I hear it.
There's 40,000.
40,000 McDonald's.
40,000 McDonald's. Yeah.
Around the world,
Yeah.
and they employ 200,000.
200,000
That's not a lot.
employees.
Because a lot of them, like, you got like 24 hours, you got different hours and stuff.
I don't know. But
Sounds
200,000 is a lot of people, though, right?
It's a lot of people,
Yeah,
but
That's a lot of people. Yeah. And 75% of them are outside of the US, which would make obviously some sense as well. innit?
75%. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's sad that people losing their jobs like that.
Yeah, man. Everyone's trying to cut down, man. And they're pretty much, like I said, doing it like how Twitter was doing it. So they're going to be doing this basically over like Zoom and stuff.
Agreed with
innit?
that.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so unethical. The fact that you're even emailing people to let them know that, oh, by the way, a shake-up is coming. Why are you giving people anxiety
You can't
for?
sack me over Zoom. Don't make sense. Just text me. Like, why would you want to see my face? Why are we having that call for? For you to say, oh, hi, bye.
No, because I want you to feel awkward. I'm doing it to you can feel awkward.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want that call. Just text me. You don't need to do that to me.
Well, they have told people who don't have like certain like smartphone technology and this and that.
Okay,
Because obviously it's
countries.
all over the world, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to get
A
A
letter.
letter.
the letter or the phone call. Yeah. But basically they
Yeah, from your
told
party, you're
everybody,
sucking me, boy.
but they basically told everyone to work from home. Obviously not everyone. Like,
So basically, it's basically the higher ups. It's not really.
yeah,
the,
it's mainly.
It's not the guys with the ground and boots.
Exactly.
Or boots
yeah.
on ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Ground and
Yeah,
boots.
man. Because I think they're spending a lot of money, man. And I guess their profit margins are not like they used to be.
I wonder if you get a staff discount or you just get free. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
for
McDonald's.
Yeah, if I'm HR, is it free or do I get discount? Because that's dead.
You could probably the take home, like you could probably get bare food.
I
But-
think you get food for free.
Babe, after what, a week? You're gonna be
Yeah,
done
you
with
would
that?
say, yeah, because a lot of people that work there don't eat McDonald's.
Because my brother used to work for KFC back in the day. And he used to always bring home food. And me being the fat kid that I was, I used to wait out for him. He used to come at
That's
2 in the
chicken
morning.
though. There's always a place for fried
Yeah,
chicken.
literally, he literally would come in with the bucket, and I'll be literally sleeping when I hear that key through the door. I
I'm
wake
like, oh,
up and I'm like,
time.
oh my god, she's home. And obviously, I want it fresh. I don't want to eat
Yes,
it the
I don't
next
wanna-
day.
yeah.
That's
I'm-
different, man.
I'm
Like
literally-
burgers and that, like Big Macs. Like after a while, it's like, brother, how many Big Macs do you
Yeah,
want?
can you eat?
But
Yeah.
stepping home with that bargain bucket,
No, listen,
with the
let's
chips,
go.
and that's different.
Listen, Mugs,
Especially back in the day.
I'll be half asleep eating
the original
food. You know
chips.
when you're like, I'm literally sleeping, but I'm just shoving the food in my mouth.
Yeah, that was a good
Good
time.
times, man.
Literally.
That was a good. That's a good time on your behalf.
No, I was lit. Literally.
How old were you?
He was. I'm gonna say he was 16, so I was 13.
Oh, cute.
You're trying to picture what I look like in the Brent.
No, I'm trying to think how far you would have run away from the car.
Oh, when I said I'm not going to Ghana. You are not letting this go, boy. Okay.
No, you don't tell me you have to say that.
But
Could you really get away?
It was in my fluffy days. Yes. I'd admit that.
You have changed so much, you know.
Oh, it's jokes,
Your
isn't
glow
it?
up is ridiculous.
When I look at my
Look at
childhood
you.
pictures,
Look
I
at you.
think,
Look how beautiful you are now.
don't
Come
piss
on.
off, go away.
Come
10
on.
years
Leave
of
me
just
alone.
jeans.
Come on.
I don't like it. Gosh.
and you've remained so humble, putting people on.
Listen,
God damn.
Let's not talk about that, girl. Let's not go there. I see what you're trying to do.
All right, I'll stop.
How much a bargain buckets now?
I don't have a clue.
It's not a bargain, is it?
It's
It's not a bargain.
Is that 15? Is that £15?
Yeah, something like that, innit?
Like,
30
what, even
quid.
at the basic, like
I feel like a 6 basic, no extra, no strips, no nothing. It's probably like
Because you could spend a tenner on
£15.
like a mighty thing for one, and that's not a bargain bucket. That's just like
for one person,
Yeah,
innit?
for one
yeah, it's one
Where you
piece
get the
chicken,
wings,
3 strips, wings
the
and things.
strips
That's
and
about
the-
$8.99
And
or
the
something.
beans. I'm sorry, but KFC
crazy.
beans. I think
I've never
is
tried
elite.
it.
I have to order beans with every time I order KFC. I need beans with it.
I've
Barbe-
never tried it.
barbecue
No,
beans.
it's barbecue
Barbecue
beans. It's
beans.
so it's
Okay, I wanna
elite,
try
man.
it. I wanna
Honestly,
try it.
you have to give it a go.
It doesn't matter what order, I'll be getting beans.
Same.
I'll be pouring the beans on my chicken burger.
I would dip my burger in the beans.
I'll just pour the beans on the burger where I bit.
Yeah.
this. I don't know what the beans taste like, but this is selling.
No,
the
it's
beans
really no. The
slap.
beans are nice, proper nice.
Wow, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'll come back with my findings.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Thank
Okay,
you. Let's
thanks.
get into asking for a friend.
Give me a second, okay?
China.
What's going on?
I'm only hearing one ear.
Oh,
It's tweaking.
somebody stick up the task of.
Oh, I can't find
Back
mine's
there.
mine's not here.
Oh, do you pass it there, please?
Sorry,
Alright.
it wasn't updated.
No, it doesn't go to the side.
Oh, how come?
I hate that. Like you know, like
All right.
like I'm tilting a little bit, and now my screen's moved. Don't be silly. Stand up straight.
Hi guys, I'm on my burner email but asking for a friend. The fact that you even have a burner email is killing me. Is
I have
it
a
not?
burner email.
Is it not time to remove just pearly things from our community? Why have we allowed her to get big off our melanated backs? The chicken girl can stay, but this one, we should get her out. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Who's just pearly?
She's basically the white.
The white girl that does the love
Yeah.
podcast.
Never
Not love.
podcast.
The one where she has like.
But
Was it the one that
panel.
Grace was on there?
Yeah, I went on
Okay.
there once, and
Oh, have you?
yeah, girl,
She's very intense,
I
isn't
got
it?
PTSD.
She's very
Yeah, she's basically the black Andrew. She's the no, sorry, not black. She's the female Andrew Tate.
Really. I know she's always humbling women, talking about like
Yeah.
you say you want the 1%, but you know what? Like she's very.
But she also is not that, by the way.
You can tell.
Yeah,
No offense.
yeah.
In Poland, they switched it out with Nigerians. It would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, did you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense, like what you're saying. Personally, I'm trying to get my Africans in America, so we're not gonna support that. like, please make it easy for me to immigrate next year.
Well, I will say, hey, they are more industrious
Get
than
blessing
American
in.
blacks.
Get blessing in. I need to
He
bring-
can stay.
Well, look.
Ed said, "I'm surprised Esther didn't throw her hands." Trust me, Ed. The intervention from the Lord was serious that day.
Yeah, what do you think about her? I guess I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch her stuff,
Yeah,
so I don't generally know a lot about her.
yeah.
But she seems to be thriving off our community
And
because
she
I feel
is.
like a lot of people that go on her platform are from our community
Yeah.
and are talking about things to do with our community.
And speaking down on our community,
Literally,
I feel like she should be out here.
in front of the others.
Yeah,
So
she 100% should be out here.
yeah,
'Cause I feel like what Amelia does is harmless.
she's
She
just
can shop
interviewing
the-
her face. Yeah, she's just
interviews
interviewing
people
her.
She just
yeah.
has a joke of people that she likes. This one, you're intentional about putting a certain kind of message out there. And when I went there, yeah, her team was black. And you know what it gave me? It gave me like very, you are really out here like working for
NASA.
Yeah, it was very weird. Like everyone that I met on her team that day was black, and it just had a weird tone to me. It just made me feel uncomfortable. As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, like it wasn't a good look. But I definitely think she's someone should be out of here. But
I've not seen her stuff right like that. But do you feel like what she's saying is false, or is there truth?
What did she say? If we filled Poland with Nigerians, it'd be a totally different country.
Yeah.
What was she speaking? What did she mean?
I'm not too sure, you know. I'm not too sure. But that
Was she
particular
saying
thing
that as a negative or positive? Like, what was she
She's never
saying?
saying as a negative.
Huh?
She will be saying as a negative. Because there's no reason for you to say if you would take a certain people from a certain place and put them in another place, it's going to be what you say is going to be what is going to
totally
turn to
different
Nigeria.
country.
Yeah, and
But is she saying if Nigerians are in Poland or if Polish people are in Nigeria?
no,
I'm too sure.
But I just feel like, isn't that kind of a no shit Sherlock moment? Oh crap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we can swear. We just can't say the
Oh,
N-word.
okay. Isn't that kind of like
Until we do our taco of the day, to be honest.
Okay, but isn't it kind of like a duh moment? Like, well, of course, if you put Ghanaians in Nigeria, I think it'd be a different country.
Yeah, because you've got
in
Nigerians
Ghana.
there. Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's when they're never. We're not. Nobody's the same.
Yeah, so what was the point of the statement then?
That's what I'm trying to get at.
I feel like it's one of those ones where you have to kind of watch the full
Probably
thing.
the full thing.
But
Yeah.
I would never watch the full thing of hers.
So when you went on there, what was you lot discussing?
So the conversation was more about relationships and like marriages and stuff like that, and they were talking about the whole thing about if a man cheats on a woman, and she decides that she's leaving, she essentially is the one who's breaking up the family because she's essentially quit. So not the fact that the man cheated or anything like that. It was there was that kind of conversation, and I was basically saying that I don't agree with that.
Neither
Like
do I.
you
chose to break up the
you break up the family.
when
When you
cheated.
did that,
Yeah.
you break up the family kind of thing. And then there was this black woman who I guess is her first signee, and they call her auntie, black older woman. Anyway, let me not console her. So she was like to me, talking about all of that, then she was like to me, are you... I can't remember what it was about. It was about like the effects it has on kids and whatever, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, but even if the parents stay together, you will still, if there's friction in the house,
You can tell.
that's gonna have a worse effect on your kids than if you had two separate households and both parents are healthy and happy and the co-parenting kind of thing. And the woman was like to me, "Oh, do you have kids?" And then obviously I don't have kids. She knows I don't have kids. To try and like kind of like sun me.
Of course.
And I said, "Oh, are you married?" She said to me, "Well, when you have kids, I'll hear from you." I said, "Well, when you're married, then you can talk about marriage because you're Agbaya, you're a grown-ass woman who's with this person that you're probably cheating on you every other day. What you're saying, all of this, that all this energy you have is projection because you do not like the life you're living. So let's be guided in that regard." But yeah, mine was about that. And then there was this Asian girl who's on BBC Extra now actually, and she was talking about. So she was married before, but like like Asian cultural wedding, and she's talking about how she's divorced and whatever. But she was saying how they got together when they were young, and she's like the older they've got, they basically kind of become different people. So it was a thing where they had to take a break and whatever. She just shared this. They made this girl the target. Like it made me so uncomfortable. Like I literally had to message her after that. Like, are you? Because they literally made her a target. They basically saying now how she made a poor decision. She's selfish. She broke up her family. She wasn't thinking of her daughter when she did that. Like it was so crazy. Like. It's like when you go in there, like you're just in a den of lions. But it's like what you're saying doesn't even make sense. I feel like there's a way to have productive conversations, and we don't have to agree on stuff. We do that here. We don't always have to agree on stuff. But we don't have to be disrespectful to people. And I feel like that's what they do over there. And she has this thing where it's like when I'm talking, no one should be talking. I don't know. It just gives me vibes. Obviously, there's stuff I know about her as well. I can't really say on air, but yeah, it just wasn't it. It was a very, very weird environment. Like I don't know anyone that's been on there that's had a great time. Not a damn soul. But yes, I do believe we've had someone like her, she should. But it goes back to what I was saying earlier about how the black community, we don't safeguard, we don't gatekeep enough.
Is she in the community though?
She has a lot of like black people that go on there. Like people would want to promote stuff and intentionally go on there. I was invited on there, but she has people who would like messaging me like, "Can I come on? Can I come on?" Because she records a lot as well.
I've never seen this woman apart. The first time was when you went on the show. The first time I heard from her. Yeah. And unless she's been brought up on here, I've never seen her anywhere.
I do see. I'm not gonna lie. I do see her pop up quite a lot because I feel like a lot of the people that go on her platform are from our community, and there's always conversations about our community.
And that's the thing. Which
I don't pay attention to anything, so that's probably why.
Which I find really strange, like that we're going on a white person, and this is no disrespect, but do you know what I mean? Like, why are we going to talk black business with a white girl?
Absolutely.
Like, what do you know? Like, what can you tell me about my community?
Is it. And I feel
you don't have the experience.
This
you know
is
what I mean? You're from the outside.
And the thing is as well, this is why I say like it's enabling, because in what world should a white person be sitting there telling us why the black community is so bad and so this? Like she throws like stats about black fathers are more likely to leave and black kids are more like all that stuff is like so much venom and vim for a community you're not part of. It's weird. Like I really wish. I feel like my biggest regret is I wish I watched her content if I went on there. I didn't. I met her at the Milf and Honey live show because she was on the panel. I was on a panel with her, and she just seemed like a chill person. A couple ticks here and there, but she was chilled. Do you know what I mean? So when I went on a platform, I just thought it was going to be like a normal, casual conversation. When I went, I didn't talk for majority of the time because the whole time, and the way it's set, I wanted to leave, but the way it's set up, it's like because it's a live stream, I would have blocked. It was a whole thing if I had to leave. And that's why, because I was thinking this is carrying on way too long, and none of this is making any sense, kind of thing. It was just stupid. Like, I literally left there with so much annoyance and anger that I'd wasted my time, and I'd been on such a platform. She invited me back. No, I never even opened the message. I just literally edit. Because it's a very stupid platform.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to it. And the fact that at the time when I went, I mean, the guy on her team, her producer was black. The guy who does like the engineering, all that kind of stuff as well was black. It just was such a bad time. I was thinking, you just sit here all the time, every single day, I think she records 3 times a week. And you just hear her spew all this negativity about the black community, and you sort of just fine helping elevate her. And her platform's grown crazy. In a matter of
months. Is this just a female thing? Like, is this just like in the women's space? Because black men ain't really watching and listening to her.
A lot of black men go on her thing, you know. Because she's got very incel type. So if you're a black man who hates black women, she's there for you. She's ready for you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who are you speaking to,
good morning, guys.
Morning.
What's your name?
Well, on YouTube, it's the Bathroom Diaries. I've been in the comments for ages,
Beautiful.
but I never really called
Morning, babes.
anything.
How are you? Thanks for calling.
Hi. No problem. So I wanted to talk about this Pearl issue thing, because I've been watching like the drama unfold, and what it is that like she hires black recruiters, and these recruiters go around recruiting black people, but they're not telling these people what the podcast is about. They're saying, oh, it's a relationship podcast, so people are coming on just thinking they're going to have a conversation, when really and truly she's always got like facts, logic, and it's a setup, and then you end up being drawn out. Obviously you have the option to speak or not, but you end up being drawn out, you end up looking silly, and then there's this narrative that black and basically people of color are just ignorant, and it's looking mad. And then her followers are these cult men that really and truly hate on people and hate on women, and then it gets used, and then I've been on it. Yeah, literally. And then when you're looking at the comments, you're just getting ripped apart. And she's been able to build a platform. And recently, one of the guys that she had on, that was her Cody or whatever, he's literally exposed her in a video. And he's been like, oh, you know, she hires this type of people, and she's kind of like a colonizer in that sense, where she knows exactly what
but it gives you the energy though.
She's seen the formula, and she's just on it. So yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, no, do you know what? That is true, actually, because when I met her at the Milk and Honey live show, as I watched a podcast about, she literally was like, oh, it's like relationships. There's no way I ever would have gone there if that's the energy. When I tell you, it was such a toxic environment. And you watch Sid messaged me, because he was like, what are you doing on there? And he was like, Esther, you looked like you were just fuming and just done. Because imagine just sitting in a room and you're just seeing all sorts of like negativity being spewed out, and it's like, you're not even part of the community. Like, how can you tell me how black relationships work? Like, and even the Asian girl, she was doing that with the Asian girl as well. And this girl is in there, by the way. This girl is in the Asian community. This girl can tell you more, but you're just telling her, no, this is what it is, this is what this means, and that's foolish. It's proper mad. I need to watch that video of her being exposed.
And also, one last thing is that she gets onto modern day women, right? When the funny thing is she is a modern day woman.
Yes.
She's not traditional. So she's so judgmental, when really and truly, if you just look at her, like not like physically, but if you look at her and be like, okay, well, you're single, you're 26, like you ain't a 10, as they like to judge people on their like with the way they look. And it's like, she's actually the biggest hypocrite. Like, respectfully, you're a hypocrite judging people, and you're literally the opposite of everything that you're telling everyone that should be. So it's really weird.
It's very, it's very, I feel like it's very weird. That's exactly the word. It's just weird content.
Can I ask you guys a question, including you, Bathroom Diaries, like, it's a two-part question. Is she telling the truth about certain things? Because she's presenting stats, right, according to what you're saying. And number two, would it matter if it was a black woman that was saying it instead? Would that be better?
Yes, it would. Because, well, for me anyway, I feel like black people talking on black things, I understand. It's like when people get annoyed and say, why are men talking about women's business? It's the same thing. I don't get why you're talking about something that you have no experience in. You're literally just watching from the outside. So you can't come and tell me what my experience should be like, or even have... Do you know what I mean? It's like, watch on the sidelines. Don't give commentary or give advice or anything, because it's not something that you experience. It's not your reality, and it never is going to be, because you are not black. Even if you was to marry a black man or have black mixed race kids, you're still not going to have the same experience as me, because you're not black.
And
so why are you talking about it?
I agree with that. I feel like whatever you can be saying, you can be telling me facts, like stats or whatever. If it's not about the black community, if it's not coming from the mouth of a black person, it's always going to sound more offensive to me. I feel like it's not your business. I'm very big on like, it's not your business. So, Braverman
I
Diaries?
think that yeah, sorry. I think that it's interesting because you do get hooked because I think there's certain women that actually should take accountability because there's a lot of like delusional women for real. Sometimes we're just in our fantasy world, and that's because I'm not gonna lie, I like a good daydream, fantasy, and husband and all that stuff. So there are elements of the show that draw you in because it's like actually as women sometimes we do need to take accountability instead of like letting our friends just slide. However, it's the way she presents the facts. It's kind of it's a bit biased, and because you're coming on there and you don't have like stats yourself and you can't really like, in debate
you're just ambushed.
You always have to it's an ambush, so you can't really stick up for yourself unless you're educated on what you're talking about, and then you just end up looking silly. So it's a mixture of some things are right, you can learn, but ultimately it's a toxic environment and it's not there for you to actually be empowered. It's there to rip you apart, and that's what's bad.
Okay, makes sense.
It's mad.
All right. Thank you for
you,
that.
lovely.
Thank you.
You just
Thank you.
stop
Have a good day,
watching her,
y'all.
man.
Bye.
That's it. But the thing, that's the thing, though.
That's what everyone should do. Just
I don't watch
That's the
it.
thing,
stop
though.
watching her.
But this is the thing, though. Her audience are incels. So no one who's got I mean, there are people who have sensible minds who do watch her. But it's not even I don't think it's a thing where it's like if she's boycott, that will get her out. Because again, her audience are incels. The people who think the same thing about black women. People think the same thing about modern women. Do you know what I mean? Like there are people who hate women. So she's always going to thrive because that community is massive and continues to grow.
Okay.
I feel like Mark said, man, we just have to like don't listen to her. And those incels out there, the women shouldn't be dating them, and then they'll realize what they're doing is unproductive, and then they'll change their ways. That's it.
No, because they don't want us anyway.
Because I was actually listening to.
What do they want then?
No, I was listening to Receipts, and they were actually digging into the whole incel thing, and there was like was it a documentary or podcast? I'm gonna listen to it. But the whole incel thing, it's way deeper than someone just being online and trolling. You know, it's a proper lifestyle.
I want us to do a topic of the day about this.
We need to.
Yeah.
But we definitely need to like read. Everyone needs to read up and
all sorts.
It's proper. Like when they were talking on the podcast, I couldn't believe it. My mouth was open. Wow. Like it's a proper lifestyle. It's not as easy as everyone just boycott them and they don't. No, it's a proper indoctrination. It's like a cult.
He's gonna teach me because I don't know about all this stuff. Like I see it, I know it's buzzwords. I don't really know what it means. Like incels and red pills and blue pills. I'm not versed in these. I don't even know what an incel really is. I've probably used the word before as well because I just say it, but I don't really.
I think I heard someone the other day say, does it stand for intentionally celibate?
Yeah, intentional celibacy. Yeah.
Okay.
Intentional what?
Intentional celibacy.
Yeah.
Intentional celibacy.
Yeah, because women don't want them.
Huh?
Women don't want them. So they say that they've been intentional about being celibate, but women don't want them. If they could get some ass, they would, but they can't. So they don't.
Yeah.
So that's what incel stands for: intentional celibacy.
Yeah, we should do a topic of the day so I can learn something.
I think it'd be sick because it's proper mad.
All right. Well, asking for a friend, long and short, we agree that we need to get her out of here.
That's right.
And she deserves to go in the bin.
That's right. I know that's right.
I guess the question is, will black people do anything? Let's end it there.
We'll do as much as we're doing with the N word.
Yeah.
All right.
Try.
All right.
That's it. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right. So our next headline takes us all the way to South Africa. You don't remember Pistorius, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. So the South African former athlete, Oscar Pistorius, has been denied parole over the killing of his girlfriend, Reeva Steenkamp, 10 years ago. Pistorius killed Steenkamp, a model and law graduate, when he fired 4 times through the bathroom door of his high-security house in February 2013. That time has gone quick, boy. The parole board's decision was taken at a hearing at the correctional facility on the outskirts of the capital, Pretoria, where the 36-year-old is being held. The Department of Correctional Services said the parole board found Pistorius had not completed the minimum detention period required to be let out. Tanya Cohen, who's a lawyer for the victim's family, told AFP, "We were advised at this point in time that it has been denied and it will be considered again in a year's time." Steenkamp's parents, June and Barry, had opposed an early release, saying they did not believe the former athlete had told the truth about what happened and he had not shown remorse. They said in a statement via their lawyer, While we welcome today's decision, today is not a cause for celebration. We miss Reeva terribly and will do so for the rest of our lives. We believe in justice and hope that it continues to prevail. Pistorius, for those unaware, was found guilty of murder and given a 13-year jail sentence in 2017 after a lengthy trial and several appeals. State prosecutors accused him of deliberately killing Steenkamp in a fit of jealousy and anger. The athlete, who frequently broke down in court, denied the accusation, saying he was deeply in love with her and believed he was protecting her when he shot through the toilet door because he thought an intruder was hiding there. The trial judge found there was no evidence Pistorius had wanted to kill Steenkamp and found him guilty in 2014 of the lesser crime of culpable homicide, as he acted too hastily and used excessive force. And the next headline takes us to Kenya, where the opposition leader Raila Odinga denounced on Friday an alleged assassination attempt on him during Thursday's anti-government demonstrations in Nairobi. Odinga said his car was shot at multiple times while he was driving around the capital rallying protesters. He showed journalists dents on his armoured vehicle, which he said were left by bullets. Odinga said there's no mistaking, for the intention was basically to kill. The politician accused the government of being behind the incident. He also said, I don't think any police officer could aim to come to shoot and assassinate politicians without being commanded from the very top. 2 escort cars also had their rear windshields shattered inside the vehicles. The strong smell of tear gas was still present. Odinga said he had instructed his lawyers to proceed to court over the incident. The 78-year-old long-time candidate for president is one of the leading figures behind anti-government demonstrations. He insisted that the protests would only stop after the government lowers the cost of basic food items and allows access to the 2022 election results from the Electoral Commission's main computers. And the last headline is that the Association of Christian Communicators and Media, there may be a trigger warning here as well, by the way. So the Association of Christian Communicators and Media, the ACCM, in Jamaica, has expressed concern about what it says is a renewed push by the LGBTQI activists and others to force changes to the Jamaican constitution as it relates to the buggery law and the prohibition of abortion. The Christian advocacy group, which comprises media workers and owners from across the region, asserted that repeal of the buggery law and legalization of abortion in Jamaica will undermine the family, endangers the nation's children, and attacks godliness. The ACCM will be hosting an information forum on Good Friday, April the 7th, under the theme Man plus Woman equals God's Perfect Plan. The forum will be held at 4 p.m. at a Freedom Come tent on the Spanish Town Bypass in St. Catherine. The event will be aired on TV as well and streamed on online platforms. According to the ACCM, First Vice President Reverend Basil Hansen, it is now common for people to renounce. It is now common for people who renounce or oppose the LGBTQI lifestyle to face backlash or be blacklisted. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get to reacting. Let's get into reactions. Sounded real.
Rubbish reaction this week. I'm so glad I didn't watch football anyway, because I suppose the pain ain't really gonna hit home like that. But we can talk about it. It says Arsenal, Man City, and Man United games. Discuss.
It's crazy. It's a discuss.
But I'm gonna need participation.
It's crazy.
It's because normally, if I put something there, you lot don't read it. You just discuss it, innit? It's like the discuss.
Here's your discussion.
No, if
calling in.
I could have done it. We could do that. I just need participation. I'm just gonna need some help.
Here it comes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Scared.
Hello. What's your name?
Hello. 1 sec. Where's my headphone? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay. Don't worry, Mugs. I'll watch all the games for you this weekend.
What's your name, caller?
Mo. I ain't called for a while.
Right, what, from Sweden, yeah?
Denmark.
Denmark, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to unpack first, Mo, man, since you watched all the games?
Let's start with Arsenal.
What was that? The Leeds game. Oh, Gabriel Jesus scored 2, innit?
He's getting close to that. He's getting close to the 10 goals that he said he will not get this season.
How far off is he?
I think he's on 9 Premier League goals now.
9?
Yeah.
He might get there. I never said 10. I think I said 11 or something. Or maybe I said... I can't remember how many it is, but I don't think it was 10. I I don't think I've done a round number.
Doesn't matter what you said. You say that you didn't say it anyway.
I'm not gonna say I didn't say it because I remember saying it. I said it. He's lucky. He's probably hopefully he gets injured again next game and then he can't make it. You get me? If he stays fit, then obviously he's gonna do it. What is he looking good?
Yeah. He was angry when he came off. He was actually a little bit pissed. He played good. Yeah, he played good enough, but you could see he was coming back from injury. But I'm not even gonna lie, that game, if first half went differently, it could have been a whole lot of different game. They did miss quite few chances to take the lead.
Oh, what, 0-0?
So yeah, while it was at 0-0, Leeds had good couple of chances, I'd say.
What was the score going into the half?
1-0.
1-0.
Okay. So, and then you just came out
and obviously second half came out and blessed them. It's like they woke up.
This should be the last fully expected W now. Now we're getting into choppy waters. So obviously everyone you win, you should celebrate it like it's a cup final because we're getting into that territory now, where it's
you're not lying.
Not me.
Huh?
I don't celebrate nothing yet. I remember
no. Like
he said, if we win,
if you win them, because what I'm saying is
big games.
Obviously, people. When I say people, I mean me. Would have wanted you to slip up a long time ago. You get me? You've had a few banana skins, but you've got through all of them, even the tough ones, the last minute winners, the whatnot. So you have done it, innit? And that would have been that's where man's just hoping that you slip up. But that's on games where you'd be expected to win. Now, you're coming into a run of games where it's not expected. Obviously, these are a good team, so you can win them, and you're going to try and win as many as you can. Granted, but you would expect to come out of this run with some L's on there. You get me? So every W you get definitely needs to be celebrated because it's serious times at the minute. You get me? Business end of the season.
Yeah,
it's April, man. It's what we were talking about. This April is. Everything was here. I don't know why they done your season like this, where they built it up like this. Obviously, you've been top the whole way. You've got the results that you needed to, but it's like this home straight is like a proper. It's like a proper course. Do you get what I mean? It's like a proper course. Like because if you get through this, you deserve to win the title. I don't understand why the fixtures have worked out like this, but it's entertaining to watch. We'll get to see it. If you get through this, you deserve everything you get because this is the home straight now. 100%.
100%. I'm waiting for this month to finish. They got 6 games. They play in City, Liverpool. Who else is in this month?
Chelsea should be in there.
Who?
Chelsea should be in there, no? You ain't gone to the bridge yet.
Play Newcastle too.
Newcastle's in there as well.
No, Newcastle is 7th of May.
Brighton's in there. It's Brighton, Liverpool. Would it be City again? Or?
And West Ham also.
West Ham away. Yeah. No, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on.
Definitely is. That's why I'm waiting till the end of the month to tell you whether we're winning or not. I still believe City's possible. City can still win it because I feel like Arsenal might end the season with 92 points. And City, if they win all their remaining games, will finish with 94 points. Do you know what I mean? And then I can't really be angry at Arsenal losing the league and they've got 92 points in the season. Come on. Can't really say that's a bad thing. You obviously be pissed off a little bit because you're like, how are you not winning the league with 92 points? But if Man City was to win their remaining games and finish with 94 points, what can you say? You just have to give it to them, innit? That's why they're the champions.
Mags.
Go on.
You're of the belief that this is a one-hit wonder, innit?
Okay, cool. When I say one-hit wonder, it's not like, because obviously Arteta's building, you are doing good, so you are going to be there and thereabouts. When I say, maybe in the next couple of seasons, you're still always going to be in and about in the Champions League places and all that, but I'm saying, but regardless of what happens this year, even if you don't win it, I do not believe you challenge for the league next year.
So you believe that if they do pip us this year, it will grieve Arsenal fans bad because of your notion that it's not going to be.
It's not just okay. Let's dust ourselves off and go again next year. Like I don't believe that. I could be wrong, and obviously we won't know till the Bulls get kicked and stuff. But I just don't think it's we lost it, 92 points, well done. Dust ourselves off. Let's go again. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Liverpool got to be more resurgent. United got to be better, going to make movements. Newcastle's growing, going to improve. Chelsea got a forward again. Nagelsmann's there and that. Like, there's so much moving parts going on around. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, them other little teams, like if the Zabri stays at Brighton, they'll be consistent. If Brentford, I don't know how the Tony thing is going to affect them, but they'll still be consistent. Fulham, I don't know. They could drop off next season. We don't know. But there's a lot going on. It's not just guaranteed you don't go for the league again next year.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Right now, do we look consistent
Yes.
in our performances?
Yeah.
And are you aware that we are going to strengthen come summer?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, right?
Yeah.
In a big way, right?
We don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that would be your intentions, I'm guessing.
Makes sense.
I'm guessing
how you see us spending.
I'm
during
guessing
January.
that would be your intentions. Yes.
Okay. So if it is that we're playing consistently good,
yeah,
you're seeing all of that DNA in there, and you're seeing the cultures back. You don't think that next year we will be a better outfit?
That is not a title winning. That is not a title winning team. If it is, yeah, if you do win it, yeah, you've gone exceeded your expectations tenfold. Just on paper, just looking at that squad, that is not a title winning squad. And then when you talk about like the teams that you just beat comprehensively and not always comfortably in the bottom half, yeah. That's where the things are coming. So you're always going to be able to get up for the big games. United, Chelsea, Spurs, that's cool. Them games, yeah, them Villa games that you was struggling and you just nicked, and the Leeds you're struggling and you just nicked and whatnot. That was good. That's the stuff for champions. You can't guarantee that's going to happen next year, bro. That's them bananas, because you can't, just because you are playing whatever you are doing, even if you improve, you can't guarantee it's going to happen next year. And I don't believe it's going to happen next year. Obviously, I don't know, innit? So even so, with your improvement and with your, I'm saying you're still there and thereabouts, and you still will be ready to do something. But I don't think it's dust us, get back on the horse, and let's go again next year, and we're going to be top 2, top 3, boom, boom. I don't see that, but I can understand why you would.
I haven't said anything. So this year, are we challenging for the league?
Yes.
Can you see us consistently playing at the top level?
Yes.
As in, no fluky.
Not fluky. You went for a few weeks where you was getting through by the skin of your teeth.
Is it fluke?
I don't want to say fluke.
That's what I asked.
It's a little luck.
So it is fluke.
Not fluke sounds harsh.
Did we make our own luck?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't know the ingredients to that. You said, did we make our own luck? I don't know the ingredients to that, so I don't know what you done. Okay. You got to be in it to win it.
Can you remember when it was halfway through and you were basically still saying that we were going to fall away after the
thought you was going to do Arsenal stuff.
You were saying that United will do a resurgence. Newcastle will literally be up there. Can you remember saying that?
Yeah, and it's right. The only thing that...
Wait a minute, you didn't have faith that Arsenal would remain consistently playing good football. Now, I'm just talking about you watching Arsenal. When we lost Jesus, didn't you say it was calamity?
I thought you'd get no goals.
Did you then continue seeing us turning up and consistently playing our DNA football?
Yeah, playing decent. I also watched you. Like I said, there was a period that month you was going for the skin of your teeth from game to game. Obviously, yeah, you done it. You got the results. That's all that matters. But it's not like to say like, yeah, you.
What games of these are you talking about?
Well, the Everton one you lost. Yeah, it was the Leeds one. The Leeds one you should have lost early on in the season. You should have done.
You said we should have lost the game, but we didn't.
Yeah, Villa.
That doesn't make any sense.
Villa one. You were lucky to get through that as well.
Lucky.
Yes, extremely.
Okay.
What's the one where you just hit the equaliser for Jorginho the other day? Was that? What was that again?
Yeah,
the last
against
minute.
Villa.
Was that the same Villa game? Was that a Villa game? Especially like in the last month or two, the games.
We were lucky in that game.
Yeah,
I don't know how you watch football, but all right, let's just take that. So 2 games we were lucky, right?
It's more than 2 games.
Sorry, how many games do you want?
I don't know. I ain't got the fixtures there, but
so we've been lucky all season.
No. I don't understand what you're doing there.
I'm because I don't know why you're fixating on this whole lucky stuff.
It's not lucky.
I've asked you if it is this season we've been consistently.
You didn't just dominate and just beat them teams like in the beginning of the season.
Listen carefully. I'm just trying to build a mold so I can say, all right, to build on this foundation that we have, can you see that if we add to it, it's going to be a stronger side?
Yeah, and there's other teams that are going to be stronger as well.
Listen, let me just focus on this thing. I'll move on to that just
now. If you're moving like you're the only one moving.
Listen carefully. We have seen evidence that Arsenal have been playing well all season.
Yeah.
We've seen evidence that the other teams need to basically rebuild. Yes?
You know, in the world, it don't work like that.
You just said just now, Liverpool has to basically come back, and they have to because they're Liverpool. They're going to go into the market and do this, that, and next. Yes?
I don't know. They're going to try.
You said Newcastle will do the same thing, yes?
Newcastle going to improve.
And Chelsea, yes?
Chelsea will.
So all these teams that you're expecting to do good, you're expecting them to know.
I don't expect them to do good. I expect them to improve. I don't know what's going to happen.
All right. So if you're expecting all these teams,
they're playing shit now.
If you're expecting all these teams to be better, how is a team that you're seeing consistently playing good going to add to their team and not be better?
Would Leicester done it?
Leicester did what? They got decimated.
They added to the team. And didn't do nothing.
They got decimated.
They never weren't decimated, man.
Anyway, this is.
Vardy
I don't
still there.
I don't know what I'm doing. You
They
said you didn't
weren't
watch the games.
decimated.
That's fine.
It weren't decimated. They lost two players and Drinkwater was crap.
I believe that us adding to our team is gonna make us stronger, right? You said we didn't have a title-winning squad. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's not.
And I agree, squad-wise. But yet here we are. Yes?
Yeah.
Lovely. We're doing very, very well.
Amazing.
We are now going to add to that. Do you believe that Arteta saying we're in phase 2 or 3 of our 5-phase plan?
I don't know. I don't hear about it.
So you don't listen to Arteta when he speaks?
No, I don't listen to Arteta talk.
I thought you're a football man, to be honest. It was big news.
I watch manager press conferences, but managers that I like and that I wouldn't watch Arteta talk. That's ridiculous. Why the hell would I watch Arteta press conference?
Let's focus on this. Let's not get distracted.
Nonsense.
Let's focus on this.
Klopp, Pep, Ten Hag.
You're the same people.
Mourinho.
No, I just want people to see what he's doing.
I find it funny when you Brent is doing something, you get frustrated with him. And then when you're doing something, Brent gets fan. I'm like, you can't use the seat. It's a Spider-Man.
Still sharp and still. Just sparring.
So
it's funny to listen to, though,
isn't it? Imagine being in the room with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no way.
If we win,
he said, "Oh no way."
If we win, which again this month is going to be very interesting, exciting for me, to be honest, because each time it is that we come up against a foe and we actually come out victorious, this conversation here is going to get even more interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking you all have a tough 6 games, right? Tough, especially down to this point where it is that you have something to lose. That's going to be massive. And you are going to be wishing each time we turn up that we get trunched.
No, I'm not going to do that no more. God don't like ugly. When I watch Arsenal with hate in my heart, you always win. That's why, you get me? So I wish the best for you.
Because you want us to lose?
No.
Because of what you just said, the formula you just said.
No, in fairness.
If it is your sport, then you lose. But if it is your
in the name of fairness, I'm watching with soft eyes and a clean heart, and I hope you don't get everything you deserve.
Thank you very much. All right, cool.
If you think that's a prayer, you are delusional.
Yeah.
Have we done that justice? You want to move on to United now?
Yeah, let's do it then. You might as well. So how did you watch that game, Mo? How did that go?
I'm a football fan. I watch every game.
Wow, bro.
For the Premier League to come back.
Damn.
I'm not even sending shot, Killy. I just
too late.
I'm not sending no
Too late.
From
Denmark with love.
No, I watched every game though. I watched the United game. I'll tell you this. United got violated from first minute to the last minute.
Was Casemiro
I couldn't
playing?
even believe watching.
No,
That's why.
Casemiro wasn't playing, which made sense as well.
Yeah.
They had this, my man put in this guy from, he's loaned from Bayern Munich. What's his name again? With the long hair.
Oh, Sabitzer.
And Tommy was playing in the middle.
Tommy.
And I told you they got outrun, outworked. One thing I didn't understand was you always been saying Den Hag is a good manager. I couldn't believe he had Fred on the bench up till the 80th minute. Like, this game was screaming for Fred to come on long time ago. Like, you lot was getting... And you went in half-time, I think it was still 0-0.
Yeah, it was 0-0.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and then my man come out second half, bang, bang.
I didn't see it, but I heard they didn't have...
minute.
I heard they didn't have nothing the first half. Newcastle had the better chances. I think there was like not like a goal line clearance, but there was a chance that they definitely should have done, and they just was the better team. I heard United had nothing at all. The second half, I don't even know what happened. I just know it ended 2-0. I'm not even going to make excuses, and I think I've said it though. I've said it before, yeah. I ain't said this before, but we need another transfer window or something like that. Their man's legs are gone. It doesn't matter what's going on up here. I think they're drained. They're finished. They haven't played good since Barcelona. Like, they literally haven't played good since Barcelona. They beat Newcastle in the final. Newcastle could have beat them. Newcastle were the better team. Then we went through against West Ham in the next round. West Ham were the better team. They should have beat us. Then we got battered 7-0 by Liverpool. Then we played, was it Real Sociedad, whoever it was? We played half decent in Europa to go through in Europa. Then you come back to the league again, and then it's just like, we haven't played, even the games that we've won, I can't remember what the results are, but we have not played good. Like, literally haven't. And it doesn't matter who's there, Casemiro, it doesn't matter. We just haven't. And it's like, I'm looking at them thinking like, they've run out of juice. I'm not even going to lie. I'm looking at them thinking, They're done.
They have.
They're done. They need a break. They just look done to me. I don't know. They just look done, bro. Honestly, they might be able to get it together, yeah, for Europa, yeah, because it's cup tournament, it's Europe. There's 2 ties, have a team, so they might be able to go and sort that out, yeah. But in this league, no matter who they play, they just look devoid of answers, and I don't think they know what the questions are. Anyway,
sorry, didn't you say that Ten Hag was the best performing manager in Europe?
At that point,
He still is. He
still is. I don't know what the numbers are. So if he still is, then
the numbers are still right.
Okay.
The numbers still on your side.
Then he is. I'm not talking about Ten Hag. Why are you talking about Ten Hag? I'm talking about the players. I'm not talking about the manager. I never said nothing about the manager. I said the players. I'm talking about the players that are on the pitch. So why are you talking to me about Ten Hag for?
What?
What I just said about the players, their legs are gone, they're gone, they ain't got nothing, they haven't played good very ready. And you start talking to me about Ten Hag. How does Ten Hag help them players? I'm saying I think they're drained. I honestly think they're drained.
Based on the results that United were having, you were giving Ten Hag credit. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, and I just said, even with good results, even we've had results where we picked up. I said,
you're saying that they
performances, yeah.
You said that Man United were back. What the hell are you talking about?
When?
What the hell? Why? Anyway.
That was the beginning of last month.
Anyway.
That was the beginning of last month. It's been
what the hell?
I don't know what you're talking about because all I know is, I've said on this show before that I have not seen United play good.
Wrong here.
One second.
We were going to have good football conversation. I said, stop doing wrong. If you're not serious, I'm not serious.
I've said on this show I have not seen United play good since the Barcelona game. I said that a few weeks ago. So even when we've picked up results and stuff like that, we haven't been playing good since Barcelona. So I don't know what you're speaking to. I don't understand. Do I sit here every morning and say, "Oh, United are the greatest in the world"? I don't understand what you're speaking to.
I had to get another filthy follow-up here.
You got to then, man, because maybe you're forgetting the conversation. Mo, do you remember me saying this?
Yeah, I remember you saying everything. Don't worry. I watched all the shows, so I know exactly what you say everywhere.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. But what I was going to say is, you got 9 games this month.
I don't know. I think,
I'm telling you, you got 9 games.
I think he should be sensible.
Top 4.
Yeah. But I think he should be sensible and go for Europa. Nah. I think we should do all eggs in our basket thing and make sure and go for Europa. If we drop out of 4th, we drop out of 4th.
I think it's going to be a hard game against Seville because they're number 13 in the La Liga, so they actually need to win the UEFA Cup to get back into Champions League, or even play in any European football next year.
Well, we've beat top. We've beat top of the Liga. We've beat 8th in the Liga. We've beat where are they? I don't know. This is going to be like a 4th or 5th team.
I'm saying they got more to lose though, innit? Seville
again. The only thing I'm hoping is that the European night. Just the European night and the cup format and the chance to win something kicks in and can galvanise these men to bring something different than what they're bringing week in, week out in the Premier League. Because for the past, however long it's been, domestically, it's not been good. Even with the results, like I said, it's not been good.
You think you can drop out of top 4? Because I looked at your fixtures, it actually looks possible.
Playing like that, yeah. I think we've played everybody hard. Now Newcastle away's gone. I think we've played everybody hard. So we've got a decent run of games. But it's not about the level of competition. It's about what we're getting out of these boys on the pitch.
Too many games though. It's too many games.
Yeah,
9 games in a month. That's a lot.
I don't want to make excuses for them.
You're playing literally every 3-4 days.
I don't want to make excuses for them. I just want to win. I want to win the cup. I want to win the cups that we're in. You get me? I want to win the cups that we're in, and they can do it. It's cup format. We can go and do it. But in the league, if we dropped off, I wouldn't be surprised because I don't know what's going to change. I don't know why they're going to come out next week and just look energized. And like I said, maybe Europe can do that for them. You get me? It's a European night. I don't know. Maybe Europe can do that for them. But just coming out into the league, I don't know. I don't know what's going to change. I haven't enjoyed watching them play football since Barcelona, honestly. So
I believe that. And they're playing Brentford next, and Brentford are on form, to be honest.
I'm going to that game, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
Wednesday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wednesday night. Okay. I hope it's a good result for you so you can come to TDA on Thursday morning.
He won't be here.
I'll phone him.
That's nice if you'll win.
Huh?
If you'll win.
Even if we lose. Yeah.
That's nice.
You know I'm a man. Even if we lose, I'll call in. We'll do a reaction. I'll do it. Moving on swiftly. How do you feel about Potter?
Sacked.
There we go. Mo, we're here, man. We're here.
He got sacked.
It was
I feel like it was coming, like you said. You've been saying this for weeks on weeks on weeks.
Do you know what?
I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what killed him?
I didn't see that happening.
The Nagelsmann move. Yeah. The Nagelsmann move killed him because their man there. As soon as he got sacked and he's I don't know. They just saw that and just thought, "Yep, all right, let's do it." Because Poch has been about for a while. I don't know. The Nagelsmann move. As soon as he got fired and with these bad results, that's what's killed Potter. Do you think he can go into the do you think he can go to the Leicester role?
Definitely, because they're trying to get Benitez. I don't see Benitez going into Leicester. It just doesn't make sense. He doesn't know nothing about relegation. But
You don't like that?
I see it.
Oh, you see it?
No.
I don't like it, you know. Brendan had Leicester playing decent football at certain points in his career, yeah. I think Potter might be better for them in going forward.
I don't understand why they sacked him. I think that's crazy sacking though.
Who, Brendan?
Brendan.
Oh, it's been tough over there, man. It's been tough over there for about 18 months, bro. 2 years maybe. It's been tough over there. He's not getting the results. I know he ain't had a lot of money to spend or whatever, but there's been times when you might even think the dressing room's gone. All that through COVID, he couldn't control them. Remember when he dropped them? Remember when they went to the party and he found out and then he dropped them? He dropped Maddison, he dropped Chowdhury in a game that he needed to win, and then they lost. Like, it's been going bad for a little while, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes you just need a shake up.
They needed it. The next 5 fixtures was against people in the relegation battle. They should have gave him at least 2 of those games, I felt like. Because the last 5 games he played Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City. Do you know what I mean? So obviously he was going to lose most of those games. And then he lost to Crystal Palace yesterday or the day before, which was that was a bad result.
Where do you think he goes? Wait, who needs gaffers? Chelsea, Leicester, Leeds. Leeds ain't picked their manager, have they?
Chelsea. I mean, Tottenham, Chelsea and Tottenham. Tottenham also need a gaffer.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they've got Spurs, Chelsea, Leicester, Leeds. Has Southampton appointed a new official one yet? Or is it still...
No, I didn't see anyone new there.
Could Brendan Rodgers go Spurs?
No.
Say no chance?
I don't think the fans would allow that.
Brendan was a good manager, you know? Don't you think? You know, rate him?
He's left.
They wanted him before.
From Leicester. And Spurs fans would allow him to be hired after getting rid of Conte?
Yeah, because the Spurs has got a bigger team and better players to work around with. He's been a Liverpool manager,
bro. He does always fall short there and thereabouts. Yeah, everywhere he's gone. Yeah, but there's always parts of when it's Swansea, Liverpool. There's always certain parts where he gets his teams corking. I don't know why he can't. I don't know why it can't sustain or whatever. But he's not a. He's a decent manager, no? Brent's just looking at me like saying no.
Very good.
Is that Spurs will have? I don't think that's the appointment that they're gonna make.
Okay, then that's fair enough.
No, they've decided to keep what's his name, Conte's assistant till the end of the season, actually, which makes no sense because usually when Conte gets sacked, he takes
the whole backroom staff go with him,
innit? This time they didn't. Conte left on his own.
Conte is grown,
and they kept the rest of them till the end of the season. So maybe Tottenham might not do it. But I'm gonna tell you something. What I see happening now to the end of the season, I can see Man United finishing 5th, losing to Brighton in the FA Cup, and losing the UEFA Cup by the end of April.
So you say we can just go out of everything and not be in Champions League next year?
And that's gonna be a horrendous season. Don't you think?
Yeah, that'd be horrid. That's tough. That'll be horrid.
Casemiro wouldn't allow that.
I don't think Casemiro would allow it. If he better stay on the pitch. Better stay on the pitch. He's lost.
He's playing for the next 2 games.
He's missed like 9 games or something like that for suspensions. That's not good enough. You have to hold a man accountable for that.
Ten Hag's.
It reminds me of an old
time there.
man Saka.
If that happened.
His time there a failure.
Yeah.
No, because his time's not finished.
I'm talking about whilst it is the first season's there.
Dropping out of top 4 after being so comfortable there and some of the football that they've played this year would be a failure of a season for me. I think from before he even kicked the ball, I'm saying we need top 4. So if he drops out of it, bad season.
I think you won't. Luckily, because Tottenham don't have a manager and the team behind Tottenham, you're like 7 points ahead of them. So I feel like you might just scrape into 4th. But I don't think you're going to overtake Newcastle. I think Newcastle are going to finish 3rd.
Well, we still got a game in hand on Newcastle. We're on joint points. Newcastle are 3rd.
No.
Why not?
No. You got the same points, same amount of games.
Are you sure? The game was being played yesterday. I'm the one who was
watching Premier League. Yeah, I watched it. You got the same amount of points, same amount of games. I wouldn't lie.
Oh,
I'll look at you for you again. 27 played, 50 points, 50 points.
Oh, it's Spurs we got the game in hand on. No, it's not. They play today, innit? Do they play today, Monday night?
And no, you're gonna have 2 games in hand when they play tonight. They got already played 28. They're going to play tonight, which will make it 29.
I thought it was Newcastle. I don't know if we could drop out of it though, boy. We'll have to see. But if we do, that's not a good thing. Certainly not.
But it was a great weekend of football in the Premier League. Did you watch the? You didn't watch.
I didn't watch any football whatsoever.
Yeah, I just remembered.
What's that? 2 games. You know what? I need to go and look at my fixtures.
The Brighton and Brentford game was very good.
We should be all right, man, for top 4, man. By rights, man.
Because you're playing. If you get knocked out FA Cup and UEFA Cup, then you're going to be okay. But if you keep staying in those cups, you have I just don't see you being able to concentrate on all the games at the same time, especially with your gaffer. He keeps chopping and changing. Do you know what I mean?
Don't criticize him, please.
Who?
Not Ten
10 hugs. I'll call him 10 hugs.
Don't listen to Brent.
I can criticize anyone. But
right, then let me see something.
Personally,
so what we got? Brentford. What we got? Brentford, Everton, Forest.
And
they're all finals. Oh, Spurs still. Villa, Brighton, West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth, Fulham. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. We should be all right, bro, man. We should be all right. I mean, the Wolves do look like they're falling off, but they would have to just drop off an absolute cliff to not make it through this, man. We played all our hard games, man. They got to get it done, man. They got to go get some Red Bull and just find the strength to make this happen.
But you're playing all the teams that are battling for relegation, though. That's the problem.
That's fine, but
I feel like they're the hardest team to play at the end of the season.
The Brentford and Everton were at home.
Everton. Yeah,
Spurs
Everton you're home,
away.
but Nottingham Forest you're playing
Villa
away.
were at home. We got Wolves were at home. Bournemouth
Villa
away,
just
no
beat
one
Chelsea
cared.
at home.
Fulham were at home. I'm just saying, obviously it's not guaranteed, but the home gives you an advantage that you got to look into, man. If we drop out, just looking at that now, I'll even say even worse. If we drop out of top 4, that's terrible, actually.
Casemiro's playing all
that's
of
terrible.
the wins.
Huh?
Casemiro's playing all of those wins.
Okay, we'll see. He should be rested anyway. He should be well rested.
Well rested.
He should be well rested and ready for the world. You get me? All right, Mo. Thanks for that, man.
No problem. You're welcome.
All right, cool, man.
Oh, one more thing. I'll give you one more thing. Your boys, NBA, Dallas, they don't look like they're going to make the playoff.
Yeah, it's tough, man. There's no defense, but at least it's not Kyrie's fault, so that's cool.
Oh, it is his fault.
It's not Kyrie's fault.
I'll tell you. It is his fault.
Can't be his fault, man. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Go and check his stats. He ain't played. He ain't changed nothing. The offense is still. The offense is still clicking. The offense is
the
still.
games. It's not a. Yeah.
The offense is still
He's
clicking.
not defending though.
They're still the
He's
number
not
one. He
defending.
can't defend, and it's not you acting like whoever they swapped him for. Well, Brunson was gone before. He scores, but he's not a crazy defender. Dinwiddie was not a crazy defender either. Like it's like they're moving like it's because of Finney Smith.
It's
like, because of Finney Smith.
It's because of Doncic and Finney though. I'll tell you the truth. Kyrie and Doncic can't play together because they don't have no defenders when both of them are on the pitch at the same time.
So they need to fix they need to fix the team and go again and get some wing defenders and get someone who can protect the protect the rim and then they'll be cool. You get me? Scoring is not the issue. They just can't defend. Like Luka can't defend. There's no point in saying that means it's Luka's fault too then, because Luka don't defend. Luka don't defend.
But Luka was already there. He was the star boy. You can't have two star boys.
Yeah, well you can. Most teams have 2 star boys. Although the top teams.
At least some of them know how to defend. Not 2 star boys that don't know how to defend.
The last team that won that chip with just 1 star boy would have been Raptors. Huh?
There's only 1 star boy, you know.
Star boy.
Oh, Whiskers.
Yeah, the last thing to do it with 1 superstar that I can think of was the Raptors. And Kawhi Leonard done a madness and the Warriors got injuries on injuries. So they just need to. I don't even know whether Kyrie's going to stay, but if he is, they just need to fill out the roster with some defenders, and then they'll be all right. You get me? They're still one of the top scoring teams in the league. The Heat, the Heat, average 108 points a game. They're the lowest scoring team in the NBA. They put up 130 past the Mavericks. So if that's Kyrie's fault, then fine, fair play. But yeah,
and now Kyrie and Doncic fault, obviously. Don't blame the black man only. Give me both of them. But yeah. Well, it was nice chatting to you. Look. Hope you have a great day.
Bless for that, man. Appreciate it.
Later.
I say you look like it wasn't just talking to once. And this is with you not watching the games.
They done their part. I think we got what we needed to do.
Me and Gina don't think so.
No, did that work, bro?
Saka was the only star boy I know. I don't know Whiskey. I don't know that was his nickname.
You've been there before, boy.
Mate, like
Whiskey is literally the only star boy.
He's the only star boy. Saka.
Honest to God, I thought you was talking about Whiskey. That's what I was laughing.
Yeah,
you're more cultured than me.
Oh.
You don't have to pick it. You don't have to do this.
Hello, good morning. What is your name?
It's Brackley. Can you hear me?
We can.
Can I just say sorry, Brackley, before you start? If you happen to watch this back, the sound effects was not about you. Actually working.
No worries. I was gonna say, to be fair, on basketball quickly, Mark, who's your team to win the finals?
Oh, who do I think is gonna win?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been watching properly. If I'm being honest,
you haven't been catching on. You need Yusuf again. You need Yusuf.
I just stopped for a bit and I just waited. I said I'll just wait for the playoffs and that's when I'll just tune in it and then so.
Yeah, to be fair though, the race for the playoffs is even like lit now as well. So the West, I don't know if you've seen yet, is like 2-3 games separating like 5th to like 10th.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. There's a lot of teams, but my team is on KD, D Book, and the Suns, man, to do it all. But
is KD back?
We'll see. I just had a question. Yeah, he's been back. He's back for the last 6 games. They won 6 in a row. They're looking good, man. They're cooking, and what they're doing now, they're preparing for the playoffs. So they're doing different lineups, different teams,
shorter rotations and that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's a question because I'm from Montpellier. I'm from France, right? And there was again a shot. There was a little thing in the weekend. I don't know if you saw Antoine Comboy. He's the Nantes manager. He said he didn't pick a player.
Say that again, bro.
Because of Ramadan.
Say that again. I just saw a look on Esther's face. Say that again. That pronunciation was.
I was like, oui, okay.
Antoine Comboy. He's the Nantes manager. He said he didn't pick a player because he was doing Ramadan and he didn't think that he could play for 90 minutes, so he didn't pick him in the lineup. What's your thoughts on that, by the way?
Did they lose?
Yeah, they lost 3-0 still.
What? Wait, this player, what is he? A striker? What is he?
He's a young player, so he's right mid. But the point is basically that because he's doing Ramadan, they can't play. And what was even bigger news is that they've got like Muslim players in the team, and basically because he snitched on that player, he basically said that other Muslim players didn't do Ramadan, so they got like heat as well because they were like, "Oh, how you're Muslim but not doing Ramadan?"
Oh, so the other ones that played, he said they weren't fasting, so they could play.
Yeah,
basically.
So exactly. So like Musa Sissoko was there. They got a couple like players there that didn't do Ramadan. But yeah, I just thought it was quite interesting because obviously it's like how you not letting me play because of Ramadan? Where I don't know if you know, but last year Benzema scored a hat-trick at Stamford Bridge whilst having nothing in his stomach.
Yeah, I've watched Mo Salah play fasting before. I've seen Salah and them man play fasting and break their fast to the side of the pitch and all that. So yeah, I don't know why he took that stance if the player could play, if that makes sense. If the player was saying I'm fasting, I can't do it, then I get it. But if the player's saying nah, I'm ready to go, I can fast, but he's making the decision saying nah, you're not eating, you can't. I don't understand why he would take that stance, to be fair. And obviously he's done that. I don't understand why he would blow up the rest of his players either. You get me? Just snitched on everyone.
Yeah, they got mad heat.
Yeah, that's messed up. He's probably lost the trust of his players now because you know what? They're probably getting cooked over that. You get me?
Yeah, got cooked. They're getting cooked. But yeah, no. I want to talk about boxing because obviously the weekend you were like, oh, we need a bad boy AJ. To be fair, I feel like he did, man. He did perform.
I heard he got his nose broke.
Yeah, but come on, man. I feel like people expect too much of AJ. You got to remember, this is his first like fight under the new coach. He improved his on the inside, and fair enough to E-Man was like, oh, he's got to knock him out for it to be a convincing win. But they don't allow the same things to like Fury. They don't give the same things to like Wilder and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure Fury fought Chisora. I think the first tune-up fight he had, he went all 12 rounds. So all I'm looking for is progressive. Just being progressive, basically.
I heard he didn't. I never saw that either. I heard he didn't look good though.
You know, the thing is though, you're saying we kind of don't expect the same thing for Fury, but remember Fury didn't come back from 2 losses, right? And Wilder knocks out everybody, so you can't expect it. You know what I'm saying? But for AJ to come back, have back-to-back losses, of course, against a great fighter, you still
his last win was 2020, by the way. His last win was 2020.
Through AJ, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of expect something to be like, okay, cool. Like, show us signs that you still got the hunger. You know what I'm saying? And you can still do it at a high level. But I get what you're saying. Obviously, there's going to be some level of ring rust. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know, man. You kind of expect, or at least hope anyway, to see that AJ comes showing that kind of hunger again.
But I felt like you did see that. But you saw that in his way he was talking all throughout fight week. He's like he came in at his heaviest, 250 pounds.
Yeah,
so
I didn't like
for example, he's told you really, but you want him to knock him out. So clearly he's gone with that approach that I'm big bad AJ again, not the let me prove to you that I can box. He's coming with the mentality that look, I'm actually a big bad man again. But the 2015-16 days when he was knocking people out and knocks Klitschko out, he's taken that again. So and to be honest, people don't put the context of this is his first fight under this new coach. They obviously train certain things. Like the coach told in the interview that they practiced on the inside, and he was looking really good on the inside. Of course, the opposition wasn't the best, but you gotta make sure like you practice that. And for the next fight, obviously I know you probably won't want to see it again, but a Dylan White is exactly the good middle ground between the top and the bottom. And then if he sorts a Dylan out, then you're looking at Wilder, Fury, the Ducker, and then we'll go next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I feel as though if he fights White, he's going to beat White. I don't feel like that's going to be a great achievement for AJ, to be honest with you, because I feel like he's got White's number. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is with AJ, when I saw him, again, like you're saying, I did see improvements. I did see like someone that wanted to actually come in there and do something. But the later rounds, I saw how the size was affecting him. He seemed too sluggish. He seemed a bit too tired. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're coming against bare opposition, who again could be the same height, have certain reach advantages and things of that nature, right? And just a better boxing acumen, right? He'll get punished for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't really like the size. And again, like you're saying, he came in bigger, but he still didn't get Franklin out of there. You know, so
Franklin's tough, man. Franklin's tough.
No, he is. Franklin's
tough.
Franklin is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I was harsh when I compared him to Leighton Orient last week, right? But he is a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? But still, for somebody who held 3 belts, who was a champion of the world for many years, right? You're still kind of hoping to see some type of, I don't know, something that kind of really shows that, you know what, this guy is back. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why people didn't feel that. But at the same time, I hear what you're saying. Like you said, it's his first fight with Derek James. You know what I mean? There's a few things, man. Plus the ring rust as well. 3 years, like you're saying. You know? Since he last won, though, but he's been fighting. You know what I'm saying? He fought last year. Obviously, again, 2 losses back-to-back against a greater opposition. But if you look at the way he fought Usyk in the second fight, he fought a much better fight then than he did on Saturday.
Yeah, but that's a championship fight, so there's context. To be honest, what I feel is there's a steady improvement. They've obviously, because I think he said in an interview, he's going straight back to America to train more with his new coach. So clearly they've got things they want to improve and work on. Yeah. So what I would say is, I'm as an AJ fan, I'm looking forward to it because I saw enough to believe in that coach and AJ. Because it would have been easy to AJ to be like, look, after Usyk, I'm done. I haven't got in it to do anything more. But obviously, he's gone back to America, search for the best coach available, and he's obviously found his guy. Hopefully, he is the guy. Yeah. And you can't tell me right now Wilder beats him. Like, I'm not hearing that. And you can't tell me right now what a 37-year-old Wilder beats him. Come on, man. I don't believe that. And the only people, unless you want him to fight straight away Fury or Usyk, it's what? There's either Dylan White, Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, or what's my man's name? The American guy, black guy. Is it Hunter? Is it Hunter?
Oh, Michael Hunter.
Yeah. So one of them is two of them are mandatories. So they're not gonna fight Joshua. They're just gonna wait to get their chance. And the other one is Dylan White. So if you apply context, then yeah, that's all. It will make sense. But yeah, that's all I really want to say. I don't want to take you guys for too long. But yeah.
All right, cool. Man. Makes sense, man. Thank you for calling, man.
Thank you, Monsieur.
Thank you.
Au revoir, man. Thank you.
Bye. Au revoir.
Time, man.
Salut, meuf.
What's this? Salut, what did you say?
It's a meuf. It's slang. It's for my guys.
That was for you, Esther.
What did you say? Say again. Sorry,
Say again. Give her something.
What do you want to say?
No, man, she ain't gonna know what you're saying.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, you know.
Say how long you've lived in France for?
J'ai habité en France pendant 5 ans de ma vie.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
That will do it.
That'll do.
So sweet.
But no, same
Sounds so sweet.
Thank
Have
you
a
guys.
lovely day,
man.
King. Okay. You make sure of
Thank
that.
you. You too, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't be on here objectifying men. Just tell you makes sense saying it.
And Mo said that he said a blessed day for everybody, not just Marks. He told me to tell you that.
No.
Yeah.
Man, you don't speak French. I don't care what
Precisely.
you say.
He's a Danish
what you
guy.
talking about? Should have said it in
I'm gonna
French.
spat out my tea.
All right, then. This is now coming up to 12 o'clock. This is
Wild.
It's the
You are really
longest
making
show,
up
man.
time. Extra credit.
Topic of the day is going to be 2 minutes and 48 seconds tomorrow.
Should we or not say the N word? No. All right, move on.
Sometimes.
Depending on the weather.
all right. Let's get into our last segment of the day.
No, are they? Sometimes.
French, do you not?
This is not that kind of party. This ain't it.
Look, Venus is calling me, man. We're supposed to be in the gym. He's thinking, what's going on?
Yeah. You're doing overtime here.
Yeah,
That's why.
He's thinking, bro, he's got the YouTube, man. He knows where I'm at, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Stop calling me, man. Wait there. All right, cool. So our recipient of Done Out Ere is... I haven't even looked through this because we was too busy being distracted. Trigger warnings all the times. Trigger warning, basically sexual assault or something. No, he hasn't even done anything yet. People are dumb, you know. Like, as much as they're nasty and cranny and all that, yeah, they're just stupid. There's a teaching assistant, yeah. He's been jailed for 2 years, yeah. He's a 27-year-old youth. I'm not sure what school he was at, yeah. This guy's going around, he's in Derbyshire somewhere. This guy's going around talking to the little things like that, getting their Snapchats and then trying to reason with them at home. Apparently they're saying they're sending out sex questionnaires on some, trying to ask them if they're virgins and what their bra sizes are and asking them what they wore to bed and all these things. Right. And I'm saying, don't you know that you work in this building where you're doing this? 'Cause it's not even like it's one person. He's pleaded guilty to 4 accounts of engaging in sexual communication with a child. One of them he's even sent unsolicited dick pics and these things. And like, again, this just boils down to like stupidity, because regardless of you being nasty and starving and hungry, yeah, what are you thinking? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't understand. I honestly don't understand what man's doing. Man's going to work every day, drawing young things. You get me? Like, one of the victims was like at 15 at the time or whatever. Like, so then like you're there at work and you're trying to talk to these guys like they're your normal things. Or I honestly don't understand the mindset and the logic behind some of these people. Like, didn't you understand that you was going to get fired and go to prison? Like, do you care about your well-being?
They don't know.
Huh?
I don't think they do. I think it's a thing of like, it might even be part of the thrill, because it's all done in secret, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it
More
might be a thing where, you know,
exciting
it's more exciting because they know that they're doing something that they
You want to risk your
They
whole
shouldn't be doing.
you want to risk your whole livelihood and your life for thrill. He's going on sex register and that. He's never going to be able to work in a school again.
Never work in this town again.
Never work in that town again. What, for
Do you know
thrill?
But you know, some people don't have the ability to measure risk.
Yeah.
Like, they have no sense of risk awareness or whatsoever. It doesn't even occur to them. there's not a thought that this could go left for me. It's wild.
Nightfall, good callback. Man says, see now, this is a creep. This is a
You're paying attention. Full circle.
This is a different kind of man. Again, I'm glad he didn't get a chance to do anything with anybody. He hasn't touched anybody or any of these things. But yeah, this is just I don't know if these are TAs, teaching assistants. I don't know if there should be is there anything that they can put in place to stop this kind of stuff?
They've already put it in place. There's rules that you can't.
Yeah.
That ain't doing anything. You need to send them to jail for longer.
Yeah, because he only got 2 years.
Worse, actually? But what's worse than being on sex offenders list for the rest of your life? If that don't deter them,
I guess the question is, can they help it?
It's an illness.
Because I don't want to turn them into victims.
Yeah, I definitely recognize the sickness. They're sick, but it's not an illness. It's not like you're not a victim for your sickness.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. He's a sicko. Let me see if I can find out his name. I'm calling out his name. Should have put his picture up as well.
Mad.
Sorry, people. Oh, Kevin Doxey, 27. Yeah, he's been jailed. He's been in prison. He's got 2 years. He's only going to do a year of it. And yeah, we need more. There he is. Look at that piece of shit. Looks like trouble. He actually does as well, you know.
He actually does.
I don't know if it's because the beard's grown out or what, but he looks like he can't be trusted.
The eyes, you can see in the eyes.
Yeah, he looks shafty.
Put a helmet on him.
Fuck off.
So I'm not doing it. When he rolled back, I said, no, you go to trouble correspondent.
You know what's killing me? The second he came on the screen, I said, Brent's going to call him Ragnar.
I knew it.
I swear I done the math straight away.
What even pissed me off? This is Brent. Give him a helmet and a sword. He said a helmet and a sword.
He said, put him in the right outfit.
He said, Brent, he ain't got a beard, man. That's what's missing.
Yeah, he's like a little baby.
I don't like you. I actually don't like you.
That is alright.
But I get in line. We all don't like him at this point.
Literally.
Well,
yeah, he's saying it.
He's only 27. Yeah, well, Kevin Doxey, man. You're done at here, man. Yeah.
Y'all don't age well, boy.
Piece of shit. You're definitely done at here, man. Let's get into this outro. I need to go piss.
Or not?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Do what you said you were gonna do. I think that's better.
Yeah, okay.
That's a drops mic.
Should I do it now?
Exit stage left. Thursday. That's what I'm saying. Do that.
Yeah, you smart for that.
It's proper like bam.
Yeah, it is. And you know I like effects.
Exactly.
You're right.
Drama.
You're right. Ooh. It's my language. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. We appreciate you. We got the French guy I called earlier. Special shout out to you, King. Well, no, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that great stuff. Follow us on our social media platforms. The day after TNB, you don't need to share these videos as well. Share it, jump in your group chat, do all that great stuff. If you want to call in, you'll know the number. If you would like to send voice notes and your dilemmas in, the number is 075 6484173. And if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Monday.
Bye.
Peace.
Ciao.